T1 at the end of the day, showing us something we've seen from a lot of teams. These kind of combos. You have the Wukong, you have so much hard engage, and we've seen his compositions can just take over if they get any kind of lead. And it's a bit more of a mixed bag on the opposite side for BLG. They have a lot of power picks, yes, certainly, but not nearly the same clear synergy or windows of opportunity. But that said, when I've seen drafts that have been suspect for BLG before, they've always managed to make it work. They just continue to defy those expectations, and we'll see if they're able to do the same as we get into game one here. BLG versus T1.
I have been so hyped for this matchup. The fact that we got BLG beating Gen G yesterday, it feels like BLG are trying to make that mega run like we saw in the LPL, see if they can get all the way back to finals.
I love how everybody's ready for any underdog story after DRX now.
Exactly.
Everyone's just, yes, I believe,
Yes,
I believe.
yes, another one. Well, that's the thing, and I think that it's so impressive that in consecutive international tournaments, we've had a team like BLG or DRX who force you to believe. It's not like
Good
they're
morning.
the favorites, and even today, I don't think they're the favorites, but despite that, they continue to surpass all expectations, outperform, show up in the clutch, and that's kind of what the underdog dream is made of.
And they've even got
Yo.
the swagger to make it more fun.
Yo.
Mid to me is becoming an icon here, almost like Conor McGregor.
Good morning.
Trash talking.
Oh no.
No, good morning to you.
Before every match,
Did you just wake up?
comes in, he's still
No.
playing carries.
Oh.
But I think that's the really sick thing for BLG. Like when
Same.
we talked about DRX last year, it's like, oh, the meta hit right. You know, you had like Zeki was able to get his hands on Silence.
I've
and he was
been
able to pop
awake.
off and all these things. BLG are like, yeah,
We
screw your
big
meta. We're just
G
gonna do
gaming.
our thing. We're gonna play our style, and we're gonna make sure you have to beat us this way. And I think that's the coolest thing about BLG. Even look at this draft, right? You're not getting this, hey, we want to go for the mega carries in that bot lane, put all the
Whoa.
beefy boys in front of them. It's like, no, we want to fight you.
Annie
We wanna
versus
get aggro, and we're
Lysandra,
gonna
the
make sure that
legendary
you have
matchup
the
mid.
answers.
And if they want to surpass expectations in this series, it's going to be a tall task.
Guild-based
especially with the bottom
champions.
side, Macaria, on with
Oh my
the
God.
strongest,
Look at On
aggressive
Go.
bottom side duos we can get. We know
He's
what
whooping
they
him
can do
up.
on the Xayah-Rakan combo. Elk has definitely been
This
a
guy's
center of attention in so
crazy.
many BLG games. If it has not been, it is always Elk. And Guma, a big weight on his shoulder in this game and in this series to outperform a player who's had a fantastic tournament.
Yeah, just ask KT from LCK about the T1 Xayah-Rakan combination.
Yeah, I was going to say, Chronicler backstage, every single time it was even remotely hovered, was like, you cannot give these guys Xayah-Rakan. They're way too good.
What
they're
have you
way
been
too
up to?
clean. And I think that's going to put a lot of pressure onto Elkin on here to see if they can
Did
match up with
heroic
2v2.
raid earlier, and
If you
then
can actually get this area
just playing
into a
some Street
decent
Fighter
spot and you can have
beta.
them try and beat that big team fighter later,
Is it Giga?
that's where BLG will be in a good spot.
It's pretty
and that's where
cool.
we can see just how good Elk can be.
And we saw yesterday,
There's like a
Mid
modern
taking care of
control
Meteos versus
button
Zoran
setup
versus
thing where
Gragas, but
just
Zeus
way
has made the
easier in,
switch
like,
here
the
to go
inputs.
for the grasp on the
Mm,
Gragas for
input-
more
inputs
sustain, more
aren't too
healing
bad,
even
though.
instead of the Comet.
Just can't mash.
Taking some notes from the previous matchup there. Also, Zeus,
How else do you play?
probably higher rated by
Well,
pretty much
like-
everybody.
And this is a great point
Oh.
because Jap brought it up on the desk.
Are they
Isn't
going
that
for
most
this?
of fighting games just button mashing?
Win record. In fact, when you look into the laning stats,
Oh my god, he's dead as fuck.
Yeah, especially when you look towards Bin. He has been...
Would you happen to be on Twitch?
Yep.
Because
you weren't here.
Hmm.
Oh my god, he's dead. I won't spoil.
Looking how far Mike just fished for the reset. Should! Oh, that's an
Who's
easy
dead?
one you certainly cannot afford to make. Carry is still standing
What
tall,
time
still
are you
looking
at?
for the outplay. Oh, taking as well.
I'm at
So damn
3:30.
clean from Carry on the bottom side. At the end of the day, it's 2 for 2.
Yeah, that tower.
Got again?
heating
I feel like
up
a second.
should do. After he saw
Huh?
that shot come out, he was
What's
like,
the time?
"Uh-oh, this is going to be bad." He
3:37.
passes also for it.
8.
So BLG getting a little bit messy down there, but still
Okay.
mission accomplished. They got the dive off.
Dude,
They denied
fucking-
Xayah a bit.
It's also the fact that they
Oh
get
my
the
god,
on
Viego
towards Elk,
trolled
can they
that.
get some plates? Now, Owner trying to respond to that top side.
Is
though,
Xayah?
has actually been taken to about...
Oh, yeah.
Then
I don't know why he started tanking.
Just gonna be happy with the reset, just crashing the wave here and walking away. Zeus
I don't know, just
for a bit more. Has the demolish.
fucking
Can't just go for that
trying to
rock.
get the kill, but in a
Take look
really
at this.
troll way.
Excellent start for BLG.
And BLG,
You
they
just
got
wanted
the
to chunk
information.
and get
They
out
know
or something, but,
Wukong
like,
gearing up to the top side.
didn't he also
Zerg
take, like,
comes
the
in.
weirdest
first
route to
kill,
get out?
Great. Very nicely done. But then,
Like he's-
as the last minion, this ranged minion dies, boom. Tower
Oh,
shots are on
they ran
Jill.
out of
The
minions.
other wave
That's why it
hadn't
was
got
so
here yet,
awkward.
and boom, just dies to it.
They didn't actually
Might-
hit
That
yet.
last one had already died. Then Carrier goes
There's like
in
a
for the
small
knock
gap
up,
between.
is able to get it as on his tank.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Next
almost like you don't wanna
wave.
be, you know, tanking these turrets as an AD carry or something when you change over as Viego, but
As much as BLG have done incredible to get here, they have not been without suspect decision making. I feel like once you've denied the resources from the
How does
jury,
Bin
not
like this
to
matchup,
probably
dude?
stop, but at the end of the day, still a 2 for 2, not a disaster. Still a lot of CS denied from Guma. See what else
Makes
they can do with
looks
that
real
advantage.
spicy here.
It has been mitigated somewhat by the response.
Yeah, I mean, he fucking
Yeah, as I was saying though, Zeus probably a bit
rolled
higher
Dorian
rated
to a
than
blunt in this
Dorian,
matchup.
so, definitely
Yeah.
having a better time in here. Also had the jungle come on up. You see the deep ward there
Whiff.
by Blue and Gromp. Love that one. Really big information on the second respawn.
What's he gonna
We'll
do?
see that Gromp as Viego comes over. So Shun
What would
will be
Meteos do
back.
here?
One of the big things, though, for this top lane match,
I
was
don't
we were
fucking
kind of
know.
talking about before that dive kicked off, was the fact that we kind of think of Bin as this mega beast in the lane phase. He's going to
Ward the bush, jump at Gragas, get your Q cancelled.
Probably
Die.
not bad.
Sorry, it's not me. It's them. They're not interested.
I
They're
am
like,
well-
talk about
Why not?
us.
I am well
Free
used
kill.
to LPL games at this stage.
For
I know
someone.
exactly where I have to shut up, but still need to shut up for this one.
We need a talking stick. All right, we pass it to Dracos now.
My
For
turn.
the dragon fight.
Oh.
Not really much of an angle, but maybe Shun can
This is an early dragon attempt.
Only level 4 from Guma.
Oh.
To poke down. Owner making his
This
way out of
is-
the pit. They don't want to flip it on
Hold
the fight.
bro.
Shun
Is
looks
this
like
super
so.
good for Annie?
Engage, flash out from on.
That's what I
Now
was
Annie can
thinking.
look for the re-engage, but the knockup coming through.
Flash,
Now gonna
ult.
flash out. Shun on the backside.
Oh,
Now
no,
looking to
Faker.
turn.
Faker's
Burn
fucking
onto
dead.
T1 get the dragon, but
Faker.
cost them the life with their mid
Yeah,
laner.
that's about what I expected. I mean, like, Lissandra doesn't do any damage right now, and I mean, neither does fucking Zaya with cold longsword.
Immediately turn onto the three members of BLG, but they
True.
do a great job of kiting back and at least manage to get a kill. But it is the dragon for T1.
Yeah, that blast cone was available to try and get in for a steal towards the back, but BLG.
I guess they were just trying to
the
secure the
calls were so
drag.
clear. We gotta get the kill. Go for the kill.
Because
Don't
it's
go
so
for the steal
fucking
here.
low.
And as you have the initiation from Fake,
Were they trying to
Maybe
secure
just
the
don't-
drag? Doesn't look
I
like
like-
it.
Well, I mean, they wanted to not let them get it for free. Like, I feel like if Faker just doesn't flash in, like, he claws.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe he can take it if he wants. Like, he probably won't die for that.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
the flash in just killed himself.
Yeah.
In that equation, rather than trying to continue the fight with Lissandra ult unavailable.
And you know what that means is big things for the Zeri. Zeri Lulu still really good scaling as you get towards the later stages and getting those early kills, plus that one there picked up. A lot of concentrated gold is going to go far.
Definitely a strong start. Dagda, would you like the talking stick?
You know, I
Would
give
you
it
like
up.
a turn?
All right, you know what? Bin gets beaten by Zeus on average. There we go. That's
There
all
it is.
I
They played
want to
7
say.
games. Bin's laning stats, not good against Zeus. Important context to have. Took us 7 minutes to get it.
Yeah, on average, Zeus ends up with an 800.
What are those stats from?
Now, see, the second I talk,
Oh.
there's more action. So I'm okay with just kind of randomly throwing out stats bit by bit so we get having more action.
I appreciate you, Dagda.
I think
Sacrifices.
we need to make use of this superpower that you have there.
There's some, like, really old games or something?
So
Bin versus Zeus?
Whenever the game slows down, Dagda, I want you to start talking about Bin's.
Can't be that old. Zeus is like 18, isn't he?
But I think at this stage you are for
Yeah, but, like,
T1,
not
you're
this
trying
year or
to
something.
figure out ways to
Oh.
make this
Because I don't know where
come
else
back
they'd
to
get
your
those
favor, right? And at the moment, they're
games.
trying to see if they can jump onto Shun. Yago covering them.
World's move.
Shun at a pretty decent XP disadvantage. Level 6 for
Oh,
Owner.
you go. No flash.
He burned the flash in the previous fight, throwing down the bear early to try to get more space, but Owner now going to follow up. That's one
Oh,
on the
he
side throw,
did.
making it look easy.
Aight.
Clean pick for T1.
Wukong getting
Okay.
kills. I think everyone at this tournament is almost traumatized at this point with how powerful this champion will get. Brings so much to those team fights. And as you look
Mr.
down here,
Wukong.
is starting up
Uh-oh.
Rift Herald, level 6 acquired by Shun off of his jungle though. Faker off of that kill. Will come
Zeus
over,
is
let that
coming.
mid
This
lane
doesn't
support,
look
and
very
Scout
real
doesn't have teleport.
for Viego.
Should be
Nope.
T1
Oh my
closing, but
god.
the bottom
They
lane rotation
seem
is
to
good
want
for
it.
BLG.
Wait a
On
sec.
bottom side,
Bin now looking to follow up, immediately gonna
Oh
fall.
my
And
god.
Objective
Oh.
still alive, but it's gonna get picked up in the end.
Owner
now
got
needs to make
it.
his way out. He's got no ult. Goes invisible, tries to find it, but Shun now looking for the follow-up. Take the jungler out
I
of
think
the equation.
Wukong's
Recall
dead,
still
yeah.
trying to get completed. Faker now
Wait.
working back way, but here
Oh my god.
comes out.
Ooh.
Shun gonna find one. Shun gonna find the reset. Elk trying to
Faker-
get the chain lightning through. To
He's
finish
No
it off.
way.
probably
Faker
dead.
trying to keep
They
it down,
just
so he
trap
saves
him in
the
turret.
Slam. Where is it gonna go for now? They're being corralled
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the tower. T1 got the objective, but they're not gonna
Oh my-
Oh, Elk.
What are you doing?
Damn, clean.
Oh
The
my
BLG still
god, why?
That was impatient.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that
He did
was.
not need to die there.
I'm pretty sure it was like his ult running out, and he was like, he got hella baited by that.
Uh-oh. Is this the caps? Go bot lane.
Oh, and he's gone.
Dude, that's actually the caps. What, I think you missed
Walk
that
bottom
game.
die.
Yeah, I mean, like, the context was more like his bot lane was turbo feeding.
Mhm.
So they swapped out of it, and then he had to go bot his Annie, and then he just got dove like 3 times.
though on the top side, and Elk, as he said, going deep, gets responded.
Yeah, I
to
can
by
catch
the
ball.
blast
Oh,
for Zeus.
fuck.
So
Oh,
they do get the answer on the kill. But here's another look at it. T1 trying to be a little bit greedy, finish this one while also
Did
going for
Zeus
the
get the
bottom
last
side
hit with
play,
that
but
ult?
I was surprised. I think Shun did not have smite there as it got down to 18 health. And Owner's able to pick it up.
And just a great rotation as well from BLG's bot lane. They had to push and bot, they immediately start to rotate up. But this is a little bit too far from Elk. Whereas he starts to go underneath here, tries to stop the resets, flashes forward, miscalculates.
I guess it makes kills.
To immediately get the turn.
Yeah, I mean, it was
But-
pretty fucking close. It was like single-digit health on Gragas.
Yeah. Just kind of like they're so fucking dead.
Yeah, yeah. It's not needed.
On trying to combo there with Lulu Ultimate, try and keep that Lissandra CC'd so he's not able to get Claw or Ultimate off, but Faker escapes with his life. Owner might pay though. There's a ward inside the brush.
Miss coming in. Shun not able to take the objective, but now going to follow up. Owner is he going to be forced to burn the ultimate here to escape. Now he'll be fine. Not nearly enough damage from the Viego yet, but getting closer and closer to the Sunderer for both of the topside members of BLG.
You can see Owner really doesn't want to try and sacrifice this bot side, though. He knows that it would end up leaving Kerry and Gumayushi on their own. The wave isn't in the best of spots, so trying to see if he can stick around here. Shun had backed away, so it doesn't look like there would be any sort of play onto this bot end at the moment.
Pushing for the angle. Interested to see the individual gold between both these players. Guma obviously grabbing a couple of plates, but 3-1 the kill score
It's
overall.
early, man.
Assuming it's in favor of Elk, we'll see who completes their mythic first.
What,
It is
4 a.m. start
in favor of Elk.
the weekend games.
so too early.
1.2K
Yeah.
advantage, massive. Not turning
So
into a height
early.
advantage yet, as he has not spent
But dude,
a
it's the
lot of that
weekend. We
money.
got to start earlier.
Maybe T1 feel like they have a window to contest here, but no setup. Yagao already covering the angle to the river. It's going to be a tough contest. Owner now walking in with the objective on Faker. Claw in, like, trying to keep this one going. Can they get Elk out of the fight? But Yagao with the
Shit.
counter
Batty
Oh my
Tibbers.
God.
Oh.
Wait. So he's dead? Yagao's not dead. Guma, maybe? Alright, he's dead.
He gone.
Wow.
Wow, Diego just...
Taking Gumayushi's body, taking his soul, taking the fight in the triple as
Oh
well.
Diego
my
just
God.
like ran train on everyone. That was a really good Annie Tibbers.
Yagao manages to come out
Yeah.
once more. He had some really clutch charms yesterday, and now in the Annie, he's
Yeah,
showing it again.
damn.
Those are resets. We said in Champ Select, whoever gets the first one is going to pop off, and it is Shun. Oh my
It
goodness.
might
Got the
just
dragon.
be
They get all of
Jover.
the kills here. Honestly, the Annie just doing what the Lissandra
not yet.
wants to do, but better there. Yagao with the flash
Jover.
in, lays down the Tibbers. Shun, even though he executes on the clone, still able to finish off Owner over there.
Did T1 just
They
like
get the
barely
resets
not have any
coming,
flashes? They have
demolishing T1.
every flash up after that fight.
Caught out. Are they going to continue to step forward here? Can they stop the Herald from crashing? This is big. Elk alone just pushing 3
Ooh.
members back. The looming threat of the counter engage stops it in its tracks. BLG just continuing to come ahead, play after play after play.
And this is very similar to what we saw in Game 1 yesterday versus Gen G. Elk on the Zeri, getting ahead, getting fed.
Was
And now
Nautilus
once
open this
more
game?
In a commanding position, the cull has popped. He's
It was
super far
banned,
ahead, and BLG,
B5.
I mean, this again, they just seem to be coming out swinging every
Let's see.
time.
Butter 5 ban.
Went for the aggressive engage. BLG firing back with that counter engage. T1 certainly going to respect it more in the fights to come, but it's hard now. Goal difference going to continue to mount against them. Divine Sunderer completed for both topsiders. Good news, Owner not too far behind in itemization overall, but it's tricky to play out these fights if Annie starts to get any further ahead.
And that's the thing. I think for T1, their pick potential is incredible. So, and you've seen before, BLG aren't the best at actually trying to be on the same page. So, I think in moments like this, where BLG are maybe pushing that a little bit far forward, you can look to try and have
Ocean
that pick
Soul?
happen.
Dude, that's the best
Owner with
one.
the Divine Thunder already
I'm
there.
excited.
Faker can easily kill one of these members.
Why is it the best?
T1 do have a lot more options.
Oh, it's all about the map.
Wait, Crown of the Shattered Queen Annie?
Huh?
Huh?
Just be Faker.
Oh.
Faker now.
Trying to claw out safety. Crown going to get popped here. You got not
Oh.
going to will walk away, but again, we're
He
seeing a lot
whiffed.
more Crown in the Shadow
Huh.
Queen over the last 2 days, mitigating some
Just didn't want to queue, I guess.
But here's the counter
I feel like he
engage.
didn't really
Massive
want it.
kick out.
Yeah, so Faker goes
Yeah.
in, he self-ults, but that's not keeping any of them down. So you get the Annie combination. They're so low.
Dude, look at
Shun's
Tibbers
able to
going
chop down
crazy.
everyone, finishing them off.
Slapping.
Then walked down, and they had the teleport from Zeus. Massive stuff here for BLG.
Stabs
The fact
him.
that Shun ends up getting so many of these resets and kills as well is just
Slurp.
massive. Getting this Viego ahead, especially when he'd already had that little bit of an upsie in the early stages with Yagao going down for it. I think this is going to
What?
help out
No.
huge in that jungle matchup. Also, just the fact
This
that
dude's
Yagao ends up
crazy.
burning his flash at that Dragon Pit means that by default he's going to have it back up as well for the next Dragon.
Look
So I
at
think
the
a lot of this is going to be a
moves.
case of, again, if
Holy
BLG
shit.
can try and play
It's
for these
not
Dragons, playoff he
Not a good-looking graph.
get those turnaround engages against T1.
And the changes that T1 need to
Was
make
Jinx banned,
is
I'm
to
guessing?
have Keria and Zeus on the same
Yeah.
page with Faker.
Jinx banned,
That
Aphelios up.
combination of champions can have a much bigger impact. If you
Then they
get
picked,
the Rakan to actually CC them and
Xayah,
have that
but they
AoE follow-up
countered
damage there
Zeri.
to really set up Owner.
BLG poking, not looking to give T1 the opportunity to group, to refocus, to use all of that CC together, continuously trying to split them up. Zelk steps forward. For now, eyes on the second Herald. T1, okay vision as they're able to drop a ward over the wall and at least know that it has not been started by the side of BLG, but BLG fighting for mid-priority.
T1 have set up the map well. You can see Faker pushed in topside though, and now that gives them that angle to come in from that top end of the map. Gumayushi and Zeus are here to just continue to clear out mid. So while this is a bit of a standoff, it is actually BLG falling behind because they haven't put Bin or Yagao down on spot side because they're lacking that teleport.
He's just trying to force in here, but Owner walking in the darkness, fishing.
So many
long
objective
play.
starts.
Elk isolated for now, has to be careful. Bin stepping forward, Ultra Shock Laser not going to connect.
And 5v5s associated with them.
Ready to come in as well right now.
Yeah, I mean, just like starting the objective in the other team's face.
Waves are being deleted
Yeah.
on the top side while BLG debate what the option is. They're
It's
trying
just
to
the meta.
shoot
He's
at
deep.
him.
Oh, he is spotted.
Secret agent
You think he's gonna live
Owner
this?
has been exposed.
Get out, needs to wait for the clone to body block the stun. He's going to try to make it out, but he's just going to get taken
You know,
down.
it's hard to
Jumps
say.
off.
It could go either way. Oh, he doesn't have his boost might finished. Doesn't have the bushes to run away in.
And
Sure.
BLG also making this call to pull off the Rift Road while they waited the extra few seconds for Yagao's flash. Now Yagao has flash right
Wait,
back
did
up
they
for
see him or
Henny.
just
One of the
Sixth
most
Sense be
critical
like, yeah,
summoner
he's over
spells for
here?
this team. They find
They might have
Owner
sniffed
in the
him.
back,
I didn't
trying to
see.
get his super long flank off, and now they're going to get the rewards of being able to start up the Rift Herald themselves.
And there's Dragon in a couple of seconds, so there's an opportunity here for BLG to shove out waves, have a quick
No
reset
Storm
before
Razor
coming back
first?
out onto
Dude,
the
why
map,
are you pushing
and then contest with
Shield
this
though?
Dragon once more. A lot of vision from both sides
Huh.
to invest into that top lane. So
Oh yeah,
T1
I was
can
reading the
keep up
patch
this
notes
Rift
again,
Herald, they
and
should actually be able
Shieldbo
to
has
get
like the
into
same
spot and
scaling
establish
BT
themselves.
does, where like it doesn't start
That's
scaling
T3
till like
gonna
after
bother
level
here,
12.
Oh god.
Top side, Proc, is it going to be enough?
Yeah.
Waiting as long as possible.
Really can't even buy it then.
Yeah, it's not meant to be rushed, I guess.
Auto it. Hit it
Unless you
whenever
really
want,
need to
Bin.
defense fight him.
Denying as many minions as he possibly can.
But in the meantime, T1 are on the bottom side. They're starting the Dragon, so instead the focus being put on the top side.
This shit's
BLG
weird.
is just going to look to reset. Not
Like, why
trying
can't
to
it just
capitalize on that window
scale?
of opportunity, not trying to over-push on a tempo advantage.
And I think
Get
that was
some
the big
value.
one, the fact that T1
Yeah, I don't
had
know.
that reset because they weren't investing time into the Herald. They're just like,
They
"Cool, we
don't
can move
want you
down, we can
building
set up
that shit
vision control."
early.
And when you're going into this T1 side, vision control is crucial, and it could be here as well as T1 are setting up.
Yao. Oh, the double daggers, the feathers hitting Yagao.
You think he
taking
went
away that
crown because
shatter.
he's like, all right, well, I guess I'm
Followed
fucking
by
holding
that,
the bot lane.
Called off. They got the Dragon on the bottom side. He's returning his own jungle to farm up. Right now.
I mean, it
I
helps.
don't want
Okay,
to
4K
caps it
gold,
again.
BLG, 2 dragons to T1, but have to see where the next avenue of attack.
I could see it.
Expect this game, like
Smart
every other
move.
game this tournament, to be mostly about the 5
Or doesn't want to get one shot by
And who gets the
Liz
star
for
in
Khan?
those? It is
Wukong?
the 80
Yeah.
carries, my friend. Currently with the item advantage
I mean, it
here. With
makes
all the
sense.
focus from BLG
Play
to the bottom
differently if
side,
you have that.
Early dive that they were able to pull off to deny a bunch of minions from Guma. Rifttrail dropped in mid though to get that coveted mid lane priority. It is so powerful in setting up way before these objectives arrive.
Right now, though, Faker looks like the one trying to find the second
Oh,
line.
he-
On the Shun, but he's unstoppable. He's trying to make it out. They need to
June
farm through the
looking
Eagles.
pretty
Quickly
fucking
in.
dead.
Resets. Faker finding a reset of his own. The Frozen Brawl not going to find any purchase, but Elk on the backside. Elk untouched for now. Faker going golden. The follow-up should be there from the
Wait, I
side of
think
BLG.
Annie lost
looking
her
to lock him
stun.
down. Faker making it out to safety.
Oh,
The claw
oh.
getting
Oh,
him
now
out
missed
by
it.
T1, finding a clean pick. But Elk debating. Can he keep this going? Can he continue to walk
Elk?
forward? The answer is no. T1 already. Elk still standing.
Oh,
The feathers fly,
wow,
but they
he
will not find their
lived.
target as Elk manages to make it out
what the
alive.
fuck?
I love it. People always talk
Dude,
about
he is-
Xayah all over the wall, the
Jackie Love
TP,
really keeping you on
Elk
the edge of
Stroll.
your seat there.
Holy
He
shit.
barely gets out alive, but we got to see from T1 that minor
Wow.
adjustments where they had the Rakan engaged with the Lissandra engaged to get the actual kill.
And I think that's what, the big one. The fact that they're trying to make
Who got
this
the?
work,
Oh,
but
I think
just couldn't quite do
Liz
it. And
got
then
shut
Elk at the end,
down?
I mean, I think at least the difference maker here is that Elk survives, whereas Jackie Love traditionally.
this is the classic Diego,
Yeah,
bro.
For T1, they're a little bit annoyed at that. Good opportunity here because they knew that Yaga was
What,
down
get
in the bottom
initiated
side
on?
trying to play for terror.
Yeah, you're
Can't
just
do anything.
chilling, get
What's
hard
big here?
H on.
Big stun, which prevents so
I mean-
much of the follow-up from coming through, which means Elk is able to actually push forward.
I wonder
But
if
it's
T1
very
did it
difficult for
because he
T1
used his
after they have
W,
their
but
initial
like
engage to try and
that's
burst
actually
through
like
this
the
gap with
the
Yaga
classic
and
Diego that
to
like
actually get access to Elk.
Yeah,
I think people used to make this mistake all the time when he first came out. It was like you'd like fish with your W to try to
you have used
catch
all of
people,
your
but it's like
initiation.
solo range that never does anything. And then it's called like a mobility spell. You can like tap it to get away from people.
Yeah.
The real
And he just didn't have
important
it.
thing is at that time, T1 did exactly what we wanted. They combined Keria and Zeus with the Faker engage to actually get the kill onto Shun in the first place. And then, as you said, they knew they had to back off after that, after expending so many.
Pretty interesting from Elk.
On the top side. Just gonna try to clear this
Really
wave, but I think it's so
respect the
important. I think Shun and
decision
Elk
to
have be
go
priority
the
targets
fuck
because you've seen
in.
Elk
He
in
says,
the
"I'm
early
not
parts
letting
of
my
the
ult
wasn't
fall
taking
off."
a ton of damage. It was Shun with the resets. And while the sound resets are solid,
Ain't
the Diego
nobody
resets with
stopping
so
me
much
from this
CC
penta.
and
Wow, that
TP
still hit.
hits are just incredibly oppressive.
I think one of the big things as well was, like, even though it wasn't intentional, Elk did get the TP out from Faker, so now you don't actually have that TP available for Faker to try and have T1 play side lanes that little bit easier. And the fact that Yago had to burn his TP to get in as well, it's going to make things just that little bit easier for BLG trying to play out the map state when T1 have been playing that better than them this game.
Mid now moving to the bottom side, but breaking open that tier 1 mid lane is big, especially if they can set up deeper vision in the T1 jungle. We've seen a lot of the Annie games be defined by these picks or flash engages from Fog of War. Certainly easier
The way this
to get
trash
that
with
vision
my
control without the
cats
mid lane
knock it
tower
over and
clearing
spill
out
it.
freeways so quickly. Ben and Zeus still trading blows on the bottom side. Hasn't necessarily been as explosive.
Whoa, it
as
looks
other
so
games,
weird
but
seeing
much more
Xayah
of their
build
presence in the team fights.
Gale Force and
One of my
Navori
favorite things with the meta really turning
after
towards,
playing the new
you know,
patch.
carries and
2
AD carries
mythics.
and teamfight meta is that it
I still
puts
remember
more of
back
a
when you could
magnifying
buy both
glass
of these.
on those initiations and on the front line for these teams, so
crazy.
that we get more rewards and more recognition for a lot of those snap initiations you're talking about. As Bin in the side lane here.
I wonder why none of the Gragas's run phase
banging
rush.
away on the Gragas. We are about to get that extra level
I feel like
for
that thing
Zeus, though,
that makes the
and
Jax
his
matchup
10
way
stacks for his Rod of Ages
more
soon, so
manageable,
he's about
but
to get his spike.
maybe
The
not.
lane gets a little bit harder once Divine Sunder comes around, and there's that much more sustain for Bin. Part of the reason why you see a bit of healing reduction in the back pocket of Zeus, just to make that individual matchup that much easier. Zeus, a lot more tools to impact the team fight, though. The cast, the body slam, flash setup, do a lot of work for the 5v5.
Also, as far as item completion points here that are very big, T1, you want to make use of big ability damage for Gumayushi. His quick plays are done as Keria is able to slip away, but Xayah quick plays are quite big for the big
Diego
wave
just gonna
caller that
keep
they
running
want
in
to
their
combo
face like
combo
this?
with all that CC.
And T1 were trying to play off of their vision there, but they hadn't actually swept the bush properly. Owner on the pixel brush was caught out, so BLG were like, cool, we don't actually need to try and engage onto this or push forward. We can just threaten mid, and the second they do, T1 have to back off, and now it's BLG that have control over the river, and you can see, nice from the observers, how dark it is for T1 to try and move in there.
Dark and an Ocean Rift as well, so extra brushes to worry about. Right now, Yagao looking for the setup is just going to try to immediately find 2. There's no follow-up, but it will force the ulti out
Wow,
from Puma.
instant
Gives them control of
Xayah.
the pit.
Yeah, they got a lot of cooldowns from that.
Like, the second came out of his stun.
Waiting as long
Yeah.
as he can before he goes over, but they're trying to body block. They're forcing
My
the flash
God.
out early. Now T1 taking the space given to them. Overcollapsing onto Zeus is given T1 access
Oh,
into
Owner on the
river,
flank. They
but
did
again,
see him.
Owner fishing for the flank. This time unspotted. This time BLG not sniffing him out. Will it be enough? The ultra laser. They know
Oh.
that he's coming. They get the objective.
Oh,
and they
he's
might
been
just look to
Oh,
push
wait,
onto
he-
Owner. Elk
he
still taking him
W
out immediately.
before
Immediately gonna look to burn through Owner.
ulting.
Bin on the backside,
This
fishing
looks
for
like a
the stun.
fucking
Won't find much.
fat
Faker
wipe,
now
does it
trying to
not?
re-engage onto Elk, but the
Holy
cleanse is
shit,
there.
he
Faker not gonna be
lived.
in trouble with the stun, but there is no follow-up.
Wait, how did
Elk
Wukong
for now
live?
uncontested.
What
Guma
now?
uncontested. Both 80 carries
How are they-
doing everything they
Position
How is
can.
BLG
to shift
losing
the
this?
fate of their teams, but it has been looking for the stun.
Oh.
It has been into the back line
Oh.
to break down
Oh
Guma,
my
but
God.
Guma says not
my
today with
God.
Keria
What?
beside him. He defies
Dude, how did BLG
that,
lose
and it is
this?
Elk in trouble, but he fires back as well on the edge
Oh.
of madness, on the edge of insanity. They finally kill the 80 carry of BLG.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
these 80 carries
I don't know.
down numbers
Dude, I swear that was such a
mid-air
hard
after
BLG win. Did they
flying
just
right
get
to
cocky
their
or something?
faces, and in the end,
Diego,
I don't know. I was just watching Wukong.
that
I thought he would
auto
like mess
attack
up because
has
like he
been
W
leaping
before he ulted
towards
in.
his face.
Yeah, like,
The
Wukong was
initiation,
just 1
they get the
HP.
full
Like,
clip
this
from
fight's
Owner.
just
They
over
saw
now.
him really early on the control ward, so they knew he was coming around that angle, and Elk being able to
How did they even
able to
lose?
survive the very beginning
What
was
the- how
huge.
did
So
On
He
get
could
in
Gragas
there
ult,
now.
like separated
They
everybody.
just bought so much time. Elk wasn't able to get into this fight.
Yeah, maybe the
whereas
Gragas ult
Gumayushi
ruined it.
is in a position where he can actually start to hit onto people. You've got
Diego couldn't get a reset. Dude, this I've had this kind of Diego game so often in solo queue, bro. It's just like you get all the kills, so then no one in your team's strong to like help you actually get them low enough to reset.
You've got the shields coming through from Yago
Yeah.
into Elk,
It's like there's not
with
that much you can
all
actually do
four
as
members of
Viego in
T1
these kind of
still
fights.
standing. There's not much
Even
that
if you're
Elk can do
fed.
as they start to engage. Even just barely
Kinda
missing
just have to
that,
clean up
body
perma.
slam from Zeus, but it doesn't matter. T1 still come out on top.
So big. Keria keeping Guma alive up there, only to get that chase down. Then Yagao healing there with Elk. Now we're right back to live, though.
2-2 in Drake's, 1K difference. This is about as close as this is ever going to get. Both sides looking, fishing for an angle. Zeus in the darkness, Bin behind him. Where's the setup going to be for now? Just a bit of poke on Zeus, body slam back just to trade. And we're now at the point of the game where every team fight starts to feel so tense because you know a convincing team fight win could end the game.
We have passed 23-minute mark.
With any kind of significant advantage.
Whoever wins the next team fight just wins the game, I think.
The thing is, you have so many more
Is that only a
options
Jinx
you're gonna
thing?
talk about in T1, but because you have more options, you've got more flashes that can actually set up that engage. Carries
She plays a big part, for sure.
A flash in. Whereas when you look across at BLG,
I wonder if it's only
Elk who
her.
still has that flash up and available. And as we get to the 25-minute mark, you know T1 are looking at Barrett. You know
I think it's more
they
like
wanna try and bait
the
BLG into that
numbers
situation.
in
And if you're
the
walking
exact
in blind
spot.
as BLG,
Like if they
T1 are
win it
gonna
at Baron,
happily jump on top of it.
probably not a game ender.
Swing the other
Yeah.
way as well.
Like
Now
the
that
middle
they've
of the
got Elk
fucking
on
mid
3
lane.
item power spike. He's been slightly ahead
And they
of
win it,
Kuma
like,
this whole game. Now he's got
4
his quick blades with his shield
people
bow,
alive.
as far as the Randuins goes. So Elk definitely
And kill everybody.
He could have that high again. These team fights are so explosive, so exciting here. No vision to support the split push, but Zeus is going to come down and just try and push in Yagao's face.
And a lot of tension again. Fake clearing out the vision. Carrier behind to make sure that he can do this. T1 gaining control over the pit, and we've seen T1. I mean, a hallmark of their domestic play was aggressive Baron start. You highlighted the quick plays on Xayah earlier, allows her to tear through that objective if given even 20 seconds alone.
And now Guma waiting for his Bloodthirster. T1, I think they just want to farm him a bit more gold, complete that, and then feel really, really comfortable. Because then you've got your Xayah ultimate, plus you've got that big shield.
Elk has
Red buff on
flash.
Guma, they're going to feed him the
He
mid
can
wave.
get the fuck in.
Mid lane priority. Once you shove this in, then you get to move in for the vision by Baron. It's the 1-2 step that every top team uses here to control these transitions.
I will
Yes,
say, though,
sir.
I'm surprised the way the BLG are setting up on the map. Jax is now moving into that top side to split push. But Jax has TP. I think he'd do a better job against the Gragas. The bot side, you can put pressure onto tier 1, tier 2. But BLG really haven't been utilizing Bin as effectively as they could be, not only just at MSI, but across domestically as well. So I think this is where BLG are kind of missing out on some of their advantages. Now you can see they're actually going to start changing that up with Dragon just about to spawn in 50 seconds.
Exactly. What we just saw is they use that T1. They get their preemptive vision here in the jungle. These 2 wards, then they can come back,
what was that
push
icon?
that mid and transition over
Is that
to
his
Dragon.
W loaded on
42
Gragas?
seconds left on it. The
There's like
timer
a
on the
dot
setup
to the
here
left
for
of his
T1 is
level.
towards Dragon, and they have this straggling ward on Baron just to see if there was a BLG answer to try and quick pull.
And it looks like BLG are basically trying to pull T1 out of that position. Say, hey, look, we can threaten this Baron very, very quickly, especially with the amount of damage dealers that they have. So T1 are now starting to get pushed in, which gives BLG the option now to start moving across.
And those wards I just pointed out in the jungle for T1 that they placed for
I
this Dragon
guess it's the
preemptively could be spots
damage
for Faker to
reduction.
teleport and go for a
How long has
flank
that been a
off with
thing?
Cassandra with flash.
They just saw the 2 resets coming through from Elk and on, which is why T1 now very aggressively moving in, even going down potentially towards this bottom side as they see the Jax, but they're happy to step it up. They know the Elk and on aren't in a position here.
Starting to hover in, shunned in the darkness in the mist, trying to find an angle into the pit.
Does it
Trinkets
always
out,
show
got a
DRs
decent
on the
idea of
left?
how far. Ultra shock laser coming in as well. He's trying to steal it.
Oh.
Kuma
All right.
able to grab it. Clean Dragon for the side of T1. They're not going to try to force a fight. They'll just walk away, happy to have the prize for free.
They
And now
just
they get to move across into this top side and
get the dragon.
re-establish all that vision that we were talking about. Big mistakes from Alkin on. They end up getting caught on the reset. They spot them out, and T1 are
And
like,
then what?
fantastic. We know this is a 3v5. We don't have to fight. We can just take the objective.
Exactly. T1
They just
doing really
goof
well
around?
with their vision resources and those small seconds making a difference on their setup. The travel time on getting there, you can't be a few seconds slow on these objectives versus these teams because you blink and it'll be gone. Combined it there.
Now it's BLG's turn. T1 got the chance to move it to the top side. They lay down a little bit of vision. They clear out a bit of vision. BLG with mid-prio now able to do the same. It's a bit of a back and forth exchange here. See what T1 does when they go for their resets, when they get mid-prio. Again, if anyone wants to break the cycle by setting up for a pick, by hiding in the fog of war.
break the cycle.
To just farm and to wait.
I want to see the Zeus ultimate when he gets a death cap here. The big bomb on this Gragas.
Wait,
10
where's
stacks on his
Worlds this
Darksteel,
year?
Working on his death cap
It's in
here
Korea?
to try and combine those 2 rods. Could have a huge, huge impact as this Gragas.
Yeah. And again, credit to Zeus and credit to T1 because BLG had a pretty significant gold lead for a decent portion of this game, especially after that bot side dragon fight where they re-engaged, but clawing it back through good fighting and
My house. Oh shit.
Sorry, Zeus and his
I mean, I don't have enough room for
his
everybody,
swing
but
is just so good. The Rod of Ages plus
we
T1
could try, I
catching
guess.
him, catching all
Fuck
these
it.
sideways. He's level 17 now in this game. 3 levels over his own mid laner, the utility mid lane champions now. This is your mid lane life.
oh, on the
Meanwhile,
5th
Bin
floor of the
trying to
mansion.
catch
I might
up
have room
there.
on the
It's
5th floor of the
hard to
mansion.
deal with the extra level from the Rod of Ages, but he's doing his best. He's got his level 16 and he's got his stopwatch for the fight, so has that extra few
Wait,
seconds
he
to be able to
got
buy
the
in the team fight.
cannon
That
minion?
Jax AoE stun follow-up could be big.
And I think now they're trying to utilize that split push as T1 to just get control of side lanes, push them the entire way in. And when you're in that
This
position, it feels
guy
very easy then for
fucks.
Faker to just kind of make these map movements where you can just push in top and immediately drift across into
You said beer
jungle
back.
there. And if you're
So he's
able to
probably taking a
establish that
shower
vision again, it's so easy
and
for
ordering
T1
food
to either make
and
it
jacking
or
off
turn onto
and
Baron,
drinking a
force
coffee.
TPs from BLG, and it's just a rinse and
All
repeat for
things you would
T1,
do to get
and it becomes
yourself to
super
be
difficult
awake.
for BLG to deal with it. It's just BLG not playing the map well.
Yeah, Gao fishing, trying to take the Gragas out of the equation. He's got
Is he
no
dead?
defensive items. He's running out.
No,
to
he's too
safety. Now the
tanky.
re-engage coming. Bin.
He's
Really
too
totally
fucking
big here. Guma
tanky,
throwing down
man.
feathers, trying to stop the engage in his tracks. Owner on the retreat. T1 on the retreat. Jun stepping forward. The root going to connect. Faker now looking for a re-engage of his own. Is going to try to make it out to safety. BLG desperate to get these kills kicked off, but they're just going to force T1 back.
I love
Dude,
how
look at
much
that
damage
fan.
Elk
What
will
the fuck?
squeeze out. He's so aggressive on this area.
Her
Charging
heart is
forward
dying.
With those hurricane bolts just being belted out here. He chases T1 down. Zeus gets chunked out. Owner gets chanked out. Now they don't have a lot of cooldowns for this Baron bait.
Both AD carries have no summoner
He's
star, no
under
flashes.
such
That's the big one
stress.
here. Gumayushi not having access to that ultimate as we might be looking to go.
Oh, making it out over the wall. Luxury of this pick. Part of the reason they prioritize it over something like Ophelia is the safety, the reliability it has just to escape those scenarios. But I think frustrating for BLG, they burn so much to force Zeus away. Zeus walks back with full health and it just forces them out immediately.
All right, both AD carries too do have cleanse options. Elk with the summoner spell, Gumayushi with the Quicksilver Sash purchased here. Is down to
USS
DPS item,
against Annie.
but does have that extra utility.
And just as you say it, Mikhail's coming through for On as well.
Oh, you want to bet
Defensive
T1 Ace
team.
next team
We
fight?
highlighted a lot throughout the game. Again, really good counter punching, really good engage if Gao can find those angles. But
Oh my god, wait, Gragas is actually really fed.
They can test the waters. They can see if there's an avenue to force.
I don't know, maybe Zeus can carry.
BLG, because you kind of get one moment to pick your shot. Gao picked his shot in mid lane, didn't work, and now we're waiting minutes until that flash is up and available again.
You don't really have a minute. I mean, you're looking at the dragon that's about to come up. That's going to be sold for T1, and they're going to try and force themselves over towards that objective.
What'd I
Faker
miss?
again,
What'd I
acting
miss?
as that
What'd I
split push
miss?
roll on bot side, and it's BLG who are like, cool, let's see
BLG
if we can burn that teleport from
kinda
Faker.
Fought, but like just chased him out. Nobody died.
Ooh.
Mid lane. And they reset after. Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well, Zeus got
okay,
one tap.
Yeah, the context I guess was that Zeus got caught, but he didn't die, and now he got caught again and died. I forgot that he got caught.
Giga CC Shane.
Debating if this is an option for them. T1 ready to contest this 4v5. Bin isolated onto the side. Charm coming out. Flash out to safety.
God.
Isolating the Jax. Now it's a 4v4. 3K getting lower. It's a 50-50. They're going to flip it. They're going a little bit deeper.
Flip it!
Owner being knocked away. Touch on the backside. Baron getting lower and lower.
They're trying to
Owner
finish it.
wants to burn through the Baron.
Where's
Owner just
Viego?
wants to get out and he's gonna take
He
it.
got it?
He steals it.
Holy
It is
fuck, that was
nothing
hero
there
play
for
by
the
Owner.
He wants the objective. Carry and Guma on the retreat. Bin going golden. Buys a moment.
Surprised they let him just walk in. I mean, they're gonna get fucking
I mean, they
killed.
probably didn't think it was actually killable like that. Who else hit it besides Wukong?
Guma's dead. Who else is dead?
Oh, Diego's taking his shutdowns.
But they walk away with the Baron.
The chase is still
Nobody
on,
else
though.
is
The
dead.
cops are still
That's
on
Dragon.
the way, but BLG will be thwarted. They will just back away. They will get several of those kills. They will get the third dragon, but T1 managed to steal that Baron so well.
Dang, T1 really love flipping Barons. Owner just walks in, 2,900 health, and they themselves bully it down. Shun with the flash. In the end, BLG actually do deny the soul after that, and with the extra kills, they're not
Curious
even
what
mad.
else
Let's
hit it
take a
out. I was
look, though.
just looking at
This is
Wukong.
after Bin gets completely pushed out of the fight. Now he has no E, he has no flash. Carrier used the ultimate to do it, and Owner gets a knock.
2,900.
Really had too much range.
Then just walks
I think
in.
Guma
Shun
attacked him,
flashes
maybe?
away from the Baron.
Yeah.
The
Guma
Baron
hit it
is so Shun Owner
once.
was like, okay, if Shun just flashed away,
Actually
let's try and
once.
finish it. He gets it.
How else hit it?
that way?
I still can't tell. Like,
Faker the sacrifice.
Surely
but
that's
then
not
the
just
rest of them.
Wukong.
Also, Gumayusi laying down these
I don't
feathers,
know.
trying to chase them out.
I'm surprised it
Getting
actually
3
got
members low. Elk
low
doesn't
enough.
care, though. He charges forward with the support of that Lulu.
And it's a good call from T1 because in theory we already hit on a BLG.
Oh,
don't have a lot
Faker
of ways
smited
to
it?
do
Dude,
yeah,
Faker
to
smited
reach
it?
close to
Yeah,
distance,
what the fuck?
But it's just the speed of
I
the coming
guess.
from the Lulu, making it so
That would
tough
do
to
it.
get away in
sense.
that situation.
It was like 2.2.
BLG are able to chase them down. You can see the damage dealt in that fight. Insane damage from Gumayusi, but not quite enough.
What was it that Chronicler said about Gumayusi carry and Zyra Khan? Was did he say give it to them? They're not very good. I can't.
Yep, that is.
Seems
Oh
like
my
they're
God,
pretty sick
Owner
on
just
the
took
pick,
the
and you
blue
can see
from in
BLG
front of
take the
Faker.
fight. T1, that was a wild play. If that had failed, that would have looked like
Is that
one
gonna
of
get
the
him
most
benched?
catastrophic failures.
Maybe.
But they steal the objective. They get out. They keep the Barons up on 2 members. Incredible stuff.
But the thing is, though, you're up against Elk and On. Elk has a 71% win rate across both MSI and his domestic region on this pick. It has been such a big pick for BLG, and you're starting to see why 7, 3, and 8 approaching full build now at this stage. BLG are going to be looking to use this mega cannon in the back line to see if they can take down T1. But with T1 having that Baron, it makes it a bit tough now for BLG.
Dude,
to
these
really
80
break what has been
carries
such a
are not
steal
missing
between these two
cannons.
teams.
What's going on today?
All right. Very tense team fights here.
Is that
Gonna
like
be
some
a lot of the mission
secret
setup too.
technique?
Worth pointing out, the whole reason we ended up in that
So,
situation
man, I think so.
was that T1 had to come into vision, and you just
Never
went
seen
over.
before.
He now didn't have Flash ready for that one. And him being in that fog of war, on the brush, they stomp Zeus again. Zeus keeps walking up, the Gragas gets chunked out the first time, then he gets taken down the second time.
Can you do it? Can you do it?
Leading to the whole scenario.
And the
Got
big
it.
thing for T1 now, Zeus picking up the stopwatch, delayed a bit to get the death cap to do more damage, but has tools to mitigate the potential to get picked off in the fights to come. So one more window of opportunity closing for now for BLG. Going to have to find those angles, but Flash is back up. You highlight it. Yagao got away without needing it in the previous exchange. If he can find an angle to lock down some of the squishier members of T1, we could see a very BLG favored fight.
That's why vision control gives you so many rewards here. If they're forced to come up and face check you, BLG don't care if it's the front line. Fine, Zeus, you're the one face checking. You're the big Gragas. Don't care.
It does feel like the best way to do this, though, as T1 is to actually try and get control over mid, which we're kind of seeing, and then drift across into
Wagon in
you
2
already have
minutes.
Faker pushing down this bottom side as well. So as long as you can set up your vision
What's Zeri
control
got?
in that little area, it becomes very hard then
Oh my God,
for
full
BLG to
down.
actually move in, and your biggest focus is on solo.
Cleanse plus Mercurial.
You now establish the vision, which you can see going in already, like from Carry.
Just in case there was some hope of counterplay.
And then you've got TP opportunities for Faker, for Zeus. You have a ton of vision.
What is she
and it becomes
missing?
very difficult for BLG
In
to
theory?
establish themselves in River
Lord
because of where
Doms.
they're positioned on the map.
All right, are we going to
I
get
guess.
a Zeri moment, though? Because we've got a full build Elk. He has 2 answers for the CC that comes from T1. The Meteos, the Cleanse. He's got 3, actually. How many questions do you have answers for? Well, all of them. He's got the entire test written down, the key. Elk will be completely free in this fight. So many answers. Now the only hard thing is not doubling up.
We're getting
on those
close
Have that discipline in the fights, not
to
waste
the
cooldowns, not to
conclusion of
overlap.
the
But execution
game.
perfectly, it's going to be all about execution for both sides. Fishing for those angles.
Oh.
Owner and Vin trading blows on the bottom side of the river. 50 seconds till the soul will spawn for either side. Either one wanting to give it up. I think especially crucial for T1 to take it away. They have so much upfront burst damage. If they cannot delete a health bar,
Teams
find
definitely do
reset,
this a
find
lot,
quickly,
like,
this game gets so
put their
much
top
harder.
laner just
It's a similar story on the opposite
on
side
the
for
side.
BLG. Shun and Bin just look to take some space here in the
Yep.
river.
Yeah, and both teams know it. Stopwatches, Guardian
Blanks.
Angels,
Like
being
when
purchased,
the
Zonias,
LCK LP
trying to deny
will
those
do it.
resets. They know.
They get caught
If a
way
frontline
less
member
often.
goes down, then you start getting resets
Yep.
coming through. BLG,
I
though,
mean, I feel like
that's a
Secured
huge
the
part of
route.
like
that vision that you're talking
being able to
about.
play a
It's
solo
38
laner
minutes.
in these
Everything is
situations is like knowing how to flank, like where is a good spot to stand to like get on them but not get collapsed on.
Execute better.
Yeah.
Faker throwing out the clock.
Zeus is like,
Any kind
alright,
of cooldown, any
fucking
kind of
I'm gonna
advantage
group.
himself, just starts to lay down a little bit of poke here.
And he can afford to be really aggressive. He's got double shields
And they
on his
could just hit it here.
Shields, the Annie shields,
Baron's not
and
up.
triple cleanses.
Yeah.
So he can be very aggressive on the Zeri, trying to get health chunks on
He can
people.
do
He's
it.
He's gonna be the
This
one
does not look very
reaching
good
the
for T1.
dragon.
Owner on the flank. Trying to get over the wall. Yagao looking for the engage, just trying to take Zeus out of the
Wow,
exchange.
Zeus took
Zeus
a
still
lot of
standing
damage.
strong. This game.
Holy shit, he got it.
Oh, Owner does it again.
What a fucking steal.
Masterclass, the
Oh
face coming
my
through at BLG.
God.
Now, desperate
Elk wants to
time.
ult
just
flash
go
him so
Baron.
bad.
T1
You just go
out of
Baron,
this
let
man.
him steal that too.
Oh, no,
Fuck it.
He knew what he was doing all along with that Baron. He steals
go.
the Baron. He comes in. He steals the dragon.
T1 hugely favored in the fight now. Ocean Soul massive against a lot of this upfront damage.
Can they make it?
Burned a lot of his abilities already. They're looking to lock down Zayas, but Zayas just healing up, healing through it. Untouched on the backside for now. Keep your eyes on the
my
Eve
God,
here.
the Lulu
wall,
ult
not into the waiting arms of the rest of the team.
actually disengaged Gragas.
Faker comes out of this one. Not a lot of tools left. He's going to use the second stopwatch effect to try to live as long as possible. Off on the side is Elk, but he's split from the rest of the team. The shutdown coming through. The reset now coming through. T1 taking the fight, taking the soul, and looking to grab the Baron as
what
well.
the fuck?
Jeez, bro. T1 legit surviving from objective steals.
Was trying to get access to him, but always had the members of T1 beside him. And now T1 onto the Baron. Elk
that
trying
shit's
to
gone.
step up, but there's just no way in. T1 steal Baron, steal Dragon, and now get a Baron for themselves as well.
So much of this game has been neck and neck. Guma and
What the
Elk
hell?
showing up in the fights at his own.
How are they winning?
Who is the difference maker? The stolen Baron, the stolen soul. He has been so
I don't know.
incredibly clutch for T1 in game 1.
Cheesing, perhaps?
What a banger. Let's
This
take a look
positioning
at it.
looks so
you
bad
know
for
that
T1.
the main DPS here, Zeri is on
He really
Dragon,
thought he
putting
would get
Dragon
Faker.
down.
I mean, Faker
He now
even
goes for the
fucking
chunk on
cleanse.
Zace like they just did in the previous fight. There was no threat on killing him, and then boom. Wukong over the wall.
Damn, that'd be
Owner
so
says,
tilting
"Thank
if
you
you're
for
Viego
the
there."
leash." And now they've
Yeah.
got Ocean Soul,
You're
so
like,
they have
finish
so
it,
much
finish it.
sustain in this fight. T1 know they don't have to rush it. Trying to play it a little bit slow here, chasing BLG, and then once Keria sees the angle onto Yagao, good night.
But look at where Gumayushi's position. No one can really threaten him, and he's constantly getting these feathers into the choke point that
Damn,
BLG
Faker
are trying to fight
almost
through.
fucking
The second you
died
start
there.
to push forward,
Guma's
BLG,
actually
you're
just
getting
fucking him.
ripped apart by these feathers. Even been there because Owner was positioned beside Gumayushi, can't really threaten Guma in the spot that he's in. Even having the Feather Storm, really top tier stuff from the T180 carry.
Yeah, these 80 carries are so safe. Whoa, hold on. We are going to get a face
trying to burn through Keria. Keria has no defensive tools of his own, but he might just make it out of safety. Oh, shit!
Wait.
Rakan the Uncatchable.
He's alive?
Clutch from Keria to make it out.
Oh
It's the
my
steal
God.
with the salt of the wound there as Keria is able to escape, but it does slow down T1 that little bit, as they're not going to be able to follow fully on this Baron now.
Chaos himself for just the tiniest little sliver of hope there to make it out to safety. Credit to him to survive. Obviously, taking out a major engage option could be BLG and Angle to at least slow down this Baron, if nothing else.
I just love the evolution of BLG. This team that has been underrated all year long, showing up so big here at MSI. I mean, people were saying they couldn't hang with the three top dogs of T1, Gen G, and JDG, but they have that dog in them as well. Let's see if they still
got that dog.
repel this T1 fight.
Say
Because
about
now they're coming
Ordoms.
with
Did he
Ocean
sell
Soul, that big
Imperial?
advantage, and they're slowly taking away the secondary.
Zaya or
turret
Zeri?
first.
Or Zeri, sorry. Yeah, he did
Yeah,
sell
he
it.
did.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. Like, not having Lord Dom, I was like, pretty fucking curious about that. Oh my god. Oh. Wait, Annie died.
Zeri's doing a lot of
Zeriing,
damage.
Zeri Penta, I've seen this
He
before.
actually is. He's actually Zeriing. It's
I've seen it.
Viego.
I've seen it. I've seen this before. Yeah, but he's a tank. He's getting hit by everything, and he's just killing them all.
They need the
Unlucky.
wave. That cannon? Did they end with that cannon? Maybe? They have to tank for it.
Yeah.
Tank for it, and Faker has to be stopped.
By an inch. BLG, they might have just
Oh
done
wow,
it.
he actually gets out of there.
Incredible push down the mid lane. They found the fight. The reset coming in for
All right, now
Faker.
someone has to run it in Sandra.
The death timer's too damn
You can't let
long.
him
A single
claw it.
cannon creep will be enough to allow them to break open the base. Faker going to do everything he can to clear that one away. No
Kinda
big
awkward.
objectives on
Wait.
the map.
Oh wow, they're
Yes, they
stalling.
have won the fight, but if they do not end the game, it
He's
will
trying to
not
keep
be
the
a
cannon
damn
away.
thing. The wave coming in.
That
Has
was
to give his life to clear this wave if he
weird.
wants to keep the hopes alive here in game 1. 5 seconds on Keria, getting lower. 9 seconds. Faker, eyes on the prize, looking to clear the wave. Shun now locked up.
I don't know. Do they yet?
Keria, ready to reset,
Faker's
ready to
flash.
CC to protect his mid laner. T1 holding
Oh my
on,
god.
the
Oh
re-engage
my
is there.
god.
Gonna grab another
It's
two
over.
with his owner onto the backside, but
Or-
Faker
It's
has his
Jover. It's
eyes
Jover.
on the prize.
Or
His
is
eyes
it?
on the nexus of
It's
T1
absolutely
and
Jover.
BLG
Wow,
wins the
T1
first
still
game.
lose this game.
damn.
Holy shit.
That was a fucking wild game. It's actually a hella good game.
Nice Ocean Soul.
Yeah.
Also, don't care.
Holy
Owner
fuck.
Goes down under that tower, and Elk runs them over.
And look at Tommy on your screen there. That is a man who is so incredibly happy with his boys. The fact that BLG, again, coming up against
Jesus,
the
man.
LCK powerhouses and managing to take that game 1 where no one expected them to be able to do it.
Everybody loves underdog stories.
I love this. I love this.
BLG cruising through MSI here. They have so much momentum they're building up. The confidence is overflowing.
Oh my God, the look.
Keeping the stern, cool expression. It is only one game.
The blur, so I can't see anything.
More than 40 minutes long.
Baker's like, bro, if we had Nautilus, I would have fucked him so hard.
Because that was anyone's game right up until the final moment.
Yes, sir.
I love it. Oh, so much fun to watch here.
Faker Nautilus is the crispiest.
Minute details, right? You end up with so many of these steals that are coming through from Owner, who played out of his mind to get those to happen. But even just that flash feather pull at the end from Gumayushi, just barely missing Elk. If those are connected, Elk goes down, and suddenly it's T1 that are ending the game. The fact that it came down to just these minute details has me so excited for the rest of this series.
Look, I'm fired up. At the end of the day, that's enough from us. Let's hear what the analyst desk had to say. I think we need to take a breather.
He's fired up? Wait, that's a mage player. He's that guy?
I get it. I love watching these two teams play, and I gotta say, against BLG, you cannot give them anything. Not an auto attack, not a chance to stun.
Dude, that's
you
a
up,
fluffy
not a
top.
chance
You can't
to
give
let
them an
Elk
auto
run
attack.
over you because they will.
Let me get water.
I'm flabbergasted, and I continue to be watching this team.
Yeah, I feel like BLG has gained a new fan in you.
Yeah, it's crazy. it's insane.
The most shocking thing for me, actually.
Get it? Shock?
with how crazy
Shocking
fans
thing?
were,
I see what you did there,
is how
Jat.
calm BLG actually looked afterwards.
Yeah.
Like they've lived this for so long that this is just every day for them.
Yes. Talk me through this fight. Then it seemed like it was
Wait.
over.
Yeah, I really
How did
wanna
Owner
highlight
get
Owner going
fucked
in there,
so
while
hard
the
in that
rest of his
fight?
team
Wow.
Was there partially to follow up. They don't get Elk at all. Elk just
Maybe
gets
Elk
to
pranked him by not
move
getting a Lord
untouched,
Dom,
and
so then like when he
Zeri, as we've
finally
seen
sold
over
his shit
the
and got
these
it,
moments of
they're like,
space
oh my god, he just way
how
more
well
damage.
Elk has been playing this tournament are going to be more than enough. And as the cast has pointed out as well, those of the feather recall at the end, if that hits Elk, it's a 1-0, but instead BLG take a lead here in the series.
It's like hustling.
Gold graph. I believe Elk is only going to be boosting his DPM numbers here with this Zeri performance.
Yes.
I think once again, like everything, we started like taking notes, pulling stuff in the early game. And they were like, no, it's not going to matter. It's going to come down to objective team fights.
12 kills, 1,242 damage per minute, and 44.6% damage percentage, Jat. Nah, not enough for you?
That's fine. It's just kind of what we've come to expect from Elk so far at this tournament. You could see he was 300 DPM above Gumayushi going into this. They're building entire compositions around it. You heard the casters talking about how he had Cleanse, they had Meteos, he had a QSS. He was ready to go.
And I want to go again back because this is what we saw last year with Zeka, right? Not necessarily considered a great player in his own right, and then comes into the tournament and just has performance after performance after performance.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
I see
look
the
at
seeds
this.
that you're planting for sure. Let's focus in on a couple of things that, I mean, we saw such a long game with so many fights, but G-Sun alerted us to the fact that the Heralds were going to be really important in these games, Jat.
And it's mainly because BLG are psychopaths.
Yep.
So I'm just going to show the
Psychopaths.
start of this, where T1 kill Yagao. And we are 8 minutes into the game. And the most
This actually
important
was
thing when this happens,
wild,
you pull up the
like-
minimap and you think, okay,
I feel like no one would
this is
macro
now
like
T1's
this. Like,
Herald,
I am
because it is a
normally be like, ah,
side, and because
all right,
bot lane
Herald's gone.
is
Let's
still in lane.
cross
I
map
can
or some shit.
understand for other teams, if your bot lane is already rotating up and say they're somewhere around here, that you would think of contesting this Herald. But what BLG does is they still decide to contest the Herald. They run all the way up, and even though they don't get the Herald, you could see Guma didn't follow. They chase for the fight afterwards.
Yeah, and I mean, this is kind of classic BLG, right? Where you think like, oh, there's no way that they can possibly want to actually contest this, but then they come in, they're able to get so many advantages off of this, especially in terms of getting Elk ahead, because previously, again, we saw a lot of these plays are like, it's a little shaky, maybe you wouldn't want to do this, and it's going to be very back and forth. It started with the super early bot dive that they tried, right? But Elk comes out of that 1-0-1.
It does seem like a
that ends up
call
setting
almost
him up.
no
So
other team would make.
for credit for BLG,
You can test that after what happened to Annie.
These can go either way in a lot of cases, I think.
Pretty impressive.
But additionally, I do feel like they know exactly what they need to do, which is feed Elk, and then he will deliver in team fights.
And I really want to highlight that for most of that match, BLG felt like they were in control, right? It came down to a Baron steal that T1 was then able to use very well, and the fact that they got the soul, and credit to Owner for that, but T1 generally are the ones that are in control, so the fact that BLG is able to kind of keep them away from generating momentum is really big.
They won the game, so obviously they very much were, but we were talking during the game, Chronicler, and you were saying, I do feel like T1, they took a lot from that series yesterday that Gen G ended up losing to BLG in terms of keeping at least the map state somewhat under control in all that chaos.
Yeah, and what was really big here is how Bin was neutralized for a lot of this. I think that Bin was the big difference maker in previously, and obviously in the Gragas, you're always going to have a hard time in the 1v1, but both Keria and Zeus were doing a really good job of always keeping track of the flank wards, particularly on an Ocean Rift map that can be really hard. But you still got to win the final team fight, right? It shows that BLG isn't just about Bin or Yagao popping off, finding a big flank. Their actual team fighting now is up to par to where it needs to be in this tournament.
And that's what we're seeing, I think, right, Chad? They are taking steps every single day from every game that they play that is so close that they are on point in these team fights. How do you see it evolving?
Yeah, well, I see this team maintaining their momentum from yesterday to today. So one thing that we noticed during the draft is compared to game 1 of BLG versus Gen G, there were 7 shared champions on the Rift. So T1 had 4/5 of what Gen G had, and BLG had top and bottom that were identical. It was the mid jungle that was different. And with the same bottom lane matchup, they did
5
the same
jungle
thing.
bans from T1.
They stacked a wave, they dove Gumayushi, and they got early kills.
God
for Elk.
damn.
And I was concerned for BLG going into the day because everything went well for them yesterday. So sometimes you can be so overconfident and you like expect things to work and maybe you skip steps or something. But they've managed to continue to play like maniacs, but also maintain the high level of execution. So I'm very impressed with their game 1.
If I could nitpick one thing, maybe protect your objectives a little bit better. Both Baron and Drake.
Yeah.
I feel like you could have tracked Owner a little bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think they are so incredibly confident in their team fighting. Both of these teams are. That once those fights start, it's all about execution.
Yeah, and I don't think we should say any more dragging down. It's more making them play your game. In fact, they need to
You're
step
pulling
up
them
to what
into
you're
their
doing.
pace. It's the BLG pace that they're pulling T1 into.
Exactly. Well, it's an absolute team fight masterclass in game 1. We want to see more of this, so we'll be right back with game 2 after the break. Woo!
Or T1 got the objective, but they're not going to make it out with their lives. The turn, the fire back is damn clean, but BLG still coming ahead and kills. On stepping forward, the Lulu empowered by the Annie shield. They're going to keep it going. One more reset for Shun, taking Gumayushi's body, taking his soul, taking the fight in the triple as
Your stream says T1 versus BLG, and Snicky stream says BLG versus T1. Thoughts? I think putting T1 first is better. Much more recognizable name brand in League of Legends. I think it's a bit of a marketing whiff from Sneaky there.
A team against a king.
Against.
Seeing against believing.
Against.
A moment against a moment for the ages. Countless battles, one arena, the realm. The only thing capable of powering the game, the stage, the broadcast, and the worldwide spectacle we know and love, aka the Cisco Network.
Went to the washroom. I noticed my rug was missing. Came back to stream to see that Shock was wearing it. How did she steal it? More importantly, why? Maybe she was cold.
Red Bull gives you wings. New and existing customers can choose the phone they want, like the incredible iPhone 14 on us.
Not to brag, but I'm on Verizon now. And I got
I'm
to
on
choose
Verizon.
the phone I wanted for free. Not that
I'm on Verizon, actually.
Choose the phone you want on us. Verizon.
I'm not here to hurt you. I'm you. From the future. I don't know what happens in the future, but it's not up to you to fix the world all by yourself.
You're mine!
Whoa. May 23rd. 3 days. I'll try out the game. Is there any other game that it's similar to?
Yo!
Yo.
Yo!
Are you gonna play Convergence, Sneaky?
Dude, I might check it out. I don't know. If it looks bug. If it looks XQCL.
Its gameplay is like Among Us.
Really? Wait, I'm in. I love Amogus.
Grand Theft Baron? It says it on the stream.
Oh. Question mark? Grand Theft Baron?
The developers Double Stallion. What other games have they made? Big Action Mega Fight. That's legit what it's called. Big Action Mega Fight.
Giga Mega Fight.
That's quite the name. They have another one called Speed Brawl. I wonder if you can tell what the Echo game is going to be like based on what their other games are.
I guess the fucking little preview hasn't shown that much. I mean, they showed that it's like a 2D platformer, but I don't know much past that.
Oh, those are the skins. DRX skins. Wait, which champs are those? Ash, Kindred. Is that Aatrox with the sword?
Yeah.
Who's the big boy?
Akali, Aatrox, Kindred, Caitlyn, Ash, and then there was like their subs. I think it was it Sedge? No, Maokai.
Oh.
Take a breath, reset. We're gonna have to wait. There's a pick ban. There's an early game where people probably won't just 5v5. So just breathe. It's coming back.
You know nothing.
You have a few minutes. Take that time to relax. You know what I'm saying?
Get some more Smite fights here. I love to see it. Owner keeping T1 hopes alive, stealing the
What are your
Baron,
thoughts on
stealing
Owner's
the
name
soul,
not actually being
but
Owner and it
wasn't
being
enough.
Boner?
BLG just too good and so much built up.
I would agree.
Fully embracing these bot lane
Same.
carries. That is how you're going to win the game. You have to put everything into it.
And I'm really curious to see how we actually mix the draft going into this, right? Because we got the Jinx ban coming through from BLG. Do they try and stick to that? As well, when you look across at things like the Annie, I really don't think you can give it to Yago. Yago hasn't really been having the best performances at MSI, but when most of your content is, you know, pick champion, click on them, and do your job, well, it works out really, really well. So I think getting rid of these champions are definitely going to make it a bit of an easier time for T1, especially in those early skirmishes where Annie was just popping off.
Well, I think the number one question for me is that Jinx ban. It shifts up the 80 carry meta immediately. We've seen it just turns into a Zeri for Xayah trade more often.
Why
than not.
don't they pick
BLG came
a
out head on that
Pelios
trade
when the Jinx
previously.
is banned, eh?
For now, Lucian has been permabanned against T1. That will remain the
Couldn't
case.
tell ya.
T1 keep taking away these
He won 2 jungle bans. Do we see a Maokai ban?
Yeah, the drop in the Maokai ban.
Yes.
Believing more than likely that BLG are going to ban it away themselves. There's been an incredibly strong
Absolutely.
pick, but that's exactly what the plan is.
Must
if
ban.
you're BLG, you also give the opportunity here for you either the Maokai or the Cassante to be left open unless T1 decides to ban
There's
away
Maokai, Cassante, Jinx.
All right, are they going to slam it down? I personally think that Lulu is just such a big problem too. So much late game scaling with everybody having engaged in all 3 roles. The
Gwen
pair,
ban.
okay, they leave up the choice. Now you have to decide if you're going to be able to ban the Maokai or you want to get it back on the trade. It gives so much for team fights. I feel like the Cassante.
They gave
there's no way
Maokai.
this thing gets through.
Interesting.
anymore ever.
Did they take Jinx?
Right. What is the response now from the side of BLG? I'll hold my breath, audience. Copperbox.
Probably.
Take a breath. They're not there yet, but the Jinx has been the Ryo pick. It's been the premier option. Once both
So
East
Jinx
Giants
is the
familiar with
problem,
power
huh?
of Aphelios, I think Jinx just becomes the immediately stronger pick.
Yeah.
BLG gonna prio it.
I think I was in the bathroom when we were talking about it. We were talking about like Jinx was just looked at as why the fuck is Double Lift playing it and shit during playoffs, and now it's just like the most broken shit.
Yeah.
to start off fights on our terms.
It's funny.
With the Lulu taken as well, you're looking at a very strong bot lane for BLG.
Now we've seen this tried before. When
guess
you
it was
give up
weird
the
then,
Lulu pick
'cause
down there for bottom side,
Double
to
Lift
pick a
was
blitz
right.
strength To make it volatile and look for
I mean, she
kills,
just
especially when you have
didn't
the
perform
blitz
as
bank
well for
plus
sure, but
either a Maokai or a Nautilus, and you
They
have
weren't
these
building
two
the Zeal
champions
back then. The
flashing
Zeal
forward,
tech
trying
has
to
really
create
just
lots of early
skyrocketed her to
kills
the
around
top.
the early Dragon skirmishes.
True.
But I also have really liked
Oh, baby. Yeah, Faker. Yeah. Lock that shit. Let's go.
Baker. Baker
Caster's
can
going,
use
it's a flex, it's a flex. Faker says, no, this isn't a flex, baby. He said, yo, I'm not dropping my pick to 4-5. I'm not letting him ban my boy anymore. He said, we won that shit if I'm on Nautilus.
We gotta pick it now.
And look for those hooks, those kills. Same idea as Blitz.
And that's what I was gonna say. I think it's a great option as well because you can.
T1 saying, okay, you know, we can flex Nautilus. We can put it either anywhere. Yeah, Scion. I was thinking with a Gwen ban, T1 would have wanted Scion. I don't know why else you ban Gwen other than the cover for that.
So I do like it. Scion for Bin though, very surprised that. I know he was playing at a huge amount after losing 2 ADG.
Gwen in the first 3 seems kind of weird, doesn't it?
Traditionally see him go, maybe play 1 or 2, but I want to go back to my Jax. I want to go back to being a card.
Like,
we'll have to see how this one's gonna
for
pan out.
BLG?
Yeah, like or like rather T1 first phase banning Gwen. Like she doesn't. I don't think she normally gets taken in first phase.
Only as a response. I don't think we've seen her blind.
No, that I'm pretty sure that would be troll. She has some horrible matchups.
Like what?
And BLG, they're
Teemo.
not surprised by the Nautilus flex. They're keeping their eyes
that
open.
is pretty
As soon as
bad.
you have the Maokai, everybody always thinks of AD mid laners.
Okay,
the Jace
anything
and
else?
Tristana.
Just Teemo?
And they're like,
I mean,
you know what? It could very
I don't
easily
play
go
much
there, so they
Gwen.
ban away the
Let me
Tristana.
see.
They're more scared of that one. And they
Pull up
cover
the
both
win rate
bases,
sites,
so
see
they
if
don't wanna let
anything
that
sticks
blitz I was
out
talking about
as
for the double hook
excessively unplayable.
I pull up.
Keeping that option open though. To see where ultimately Nautilus is
Gwen
going to end up.
counters.
Call out. Not giving Tristana over to Faker. I mean, does he have another AD mid lane option that he wants to go for? Will he go for the Jace, or will they just be content with putting him onto utility and finding another carry angle elsewhere? Is this
Let's
a game where we
see.
see perhaps a Kindred come in again? Certainly good against a lot of the tanks.
So according to the win rate site, Kled, Kennen, Olaf, Jace, those all sound pretty fucking unplayable.
15 games in a row
Yeah,
in
almost actually.
LPL.
Wait, they just picked
We are
Kindred?
saying if someone's going to play it, you can
For
give the pass to
BLG?
It's an exceptional shot.
Kindred has not looked good in like a single game.
Absolutely not.
So this has been a massive pick for me. Even when he initially joined
Nautilus
LG, everyone
versus
knew he was
fucking
coming up
Kindred,
the LPL,
like
but this was the pick for him. And it was
what's the
something
opposite of an
surprising.
unstoppable force versus an immovable object?
Now BLG gets to
Unstoppable
bring it out.
force versus
I mean, look at
immovable
that
object.
composition that you see coming through. Now with the Jace, gonna have
Who
good
wins?
push in the mid lane for Faker. You get
Two
Sales onto
forces
the
that
Kennen, who can just
cannot
try and
win.
dive in onto the back line. Arshun is gonna have his work cut out from him. You've got it in my head.
He who holds
Wait,
the
is this
champion
Jace mid
occupies
for
your brain
Faker?
space. This is an insane Silas angle, though.
Does Faker
Maokai
play
ultimate,
Jace?
Nautilus ultimate,
Kennen
even
ultimate.
Kennen ultimate.
I mean, I'm sure he can, but like
Insane
I've
ultimates to seal here.
never
Faker
thought of
Jace is
Faker as a
really
Jace
rare.
player.
And see where they
Yeah.
want to ultimately swap swap this one. What
Get
the
in
angle
there?
is going
He
to
played
be,
it-
but certainly a lot of explosive team fighting potential
guess it
on
could
the side
be.
of T1. Jay's a bit of a volatile mid laner. Certainly, if he falls behind, can feel a little bit lackluster. But BLG
I'm
going to try
surprised
their
if it's not
hand
Chase
at
mid,
the
but
double 80
yeah.
carry composition with the Kindred. Again, has not looked great in the last few best of fives. But if anyone can do it, it's Shun. And see how T1
back
can
one sec.
try to snowball here in the early game. They have so many tools
Okay.
to get fights kicked off.
Yeah,
in the game.
okay.
And I mentioned as soon as the sign was locked in, you better start thinking about your level 1.
Wait,
Guess
several
what?
times this
Kindred
season?
is one of the
Really?
jugglers that benefits
Well, I
the
didn't
most
watch
from
LCK
aggressive
this
level
season,
1 starts
so.
here. You can be so aggressive with this champion. Everyone in solo queue cheeses with it. All you need is a red buff on Kindred, and they can go for it. We even saw Owner himself trying to utilize that, going for the invade. So let's see about it. Will
Their prediction in a
BLG
sec.
be able to get off to a crazy start?
I'm really curious to see how BLG can make it work though, because you need to hit the ground running. If Faker ends up, getting push in mid and then is able to facilitate a lot of this potential 5v5, that's exactly what we saw against JDG in that game too. So we're excited to see if T1 will just take the fight once more, or if you can end up in this
Prediction
situation that
is-
will benefit Shun so well.
Here we are, gearing up for game. Normally, it's a brief moment of calm. But with the Scion on the Rift, we know what to expect. It's going to be all about this level 1, these advantages, and the Scion passive. It is time for game 2 between BLG and T1.
I'll do a Gamba.
Up. The Gamba is up.
I'll do a little Gamba here.
Gamba.
Big Gamba, let's go.
No surprise,
Featured
sports
matchup.
called out.
Carry it
Let's
on.
get this shit.
On once again on the
Let's
Lulu.
get this shit.
See
Let's
what
get
they
this
can do
shit.
close for the team fights, but level 1 kicking off. T1, what is the answer here? This has been
Wait, is
such
this
a
Scion
difficult
skin
strategy to
allowed?
really do anything against.
He's not a robot.
If
Any
they keep Ken
colorblind
at
gamers
topside,
in the
I
chat.
want to see Zeus pull the minion wave to try and focus the minions so that you can get it pushing
So
towards
the
you,
round
deny
20
the
of
Scion,
counter Scion
but It
strategies.
looks like they might go for a re-entry.
Will we see the 4-man leashing the
Just
Krug
up topside
strategy?
Raptors, BLG doing the same here, dropping
What
the ward
is
on
the
Krug,
real
dropping the
play
full ward
here?
Maybe
by
BLG
Raptors,
counters this by
wrapping around
5-manning
for
the
Scion
Krugs?
full. Nobody's
Perhaps.
surprised.
I mean, I guess
Oh my
technically by
God.
like starting red, it is easier to block the Krugs.
Very risky to even walk forward. Now, going to
Oh.
sweep out the ward. Just a bit of poke over the wall on the
Oh.
carry that
Getting
will stick.
poke?
The creeps are coming into lane quite quickly. So BLG
There's
will
just
contest
so
on the
many
start. They
flavors
find
of
the
this
follow-up
Scion
dive
cheese.
as
It's
well.
fucking
They wanna
insane.
try to match here on
The
level 1 around
impending
this rush.
doom that is
Now the
Scion
answer is
top
no.
lane
Yeah.
for bot lane.
So it looks like BLG going to be able to get this off. Gumayushi and Carry starting to wrap around though. Will be spotted by mid.
Oh,
Shun about to hit level 2 here
BLG's like, wait, what the fuck?
and walking out.
So
Scion
they're
just
leashing
battle
for
down
us.
the most obnoxious level 1
dude, it's
champion in the game.
actually a new
And
fucking
just looking
thing
at the
every
minimap,
time.
Zeus
Wait,
is just gonna push
why is the
wave
red
here
not
side. So
going on
topside, T1 is trying to get waves pushed in. instead of
June
trying
or-
to pull for a deny.
how to say his
Krug
name,
fight.
Oh my
And if
god.
Smite
He
down
smited
there.
that.
Also
Oh my
level 1, Guma taking a lot of
God.
poke. Hold the red buff to
Like,
reset it.
surely this isn't
Nine
good for
can hit
T1's
that
bot
red.
lane.
But now three
No,
members
dude,
alongside
he's
T1
just
on the bottom side of
fighting.
the map, but it's a 4v3. Stepping
Oh
in,
my
spotting
God.
it.
What
Now,
is
the
this?
actual angle here? Elk
They
crashes
just
the
zone him
wave.
now
He's
or
not getting
what?
Any experience.
That's the big one here. Guma missed
Guma's
that entire
legit
first wave. He's
zone.
missing the second, so even if BLG don't get the dive, they're still making
How do you
very
even,
so
like,
much.
practice for this kind of shit? Like,
They still go for it? They gotta go, right?
I mean, I don't think you
you don't
really
see
have an
that
angle.
T1 on the opposite side, getting Zeus on the top side, some CS, but is it going to balance out?
Is it
Honestly,
countered?
It is pretty big. This one is the most delayed the Scion has been with getting the least amount of value on the top side.
Why doesn't
this
T1
work?
just take top side? Well, then your bot lane
Zeus
gets
has 2 minion waves before
giga-fucked.
Bin even arrives, and
The
Bin
dive
will
is
get to
literally
use
just
the Scion
so
depth.
Yeah,
free.
you
Go for
can't
dive,
fuck it
Scion.
up.
extra
You
kills
just let
there.
Scion die.
Heaven can have such a big
Scion
impact.
gets aggro, he
The
kills
Kindred
himself.
ultimate, as long as
They
you
get
it off
damage during it,
early,
and then
can
the
be difficult
zombie
to
just
work around,
murks
but
you.
There is not a exhaust on the
Faker
side
with
of
the
BLG
phase
for team
rush.
fights for later. So Zeus on one of his signature champions, the lightning theme that goes along with his name, might be able to have that big influence.
And it does feel like a huge amount of it's going to be like, Shun, can you get
I think
the ultimate
Yomu's
safe, but
being a
also
mythic's
Mega,
gonna feel
big
real nice for
Magi
Jay's
ultimates. Can you
builds.
actually turn around with a Kennen ult of yourself? Even on getting some of those wins.
'Cause that item feels really good to build on him.
Wait, was Eclipse unchanged with all those other items being changed?
I don't know if there were any stat adjustments, but it's relatively similar, yeah. Why?
I feel like he just wouldn't even buy it. Current Yomu's.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
Wait,
more
he's no E,
defensive
he's
option.
ganking?
Like, you get a shield and move speed and shit.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Owner over the wall here. Play is just going to fade away.
But yeah, I just feel like you'd rather have Youngmoose miss time. Oh, Owner?
Level 4,
bro, this is awkward.
Into Owner.
What?
4 on the mounting Dread. 1, 2, 3. Press the attack coming in as well.
I mean,
yeah, looking for the fall, but
I don't
Zeus
think
is right behind them. This is
does
a bit
T1 win
aggressive. They're
this?
going to need to try to find their way out of this one.
I don't think so.
Probably, yeah. Does it?
Full
on 3v2.
That's this fucking Oom. Oh my god.
Huh.
What happens here? Does Maokai die? Oh my god, the disengage. Oh my god. I mean, I guess Silas was Oom.
Yeah, I mean, it was always just like a full-on 3v2. Silas cooldowns are hella long early game, even if you had mana. The classic Kindred run it down early approach. Did Owner dodge the E? No, he still got slowed.
But it's just too far. Top lane advantage. Here comes the cannon.
That's a psycho flash.
Power in numbers, Dagda.
And this is the big thing. BLG just overextend. T1 have the
Doesn't he have W mana?
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you got high mana, it definitely would have been better, but unlucky.
He should have fucking died.
Wow. Gao flashes out, Bin flashes in.
Yeah.
bracket final as well. BLG
it's actually a difference if you had W. Wonder, he's probably Q-Max though, right?
On Silas?
So much invested
with the first strike.
BLG on the bomb side of the map
yeah.
with level 1 invade and
likely high key.
For Bin. He's sitting up there on Sion. So far behind, and then
yeah.
they decide to fight and over chase.
Oh,
into that side of the jungle.
Maybe a mistake they couldn't afford to make, but again, Mountain Dread connecting. Does he want to keep this one going on now? Flashing in there, fully committed to taking out the support, but he can just hook the wall and walk away over here as well. BLG getting a little
Lulu flashed in.
Over forcing here, both on the bottom side and on the top side. Yes, they get the flash from Keria, but they commit a lot of resources to make it happen.
Keria's got Hex Flash, so he's actually not too worried about that one, but we're staying active. Shun, shun, shun.
Find a way in the mid lane. Gao, level 6, now coming in. We're going to wait to try to find the angle on the stun. Faker now dashing out to safety. There's the follow-up. 1-2 on the mark. Mounting Dread going to connect. Looking to cut down Faker.
Oh my god, that actually kills.
Yeah, I mean, Kindred had him either way.
Really?
Yeah, he had another like Q auto coming.
No flash and Shun, but Faker that bit far up in the lane, and Shun with the revisit will pick up the kill.
Staying very active on this Kindred.
15 CS to 51.
I mean, technically, I guess we'll say the top lane chase was into a top lane.
That's just how the matchup goes.
Get some money right back there for BLG. Faker, no flash on the Jace.
No, this is rough.
So you're always thinking about repeat visits because Yagao now level 6 on the Silas. So Owner has to be very careful whenever he shows around this mid lane.
Yeah, I think when people play Sion, they're just like, yeah, like no deficit's too big. Like I'll keep stacking.
One of the best ultimates in the game.
But it's anyone on T1 that shows up as
yeah.
a good ultimate. Hey, not
unless you're getting a repeat solo kill.
I don't want to give that across. Hey, Zeus,
no, that's still fine.
And now BLG find Bane on that top side of T1.
Oh, those minions played that well.
Looks like they will just back away for the moment.
This is the big thing about the Sion. You can get the plates, but it's very hard to dive this champion. Rocket coming bot lane, trying to stop the back, get a little bit of a tempo advantage here, but
whiffed it.
Guma getting the clean reset. He's able to make it in time. Elk gonna grab that CS there. And an interesting game. Topside for T1 so very much in their favor. 2 kills to the Maokai feels excellent. Tied up in CS, been very far behind. But the bottom side for BLG, the mid lane as well, definitely looking in their favor.
But that's why I like what T1 are doing. They're like, hey, look, let's try and get as much vision down as possible. You can see the ward that spotted out Shun on Krugs. Owner actually looking for the invade here off the Faker's presence in mid lane. And even just getting saplings down so you can spot out Shun's route. Now you know for a fact that Shun's winning on bot side. So I imagine you'll see bot lane playing very passive, especially with Rift Herald about to come. Looks like Owner just got a trade, knowing that he saw Shun go bot side.
Honestly, love this from Owner. I also love his build, by the way. I'm not a big fan of the first strike Maokai. You know, yeah, going for the DPS and trying to get really
I agree with Kobe.
Demonic. I'm much bigger fan of the tank Maokais here, and phase rush makes it so much easier to play the mid game, play those team fights as well as the skirmishes.
I mean, I think Demonic's pretty good on Maokai.
On top of those kills, think about Rift Herald.
I don't think you need every game, but I definitely like the phaser rush. That was like one of the first things I noticed when Maokai jungle was like, you know, taking off and everyone was running phase rush. Is I was thinking, you know, oh yeah, why not first strike? Because you're building damage and it's so easy to proc. I just died everywhere. Like phase rush is literally like your defensive ability.
Yeah.
Lets you actually get out.
And just make sure that this Ken is going to be huge.
Rocket connecting. Elk maybe overstaying, putting a little
This
bit
top
more
lane
to find the snare.
CS deficit is so fucking wild.
Coming in, good damage.
Oh,
He snipes him.
he kills there.
That was a
Holy
duel at high
shit.
noon. Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my, no.
Oh,
Oh,
my.
dude. That was that was so back and forth.
Under the tower, T1 answer.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, 1v1, Yagao versus Faker, but again, Yagao out of mana. No avenue
The
left there.
chase
First
auto
strike
with the
comes
chain
back up.
swing.
Bloodbath on the
Yeah,
bottom
it looks
side.
so jank.
Oh, Dagger, that was so beautiful. The AD carries drawing in the duel down there. Ultimate
Holy
for
fuck,
Zap.
man.
That was
It's
an
the Zap Gap, right?
insane
Just barely
skirmish.
manages to squeeze
Yeah.
it through, but so well done. Elk getting that kill. Nice
Kindred
return,
actually
though, with Carries
clutches
instead.
it and saves him, and then he just gets
barely managing
knocked
to get
out
that
of it.
hook
Mhm.
Outside of the range of that Kindred ultimate will get the kill, but Elk now
I mean,
starting to rotate
even
up.
before that,
This is
like,
something we see a lot from the LPL
somehow gets
teams
like
where they're
crazy
"Look,
snipe on
we just
Gumo
wanna
with
get
his
this
zap.
just as
Yeah.
much
And like a
gold
bunch
as
of
RXP as
minions.
possible." So, well,
Then
not
gets
solo at
hooked
the
into the
moment.
turret, then
Honestly,
gets
thinking on
Kindred ult
Zayas,
saved, then
continue
gets
to push.
knocked out of it.
The stakes of this play as well. Aphelios perfect guns to take towers. Once you have white gun, you can really set these things up. They need to find a kill or at least a flash onto Zayas. He's strong, but he really hasn't spent that much money. He is going to be forced to flash out to safety. BLG, can they keep the pressure up on the top side? Because already
Pretty
Guma's
much
gonna
all
start
you're
hitting
getting there,
plates
that
and
ult.
tearing through that tower in the bottom.
It's so hard to ever hit him.
Rift Trail too, remember, from the last time
Red
around,
white.
so they can go with really, really deep. I'd
The
love to see a
classic, bro.
double turret charge here
Yo,
for
they've got
T1.
Aphelios. We're really
The
ahead. I
problem with BLG trying to
think
trade
that
sides
we
here,
could
Rift Trail
just,
kinda
you
has to
know,
be answered.
feed him a little
And that's
turret
the thing, you've got
here.
red white here for Gumu.
Actually,
Usually
they
clock
aren't
down
that
the Herald.
ahead.
It's nigh on impossible
Somehow.
now for you to actually match
I
this
mean,
as BLG. So T1,
they're
even
up.
though we got
They're
the
definitely
kill, we're gonna get a
up
ton of
in the
gold
bot
back
lane.
up to Gumayushi.
I don't understand this. Like,
Secondary
they
charge
must
is
have
Jinx,
more
yeah.
critical.
made this play because
Secondary
of
towers here on both side lanes
the
being
top lane
bumped up to being
situation.
800 gold for your team.
But
So
I don't
much
know. That doesn't seem
value
like how you
if They
win.
can get the 2-for-1. The charge gets off. They see Bin
Yeah.
though, and they're gonna back off.
You don't need to overcommit there, but you can see moments ago it was almost 1,000.
I don't quite understand it.
Well, I mean, I guess if Elk gets the full turret, it's not horrible. Huh, I
Big
didn't think
thing,
he'd be
though,
able to
is
get
BLG
that.
actually do manage to trade both side turrets, right? Yes, you get the charge onto the tier 2, but you don't have a huge amount of pressure down there at the moment. So
All right, what's the total gold
BLG are
change?
answering turret for turrets.
Yeah, it is very greedy, but that's why I really like to see teams fully commit to trying to get that secondary turret. The rewards are huge. Here it is. That's what we're talking about. It's an ult shot.
Dude, the fucking
That
minion
zap.
curve, man.
It just walked out of the way. He said, "Nah, I'm good."
The fucking minion
Oh
curve.
my
I
god.
everyone, I tried to, but you're just in the way.
There you can see the turn. I mean, it looks so good from Lamus Rest, but the arcane smash
Oh,
back
bitch.
into the hook, keeping him there, or the passive rather. But now on the top side, alt traded for all.
Ooh, Cannon
Oh,
ult.
Zeus looking dead as hell.
Zayas had a massive advantage, but Shun
Dude, he just doesn't take his mark off of Maokai.
I mean, great job from BLG. Immediately the roam.
Why would you ever do that?
Again, look at what they're doing with this Jinx, constantly keeping her solo. But Bin is also solo, and there's a lot
Oh,
more
you
T1
know.
members around.
Maybe Maokai won't die.
looking for an angle to alt, trying to get away.
Maybe
from
he
the
will.
Maokai. Body blocks coming in though. I don't think there's a way out of this one. It'll take him a little
How
bit
does
of
he live?
time. to
Flash
take
ult.
that
Live. What's the
ult
angle?
on
Flash ult.
Zion. Bin flashing and ulting. The body block coming out as well.
Nope,
Owner
he's
gonna trade.
done.
Flash
Nah,
I think
ult.
it's
Live
flash at
angle.
least.
Gonna try to eat the wave here as soon as he goes zombie mode, just to stop any further pressure from
Here we
T1
go,
with a
boss.
clean pick on the
Boom,
bottom
boom,
side.
boom, boom.
They will manage to pick up the kill.
How many
but
minions?
Immediately
How many
Yaga
minions?
pushing in that top side. Elk getting pushed in the mid as well. So nice one
Ooh,
for
almost
T1 to
all.
manage to get that kill. Just have to see if they can try and push that forward and actually threaten that tier 2 as Elk is in that mid lane. You even got the roam from Kerry as well. BLG really need to respond to this bot lane pressure.
Faker stepping forward, doing a good amount of damage. That
I'm
point
excited
Ooh.
for Faker to do something.
Elk takes those.
Ulti.
Two
8
treble
seconds.
disadvantage,
7.
but the Gale Force power
6.
spike
Oh,
picking
he's
it up,
not
and
really-
turn that one with on backing him up, and now BLG
3. Wait.
can get control on the bottom side of the river.
1
Dude,
second
are you
left on Elk.
serious?
Fountain
bro?
shot. Fountain shot.
It's a long
The-
time
the
between
fucking
chunk and
UI
the
on the
recall.
sides
He's
is
not
still
gonna go
unsynced.
for it. Few
Really?
seconds barring that one,
Yeah.
so Faker gets
It was
off.
like 2 seconds behind.
Crucial
The
to
actual
have a check in
cooldown.
13 minutes into the game, 1,000 gold in favor of T1. A lot of that still on the cannon.
That is unlucky.
Like, it was-
Difference there on the top
It was
side.
actually
Elk
coming up in
very
1, but the
far
UI
ahead
on the
of
right
what we've seen.
showed 3.
More often than not, this meta all about engages and all about carries. Currently, Elk has the edge. See what Zayas can do versus Yagao on the bottom side in the 1v1, getting closer and closer. 35 seconds till the Ocean Drake. Stacking has been big in these longer games.
That stop onto Shun is huge, though. He wanted to reset and get his Kraken Slayer. Now going to be late to the party. You can see he's trying to reset. May even stop it again here. Shun hasn't been able to reset, whereas you look at the Radiant Virtue already there for Owner.
Wagon
This is going
in
to give
20.
a ton of presence here for T1 in the river as Dragon's about to spawn.
He's just giving up.
T1 Have the push. There's a ward
With the
in mid
recall?
lane. Elk just trying to lay down a little bit of poke.
Is he gonna make it?
Stealing away the Maokai ultimate is big, though.
He's gonna make it.
Deny that by trying to twisted advance.
Silas stolen Maokai ult.
That control ward giving the vision there.
Pretty bonkers.
Yeah. I mean, he has some pretty insane ults this game. Maokai, Kennen, Nautilus. Like, he's never going to have a bad ult.
Yeah. Around, a lot of deep vision for T1 through the blue quadrant of the jungle. And BLG, they push
and
the mid lane
Jace.
first.
That shit's
Yeah,
crazy.
he's turned to Jace if he really needs to.
To move into the river again.
Literally,
The
just
classic
better than
1-2
Faker.
steps every team does to get access to the dragon.
Zeus has the flank angle. Yagao going to try to mark him and spot him out, but TP being channeled to top side.
Where are you going?
Pressure up, willing
Oh
to
my
concede
god.
This Drake, TP being matched
Fuck
now.
it, just give drag.
Will go over to the side of BLG.
No flash cannon, I guess. Oh my god, he's dead. What happened? What the fuck? Dude, he just matched GP.
Oops.
Absolutely bodying him underneath the tower. We need to recheck exactly what went down, but BLG now will actually have a bit of presence on the map now if they want to try and contest for this Rift out. You can see that with the way T1 is set up, kind of defensive.
Yeah.
Line might be a bit tough. Looks like they're just happy to
Something
trade for the bot lane
horrible
turret
must
for
have happened.
Yagao
Like,
instead.
he had to have, like, accidentally gotten aggro with his, like, ear rocket belt and then got just CC chained under the tower.
Under tower
Yeah.
at least, so the deficit not mattering
Let's
here.
see.
Here we go.
Is maybe overconfident.
Minion wave, look at this minion wave.
Oh, he walked into it.
He
He walked, yeah, walked into
Oh. Sometimes you just goof, I guess.
That's a big oopsie in a very high-stake game. Ben seems unfazed and unsurprised.
And unlike Licorice, that one actually
Walking into the fully charged Q and just getting aggro with your Q when you do it. Huh?
That's a cryptic throw right there.
I mean, is that bad by Zeus, or is that just well played by Ben?
That's well played by Ben. That Q angle?
Jack Shone now picked up for Ben as well. He's going to write a lot of that gold that Zeus had.
Nobody else would have
I
used
love
it
when
like
we get
that.
the bin cams and he's just shaking. Even though he's down 40 CS
Now he's
here
down
on
an
the
XP to
Sion.
Sion.
Had the level 1
Fucking
commitment
A.
for himself. Still
After
gets the
all
solo
that
kill.
ass slamming.
And I think even Zeus
Legit.
is crushing 'cause you were
Maybe
the
that was part of
really
Ben's
strong
plan. He's like,
forward
I'm just going to get
isolated
fucked
top
so
twice.
hard that he disrespects me.
Incredible play from BLG that time just to
He will
make
not be able to focus because of how
in the beginning of the tournament,
deep he is
not a
inside of me.
priority for the LCK or the LPL, but for LEC, for LCS, we prioritized very highly, and it looked not very impactful. I thought that we'd see something different from Zeus, but it's really hard, it seems, to transition these Kennen advantages out of lane, especially against a team like BLG.
Did he just
All right, well, he is level 11,
miss
does
cannon?
have flash. BLG, they're going to be marking him, though. You always want to send a mark over there. Keep vision
That
on
was
him while you
actually,
enter the
like,
Lulu polymorphin
one of those
possibilities
haunted
there.
ass plays that
All right, I'm just saying that
so unlucky to
if
make.
there's an opportunity in Season 2 arc, you just replace the voice actor. You know what I'm saying? It's probably just Elk. In the
Elk
Chinese
the
dub,
Zap
just, yeah,
Master?
there to go. Give him the opportunity to try out. Elk could be
Uh-oh.
thrown now, though.
Oh.
A lot of
What are we
tools
doing?
coming
What are
in.
we doing?
Snare is
We
gonna
cleansing?
catch Elk's immediately going to
Oh, he
walked
cleansing.
up briefly, Yagao with the stolen ultimate.
The crowd
Finds a
goes
play in the mid
fire.
lane, just in exchange for the cleanse.
It's not really like T1 lose anything though. There's no real presence on the top side. You can see Ben isn't able to push in too far. They're still going to be able to move down to the bot side to collect it. So the fact you've now burnt that
Ooh,
cleanse
Mark
is actually
Kindred.
going to be massive for the Dragon in 2 minutes
Captain
time.
Elk.
So really nice call there for T1, trying to prioritize burning
They're actually
some of
not
these summoner spells off of Elk.
Giga behind like most of the Kindred we've seen, despite how tragic that early game thing was.
As long as they can find an angle, Yagao stepping up, looking to break open the tier 1
He's using
tower,
the Shadow
take off
Flame
the
skin. I like it.
potential
It's a good
follow-up.
skin.
Tower taken out, more gold into the back pocket of Elk as he gets closer and closer to that second item.
Nice force there from BLG. Topside push in, they rotate
Still
over.
only 2
Pull down
marks.
this
Go
tower.
for the Gromp.
More
It's gonna mark the
money
Gromp.
into the
Come on,
Jinx.
come on.
How do you know? Wait, did you read the
And
script?
you can feel the tension now.
No,
Getting
because
closer
it'll
and
just
closer.
like it'll mark
Team is
Crab,
team,
Gromp, or
big five,
Raptors.
fives are right around the
And
corner.
Gromp's respawning
A lot of
first.
the
There it
lane
is.
advantages early on are going to start to fall away now as these towers fall, and it becomes more about grouping up 2v2s, 3v3s, and of course, fighting for
Just
the major
doesn't care about his
objectives.
mark.
Minute and 18 seconds. Now Cloud is on the table. Can't imagine either side going to rush to Baron too quickly here.
I think for T1, the big thing they need to do is try and get some sort of flank positions here for Zeus. If you can get like a ward that isn't swept out, or like we saw in the last game, right? They were very good at trying to get these deep wards. Get that position for Zeus. He has flash. Maybe you can make some magic happen where you get access.
Would
towards
Sneaky
Elk,
go
especially
Gale
with
Force
that
Jinx
cleanse
here?
being down. But I think it does just become so difficult
Looks
with
good.
how the map is set up at the moment. Elk has mid prio.
Why?
Dodge the bullshit. Do the damage.
Quite hard for T1 to really get
Mainly
that
out of
presence
Cannonball,
on the
honestly.
map to start to get these deeper wards.
Just quick
And the reason
reposition.
everyone has joined the ruler school of
Otherwise,
thought
you
of
like have to have
Jinx
flash.
over the Aphelios is that range advantage. When you've got Jinx with the Fishbone, with the lethal tempo stacked, especially once he's able to get his rapid fire cannon, and you've got a Kindred peeling, a Lulu peeling,
Flash, Gale Force in. I mean, that's always an option for Elk, yes.
To crack that team fight. And the massive gold advantage here, almost 1,500 for Elk.
Oh!
Really funding that power.
And Elk only about 600.
Maokai marked the whole fucking game, Giga Chad.
Staying in front of him. Herald going to be used in the mid lane. Expect the charge
It's
to get off. Not a lot of
making owners sweat. He says, "Oh God, when's he coming for me?"
How many times are we going to see a Herald not be able to charge here?
Oh, Sad's Herald.
Well played by BLG to deny
That kind of Herald's like actually worse than not dropping it.
There's just not much of a response here from
That's
T1.
something
I
never really thought about until I saw like some post about it, where like if your Herald's running out and it's like better to just let it expire than to throw it out and have it not crash into anything. They actually get like a lot of XP from it.
Only thing BLG
Really?
wanted
How much
to
is
fish
it?
out here is
I don't know, like
easy spawn on a Kindred
good
mark.
amount.
We're still sitting on 3 marks for Shun.
It's not like a full level or some shit, but I don't know.
Like, even if it gets,
Then
do you think it's if it gets to
so
crash, it's always worth
impressive
it, or?
T1, they're still hoping
Yeah, I
for
mean,
that big fight where they
it's a
can
lot
get
of damage
Maokai
to a
ultimate
turret.
plus Nautilus
Probably
ultimate
worth it,
locking
but
down Elk
if you just
to
feed it to
open
them,
up the
then
space
it's
for
pretty
Jinx to
bad.
get inside.
This does become harder though.
Yeah.
That window of opportunity that we talked about where they burnt Elk's cleanse.
I guess
Herald
you
gives
don't know,
XP,
though,
yeah.
'cause, like let's say you died and you like have 2 seconds to use it when you come back out of fountain.
Comes into these fights and just stands in the front,
Like,
it's like,
you don't
well,
really know
how are
if
you
it's gonna
supposed
be able to
get access
crash.
to this back line? It's
Uh-huh.
becoming a little
I mean,
more difficult for T1 to operate,
judgment call.
especially as soon as Elk completes this.
Yeah, maybe if you're like
Yeah, T1 has to be
behind
so
or
careful
even,
right now.
you
They
just
have
don't.
to play off of saplings
If you're ahead, you do.
Faker empowered shock blast for poke.
Mhm.
If you're able to get enough
Or,
saplings
I mean, if
around
there's, like,
these
something to
objectives,
pressure,
you can
like,
play so trickly around
Just
your
drop it
vision.
top lane and then
Faker
like
now
run
used
bot for
just
dragon or
his
something.
Worm mana. It is transformed,
True.
so they're hoping against hope that they can get some actual good poke downs, but it's going to be hard to get around Bin.
And I think this is where we got to see the T1 Barons, right? I actually think it's your best bet is to
Like
try
if you had
and
no
start
pry
something
on any
Baron,
lane, then it's
get a
probably better to
TP
not
out of
drop
Yago,
it.
because Yago has been so consistently playing in these side lanes, and if you end up in that position where, okay, we
Yeah.
can get a TP
Sounds right.
from BLG, well then you have that opportunity to start playing the map. Maybe you can then have that numbers advantage that comes through in your favor, where you can start to push forward, start to always threaten that 4 versus 5, and BLG will be forced to back away. But it just seems so difficult at the moment with where BLG are positioned on the map.
Yeah, and with the items in inventory here, it is Infinity Edge completed now for Elk with that big gold
They have
advantage.
0
So
damage to kill
T1
Scion.
So Guma can complete his. He's going back right now. They definitely don't want to mess with anything. And BLG, they're trying to
I
take
mean,
advantage of
I don't
that
know.
window.
I think they'll kill him.
Get their vision completed around Baron.
Double 80 carries. I mean, the same play you talked about T1 making. BLG also have the option to make it.
Not a very fed Scion. Not a lot of stacks on the W.
The game's a bit slower, and you can see that's the poke you highlighted on Forced to Recall here. Maybe
I like Owner's build.
and avenue to
Randuin, and then
contest some of
I would go
his
Anathema's
vision.
3rd. Just slap that on Jinx.
Stakes are getting higher around these fights. As the 1v1 on the bottom side, Yagao stepping in.
Who's
He
got
does
a
have the Zhonya's, but trading ult for ult is a very good deal for BLG.
Not Zeus.
Yeah, it's so worth for Silas.
But not Yagao.
See what
Mhm.
they can do now. Kennen is going to have to go
Nobody.
back, heal up. Still has teleport.
Nobody's
still has
the winner
flash,
here.
But BLG again, sweeping through, clearing out that vision, clearing out those saplings.
But the thing is, you're starting to get shown, as you can see here. He's going to pick up another mark for himself. Not going to be up towards the 4. Is that his fortress?
Yep, that's
Yeah,
4.
that's
baby.
Oh,
That's the
4
one we wanted.
marks.
That was
GG.
that luck coming in. Ooh.
And that's where it's going to now be a little bit more difficult for BLG, because Shun's in a good spot, trying to contest the mid push isn't quite there. And yes, you do have Owner, who is tanky, has gone for the Randuin's Omen, and I think that will help out quite a bit. You don't really want to get the LDR just yet as Elk. You've oftentimes seen that push back to 4 items, but also the fact that you had to go Gale Force here doesn't mean you can substitute a lot of your damage with that true damage. The Gale Force is there for safety, trying to get in towards the Lamb's respite when needed, and it's a little bit of a window there for T1.
It's
Oh,
unironically
this is out,
Jover
baby.
already.
I mean,
Really.
That Gale Force is there to be an orbital
who?
blast cannon. Going in
mean-
4 kills.
He goes in. That's what he
You
does.
don't see?
And
Dude.
we'll have to see if Elk can find another angle, or if he gets
Like-
over-aggressive here, because right now it does feel like BLG are pretty firmly
Well, the
in control.
advantage is
T1
definitely
responds, but the
BLG
second
having
Yagao is able to take Zeus
Soul coming up in
away.
1
So
minute,
much of
Kindred
the,
4 stacks.
T1's angles of attack, their fangs are essentially just taken out of the equation.
And this is so much more patience
Probably
than
a
we usually see from BLG.
better team fighting comp.
He fucking sees it. The 4-stack.
Where it doesn't really work out. They don't want to go for anything, and all they're trying to do is buy time for Elk. They know what side the bread is buttered, and as long as you can get Elk to the rapid fire, you get that.
Sneaky, is Guma cheating? He just never gets the purple gun.
Get into a good spot and make sure you can play for these team fights.
I think he is. He's using his script.
Sneaky's so convinced there's no way to manipulate which guns you get.
Let's see it.
There it is.
It's totally random, guys.
We've seen so much Jinx take over MSI.
I mean, once you get the lethal tempo stack,
Absolutely outside of the player's control.
Felios alone
Yep.
to win the 1v1 because you just get out maneuvered.
Just be glad Meteos not allowed in MSI. That range?
How would the game change if you could sell items without losing gold?
That is some range.
I don't know, it'd be fucking weird.
Orbit at that stage. It's just across map, cross galaxy.
Why even pick
Oh, my flash is down. I'm going full tank for this fight.
with Amelia? Amelia this time around the Lulu though still going to offer a lot of support for
That would actually be wild.
It'd be like an interest. Dude, that's why I always come back to like I really wish League had custom games where you just like put your own rules in. Because a lot of things like that, it's like, you know, I don't think it would be a good change for the game, but I am curious, like, just to see what it would look like.
It's a soul. BLG just have to kill the minion wave, and then they can. Well, I guess they still have to check about a T1 Baron. T1 are that team that will flip the Baron.
definitely do some shit with Zonia's.
Heavily commit to the
Yeah.
dragon, so they just send Shun.
Yeah, that's why Shun's
Zonia's GA, like, TPs, you just, someone just starts TPing in a fight, you have no idea what to fucking expect.
Now BLG just gonna play it slow, make sure that they're not
Wait,
actually giving
they're
any
just giving
T1.
drag?
Will start the
Soul?
Baron. Shun's
No
a
way.
mile away.
This is a massive risk. Guma has terrible
Oh,
guns for
Guma
fighting
has the
for
purple
fighting
gun.
as fast as humanly possible.
Uh-oh, Meteos.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Wait. Elk is fucking kiting? How is T1 losing this hard? What? No way!
Guma had the purple gun.
It's over.
Just unlucky.
It's over.
Yeah.
Dude, they didn't get Baron, they gave Soul, and they lost the team fight.
The triple combo. The true combo.
Oh.
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 This man's supposed to be the
Oh.
worst mid laner left in the top 4, but he just
Oh.
keeps showing up. He took down Chovy. He's looking to take down Faker as well.
Yeah, nobody expected to say this, but you gapped everybody. I mean, look, Two-Pace is looking real clean
What?
today.
Yeah,
The fact
what
that he's
is
so
going
getting
on,
these
dude?
skills onto Guma, you get the Annie in game 1 that looks great.
BLG's
He has a
actually just too good.
68% career
All right,
win
let's
rate
see. How
on
does
the
this fight go
Silas,
down?
and
So
you're seeing
Nautilus
why.
flash
Steals from
ults
Elk
onto
manages to
Elk.
draw the space there for Elk,
Cannon
and as you rightly pointed
just
out,
doesn't have
Elk
ult or
in the
what?
plane,
Oh no, he
flashes
flash
away
ults.
from Zeus, so he's able to stay
Thinks he's
alive,
just too
outpaced
fast.
him, and now
Yeah, I mean, he has
Shun
fucking Cloud Soul.
T1, this is
Yeah.
not your jungle anymore. Carrier cut down immediately. The stolen now going to come out. Bin with the follow-up.
Wait,
Wait.
Bin hit the plant.
Who hit that?
Bin hit it.
With the mounting dread
Yeah.
for T1 just continues to get worse and worse. Shun now pushing in, looking to take out
GG.
Faker, looking to go for the 1v1. The Lamb's respite up and available. The pressure, BLG will not relent. BLG looking to break open the base. in
Gigao
game
making
2.
everyone look like noobs? Faker and Chovy shivering in their boots? Actually neutralizing them?
What is up with BLG though? They're actually just
continuing the gale force under tower.
fucking smoking everyone.
I don't know, like, I think Elk is really fucking good with some int moments. Obviously, Guma's really good too, but it's like Elk's really good, and then they just their play style.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the way they play. I don't know, like they just. It feels like they just pressure you so fucking hard.
Yeah.
2-0.
It's the perma team fights.
Mhm.
They just win most of them. I mean, they did it versus JDG, and they fucking lost most of them. But
I mean, they even had that like horrible situation early game in this game, right? Like their Scion cheese, like whiffed pretty hard.
Yeah.
Scion got Omega gapped in the top lane. They
over aggression.
like
Topside
hard killed themselves in that first skirmish top.
In that early game, they don't give up too much more, and they're able to pull ahead as we get later and later. And
Yeah, wait, what the fuck?
Bloodless game, a single fight.
They were so behind off all that.
4 to 4 kills for the vast majority.
Dude, like I feel like any team in that scenario is just doomed. Besides these guys, I guess.
Massive stuff here from BLG, even showing that they too
What does Tabby
can
say?
sacrifice top lane. They can play that Scion level 1 that everyone's playing. They can have Bin go down tons of CS. And they still can rely on Elk and Shun. Shun, who had that Kindred band at one stretch, was 15 games in a row. Able to pull it off, 8 kills in the end, legendary full.
Get your head in the game, Carrio. It's not over yet. Don't take Figures Nautilus again.
Like, Bin didn't really play much of Scion up until he got beat by 369 in finals. Like,
What is
right,
T1's
I
key
need
to
add
victory?
this to my champion pool. I need to
Dude,
make sure that I'm able to
this
play
feels
fight.
like
And the
T1's gonna pick Nautilus mid this next game. I just have that
forcing
feeling.
carry away, stopping any sort of
Really?
engage coming through,
Yeah.
just opening up in these fights for Elk. Like, it was so well
Just for the fucking story, bro. Like if it works, then everyone's pogging hard, and if it doesn't work, then it's just funny. They're like, yep.
I have a feeling
Yep.
you're going to need your energy going forward, and hopefully for a few more games. But I gotta say, in terms of momentum, in terms of that feeling that whatever you throw at BLG, they'll be able to counter it. For us, it is really fun to watch BLG get out of the situations that they shouldn't, play the game differently. I think even in this game that they did the last one, but Chronicler, the frustration must be at an all-time high for T1 in that regard.
It really is, and I think that
What
as
Shock's
we were watching
wearing?
the game, me and Jet
Oh,
were
that one guy in the
sharing
chat's
looks,
bathrobe.
and the T1 that
Bathroom
you're
rug.
seeing here could not be more different, right, from what you're seeing domestically. And I want to give all the credit to BLG, but this T1, I think it was
Imagine your lane
third
gets fucked
Dragon,
by
they
Scion,
got
and
a
then your
couple of
top laner
iron
insta
spikes,
lead like
right?
that.
They're in a
Yeah,
position where they have an incredibly
that's a
strong
tilter.
teamfight with the cannon, with the Nautilus, and they're just not making any plays, right? You can just see
That's hey Zeus, you're on Scion duty this next game, dumb
them,
bitch.
and as a result, none of the team fights look good.
Yeah, that game felt a lot different.
Yeah.
Than game 1.
Dude, actually,
Game 1
I feel like this game was
what we
decided on that
expected,
timer,
with
wasn't it?
BLG being
Yeah.
Where,
number one
like,
in
right
rankings
before
per
Zeus
minute.
entered?
This was like 4 kills to 4 as
Where they
stacking
swapped
up
top?
Soul. Like, this was very
No,
much,
like,
I think
I mean, pull
T1
back to it, but
didn't know where to go.
Yeah.
like,
So they,
Kindred's
and
recall
BLG
got
knew that they
canceled
had
like 4
limitations with
times,
Cloud Soul and
Mhm.
better scaling
and Dragon's
system.
coming up
So they actually
in
were
like
able to
15,
play pretty calm,
and he recalls
collected
at
with
13
Legends.
seconds,
It doesn't make
and then
me very
T1
hopeful
like
for more games.
doesn't want to go for the fight,
So the
or
massive
start the
thing here
dragon.
was because they started with that
And then
Scion
instead,
spot, right? Which set
BLG
It
gets
was
the
thinking
dragon.
about
This is dragon number 2.
Crucial to have. We check
And
in
then
13 minutes into the game.
The end of it being the Zeus int.
Oh yeah, I see it now. 13 minutes.
Yeah, like this is.
Keeps getting canceled.
In here,
I mean, I guess Jinx is giga ahead, but like, is a team like really lost here? Enough to not want to take one? Wait, Guma's guns are fucked.
Yep, that control ward giving the vision.
Yeah.
Got that
Gal
perp.
is able to get it for the dragon fight. They know,
Bad
though.
gun. Silas is holding
Alright,
Maokai
now,
ult.
Watch this cannon. Zeus does not have flash. He does have proto belt though.
I mean, it seems like they could go for it. It doesn't seem like it's unwinnable or anything.
To the river, to the dragon.
But it is kind of strange. T1's going for the setup, and then like they have an opportunity to start it, and they don't go for it.
Just gonna keep the pressure up, willing
Yeah.
to concede this Drake. TV being matched now.
I'll skip around.
Will go over to the side of BLG.
A lot of members of T1 moving up towards this
Oh, wow,
top side.
that-
So you can see Carrier was thinking about going for
That
something.
cannon thing legit like nullified their gold lead.
Yep. I mean, it's so much XP to get solo killed by someone lower level than you too.
You
Yeah.
can see that with the way T1 is set up kind of defensively across that line, might be a bit tough. Looks like they're just happy to trade it for the bot lane turret for Yagao instead.
And then what? BLG literally just ARAMs mid.
What exactly went wrong there, but
What the fuck, man? They get mid tier 1.
But he's mistaken now.
They
for
recall.
BLG.
Salas goes
They
bot.
wanna try and get that push.
Catches
And
the wave.
a lot of that
Kind of near
gold
where like
that
T1
Zeus
bot
had
side would be.
Mm-hmm.
Pushes one more.
all right, I'm just
Pushes
saying
another
that-
one. Moves up. Dragon's up. And then they just get Dragon. T1 doesn't contest again. This one's not contestable either? Really? They're just perma weaker? I mean, like, this is okay if you're like playing for a spike. I guess like all this doesn't really matter if they really feel like they can't win. I guess it just goes down to like the soul and Baron shit. Soul spawns.
I'm curious why they went Jace mid this game. Like, did Faker do anything this game?
No.
Does BLG just make mid laners like invisible?
I mean,
it's so fucking weird. Like everyone who plays against this team, like literally Chovy, Faker, Caps,
I think it's just legit like the ARAM style that BLG's doing. Like they're making it so that mid laners aren't sitting there just farming. Which is what Chovy does.
Yeah. He's just a dirty farmer. Can't play unless he's up gold on the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, he gets absurd amounts of gold on the anime. Fucking.
There are definitely players like that who like they're only comfortable if they're like the richest person in the game.
Yeah, because they're only making plays from ahead.
Yeah.
I think BLG's cheating by actually grouping up. Never seen before.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, very weird.
We are here.
I'm just speeding through the game. 2 times speeding it. See if anything stands out. Because the gold is like not even a big advantage at all.
Nope.
Yagao does have a lot of pressure in the side lane the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Are we going to Silver Scrapes, Meteos?
Hopefully.
They're one of the greatest teams ever, yet they have 0 international finals, which I think becomes a superstition and makes them play worse in these moments. They need to do it now. They have to win 3 games in a row against BLG to not make that international goose egg a reality.
Yeah, the reverse sweep is necessary.
Could Zach ever be viable at support?
Kill those demons and to get a chance to
I'm pretty good at support.
Demons, and
not that Zach.
Point.
Yeah, Afromu's pretty good at support.
They could go into a full
Afromu's pretty good at support.
Tomorrow. Incredible. Let's see if they can close it
The
out.
champion Zach, I think it's okay. I've seen people play it. There's a lot of fucking CC.
This is not Faker's fault. Chovy looked so much fucking worse versus BLG.
I mean, every mid has looked pretty bad against BLG for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of the stuff too is like you probably don't feel it unless you play against them. Maybe they just have like insane pressure, like vision control denial type stuff.
Yeah.
Like just really good at engaging and avoiding enemy team engage. I don't know. Any tips for Cassante? Yeah, just star walk on their ass.
Imagine you're like Yasuo when you're playing Cassante. Wait, tell him that one thing about the ult when you're high HP.
Huh?
Tell him that thing. The thing. Tell him the thing.
Ulti them.
What if you're high health? Do you want to ult?
Only if you're okay with losing your whole health. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What? 100 months old.
Oh wait, here's Cassante tips. They're literally showing Cassante tips.
I think it's just a Prime ad.
No, it's Cassante clips. I was actually playing some Cassante yesterday.
How'd it go?
I was slow stroking as expected.
Choose the phone they want, like the incredible iPhone
Won both
14
the games.
on us.
I don't know if slow stroking is a good
Now. And I got to choose the phone I wanted for free.
Not that you're bragging.
Choose the phone you want on us. Verizon.
Both games were 17 minutes and then 16:30.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Damn. Would you say that 80 carry is a trash roll and always has been in solo queue?
Yes.
Sir BDS? Yes. Thank you. Finally. I'm waiting all my life for someone to validate my feelings.
Your feelings are valid. Like, you can't help it that you're a little sensitive bitch. You have so many feelings. But they're all valid.
Oh.
Some people are just born weaker than others. It's not your fault you're a huge pussy.
Yes.
Does that make you feel good? Do you feel validated?
That makes me feel really good. Now, can you get Freak on the hotline? I want Freak to call me dog shit. And the 80 carry rules OP.
This sneaky song.
Put the diamonds in the back. You think someone at Riot's 12-year-old brother made this song? Some dude moaning and auto-tune in the back.
You're just jealous. You can't make beats like this.
It's so fucking bad, Jesus Christ. Somebody stop it!
It's
Minecraft diamonds in the bag? Dude.
Does anyone know what this song's called?
They will not reveal the name. It's called Ass Dumpster Fire? Oh. Alex Hitchens run it up. Someone says. How about we just play some good old-fashioned KDA and or any world song? Or this one. This one's a banger.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Run me my money? Yeah, let's not play that one. Because it doesn't have lyrics? Yeah, I think it might be better that way. Let's keep the lyrics out of the bag.
Welcome back to MSI 2023.
Oh my god.
But here we go. Puma responding in kind of 3-2 inside of T1.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
T1 to file odds. Well, this is
3-0, bitch. No, 2-3, 2-3.
Down as you can go in
Fuck
this tournament.
you.
Yeah, it
2-3,
has to be
2-3.
right now for T1. They've got to switch it up here. Both in
You got to have that
top and
mindset.
in
You're down
play.
2-0. You're like, ah,
The
fuck it.
top
We'll
lane
still win.
replay of Zeus, I'm still
I gave you 2
boggled
freebies.
at what went
Congrats,
on
kid.
there. Gotta turn
That's
brain
the
on.
most
Let's
you'll
go.
get.
Yeah, but I'm curious as to see what we get.
I don't think I've ever had a
Right, 'cause it
reverse
feels
sweep
like when you
or
look at T1, they're still getting a lot
been
of what they
reverse sweep in
want.
my
We
career.
talked about, like,
I could be
the
wrong,
Rick
but
Allen
I
design
don't remember
game
any.
number 1. This has been a huge one for Gumayush and Carrier, but they
I've got
couldn't
both.
quite get it across the line. Even then coming into this next game, they get their
Nice.
hands on the Maokai, which can be such a good setup, but they still don't see that one coming to fruition for them.
It was such a good Silas angle in answering that. You know, give up the
I
Maokai
did say this is a
because of the
3-1
big, powerful
series.
ultimate, being able to pull back the Silas.
But for who?
T1 aren't going to let it happen, though.
BLG
Uninterested in high-tier junglers making it
is
through
what
draft.
I have
Dun-
claimed.
Going to get banned out here. BLG mixing it up. This is big for T1 because I think you can anticipate maybe trading here in the final game, but now you have to decide which of the remaining AD carries do you want to prioritize. But there's the Cassante.
Oh, star walking time.
Instant lock here. Ben doesn't care. Slam that Gwen down. Ooh, love it. Carry on top side here for
Maybe that's what the Gwen ban was for last game. It was to like force the Cassante ban.
That's either Zyra Khan, Zeri Lulu, at least from what we've traditionally seen here. So the fact you end up taking the Lulu means that you don't really want to take the Zeri away. So you're going to more than likely.
I'll do an early Gamba.
Yeah, they're all
Gamba's going up.
Really?
Elk is like,
Really?
yeah, last time I got to play
Yes,
Zeri with
sir.
a Lulu pocket and 3 cleanses and Annie shields and Lulu shields.
Why is no one
all
playing
over the place.
Milio?
Still is probably going to be
He hates
supportive
his
mid
shit,
laners, but
and
the
nobody
Annie,
likes
of course,
him.
is banned.
Mm,
Then he dropped down to like
okay.
Lissandras.
So no surprise to see immediately the Zeri picked up. Cassante coming in
BLG's
very
comp
early,
looks
fast build.
scary.
Let's see where it goes. Ben very confidently kind of pseudo-blinding the Gwen, comfortable in that match, comfortable with whatever else will come through, and we'll see now what they want to ban away, if it's top laners or if it's mid laners to set up a better matchup.
I think it might be junglers.
They said earlier he's banned at MSI, but like Jinx is banned right now, but people are still player.
You can probably take the Sejuani for sure
Yeah,
there, and
yeah.
then it's like, okay, well, what are you going to
That's
go
pretty
to?
true,
What's
Meteos.
kind of bottom of the barrel there? that
I
you
didn't
wanna
really
try
think
and pick
about
up?
that, huh?
Maybe you shouldn't feel comfortable going back towards the Kindred, but you're definitely starting to crest into even things like Owner going back towards the Nocturne or Kha'Zix or something along these lines.
Yeah, I think you have to give so much respect to the Faker
Oh,
Cassante
shit,
swap
boys.
after that was by far his best game versus JDG. Looked so insane with that in mid lane. So they're going to cover their bases here, ban out the Talia.
Making sure that they do not have the extra tools to protect Elk on the backside. The Talia pick that has been a bit hit or miss, but Yagao, the one really prioritizing in these drafts, is an extra form of protection for Elk so often, as well as a roaming.
Milio not allowed in MSI? Like, you just don't think he's strong enough for people to pick?
Yeah.
It's gonna be the Gragas. Okay, so
Interesting.
Really respecting the potential for that.
So do they want to ban the Nautilus or the Ahri?
They consulted Twitch chat and they
My
said he
coffee's
wasn't
here.
enough.
It's time to
The
wake
setup
up.
power with that
BRB.
Nautilus would be quite big for Yagao as well.
I mean, it's kind of tricky, right? Because ultimately, if you go for
They
the Ahri
banned
here, it's still easy to
Scion!
immediately swap that Cassante
Oh
off.
my god!
Instead, they're going to take the Scion away.
Alright, making prediction. Fuck it.
Oftentimes you've seen Cassante come in as an answer to the Nautilus so well, where you're able to match a lot of the push, you just end up as a beefier, tankier front line, and then the value that you get from this Nautilus off the
5-minute gamble!
T1 saying, hey look, if you just take it, Cassante goes mid, but maybe they don't really care. As you can see, it was hover for a split second there.
Viego.
Looks like they're gonna take that
Viego.
jungler for sure
What?
instead first.
Kindred?
And obviously a big Nidalee player, but it hasn't been the most successful pick at this tournament thus far.
For real, dude?
Direly low on CC on the side of BLG. So many great engage tools from the side of T1. BLG lacking
Is
really
T1
any
dog
hard
shit at
CC
drafting?
return.
How?
And it does mean
Explain.
that you're probably going to see Yagao go towards something like
What do you
Lissandra
first
or
pick?
something along those lines to try and provide that setup.
What do you
Nautilus could
first
also
pick?
work in that situation, right, to try and be that front line. But I'd say for BLG, bit of an unusual one. I'm not the biggest fan of what they decide to go for here, especially as the Kha'Zix now comes out
Wait.
as well. You do a phenomenal
Jackery?
setup for this Kha'Zix to try and get into the face of the Kindred. And
Cassante mid?
For here. The Ahri is still on the table.
I mean,
and a lot
surely
of the
this is
conventional
like-
answers into it have been taken away. Jax, Camille, the
Those you
hover
do,
over,
right?
call out.
Flex
He is
Cassante?
feeling confident in the 1v1.
Whoa.
He was pretty consistent.
Counter
Kha'Zix
pick Gwyn with
versus
something.
Kindred.
The Jax against the
Flex
Jax master
Cassante,
himself,
counter
but
pick Gwyn with
Galio,
something.
An excellent synergy.
Yes.
A lot of
Jax.
tools to stop people from getting onto your backline. Taunt is
Give
such an
yourself the
impressive
better
ability
matchup
against so many
somewhere.
divers.
I mean, this was massive for Yagao across their regular split. 80% win rate in the regular split, and we even got to see it a little bit in playoffs. Like, both the Veigar and the Galio were his two standout picks in his pool, and we are going to get to see it. So BLG going back towards a style that was very comfortable for
How's the Galio Cassante matchup? Doesn't he get smoked?
Galio, I would assume he gets smoked, but I don't know. Like, if I just saw BLG's comp and it wasn't BLG playing it, I would think it was kind of bad. Like, don't have very much CC. You've got, like, not very good early game, but these guys seem to be kind of like freaks of nature, so I would be kind of worried if I was playing against it.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing. T1 definitely want to try and jump in on top.
Kindred gonna do some crazy shit somehow. Zeri Lulu's gonna win lane.
Yeah.
Galio's gonna be everywhere.
Have the range to take full advantage of it. Yes, you got the double AD carry, but it still feels like a huge amount of this is going to be a case of, can we spread out these fights? Can we buy space for the double AD carry in the back line?
Bad matchup. Galio plays for team fights. Okay.
Trying to jump on them is going to
Fellow
be so
Twitch
difficult
chat analyst, thank you. I did ask your opinion.
Counter engage there for BLG.
And now we will play with this assumption. We will watch.
Lulu. T1 have to be very, very particular with their engages, and especially Keria. A lot riding on Keria's shoulders here with the Rakan. Oftentimes,
I mean, it seems like it'd be hard to, like,
into teams that have so much
even gank Cassante, because if you start your W, he just presses his W.
And to all the T1 fans watching this, if you believe in them, they need to hear you now. Their backs are against the wall. It is do
Kinda cold in
or
my room.
die.
What do you think about that?
You grab a hoodie.
When I think of Cassante for Faker, this has been when they've had their standout moments. This has been where Faker has been able to pop off, step forward.
I like my house being a little cold, so I can wear like hoodie, sweatpants, cozy vibes.
Then when do you get to wear your short shorts?
Sometimes it gets warm.
Okay.
No, I mean, it's only too cold for me, like when my hands start feeling cold, because then it's doomed.
Yeah.
Then I cannot play game.
The odds just continue to stack against them. Been 12-1 on this Gwen on the international stage.
12-1 on Gwen? That's pretty fucking good.
MSI finals last year. Whatever happens in the lane, they have to take Bin out of the equation. They have to shut BLG
That is
down.
not too shabby. Oh, are they trying to match matchups?
A lot of people love to see. Can Zeus bounce back?
Are they trying to go Saya Rakan versus Zeri Lulu bot? Wait.
Will be able to get his red buff very early on.
Wow, yeah, Galio.
Sending Galio top?
That sounds just as bad. It's like you can't go anywhere.
It does mean that you don't get full value from Yagao's ultimate, though.
What's he gonna do?
So I'm curious to see if they do end up
How's he gonna play this?
I don't know. Try to cue the
in general,
melees.
Galio should be relatively safe with his top side and going to be able to
getting his dick beat.
Yeah, I mean, Galio top is like never playable.
Look at this fucking duel. They're just running at each other.
Dude, this is the Classico. Now you don't have heal.
BLG do end up winning out though. Both summoner spells burnt on support and AD carry, and you can also see just the health trade as well. So BLG still managing to get.
Now you're just too low to do anything.
Yeah, go. There you go.
That's a trade.
This is what they're going to say. A lot of it is
Huge.
Be a case of you being able to dismantle a lot of
Is Yagao just like the ultimate team player, bro? It's like, yeah, I'll pick Galio and I'll lane against fucking Jack's top, no problem. But then it's like, yeah, I'm not down for this, bro. You take the hit. He goes, okay. Yeah, let's go top.
To survive. This shit's scary top.
Sneaky slightly ahead. What's your game time?
56, 7.
Are you like 2 seconds ahead?
I like the pressure here, forcing owner to come shadow.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, I'm at 6, 7, 8. 9. What? 10.
I paused for you.
Oh. Well, shit. I'll pause.
Trying to isolate and shut down the
14,
bottom lane.
15, 16, 17.
3 minutes
Okay, we're good.
Game. High stakes potential dive situation here.
What's happening?
Yo, he's using the wolf to harass them under turret like this?
That's it.
I don't think that thing does any damage on its own.
And this pressure is so good.
Very
for
tiny
BLG,
amount.
Just mirroring jungles and waiting.
He gets
for
crab though.
Scuttle Crab
True.
spawns. It's a bottom
He
side
does
Scuttle
win the
Crab
lottery.
mark as well
Oh my
for
God,
Shun.
Faker's butthole.
In addition to denying those minions on bottom side, look at the Zaya already.
I mean,
again,
like,
falling behind in minions.
I guess if Galio's getting slammed, then so is Cassante.
Galio's not even getting slammed.
Continuing to outtrade in the mid lane. Guma now going to be in trouble. Carry has to do
Oh
everything
my
he can to
God,
carry,
he's
but it's not
actually
enough.
just
Guma
dead.
the dive clean this time.
What?
They won't fumble it again.
How did he
Elk's
just
gonna
stay
walk away
there? He
quickly,
went
but
crab
still
back
standing.
bot?
Really good stuff there by on Lulu. Hits him with the
Oh
polymorph,
my
takes tower,
God.
flashes out,
I think they assumed he would
secures
like
the
go top to
kill
try to get
for
the second
team.
mark.
Gives it to the Kindred. I honestly
So
think
owner
like that
based
more
bought a
than
longsword,
giving
ran
it.
up there. He's like, they're still dabbable.
See if Ben wants to
I'll
go
stay.
for 4 stacks of the snip snip. Owner now coming in.
Been humping turret?
Punish Ben for
Does he
playing so
sniff it?
aggressively in the mid lane.
Is he too good?
Can they even
He's too
do
fucking
anything to
good.
him?
Poke to even up the lane matchup.
Kha'Zix
Right now,
is like
everything going in the favor of
so
BLG, 800
not
gold
good
in
at
their favor
pressuring
this
lanes this
game.
early.
Ben's literally turret humping and dodges the gank while doing it.
Yep.
For owner, that's going to end up setting him behind because he needs to be in a position where he's in the lead. Look, Kindred is the same. You want this AD carry to be pumping out damage, but at least you get value.
What's he do?
From
What's
that
he do?
map
How does he
press play. You
Q?
get value from the kill he's managed to pick up.
Oh,
but owner's
they
been
got
trying
him.
to just
Uses it for the cannon right here.
check.
Boom.
Wait,
Behind the rest of the game.
Yeah, and that's why I really like the
Whoa,
Kindred actually getting that kill
Frieza.
there. Pickaxe right back out onto the map. He gets
Is he
to
over?
move that
Doesn't he?
advantage
Lulu
around.
face checks. Takes the W.
Knock up there though. Clean immediate fall at the
He's
stairs.
dead.
Coming back. Guma and Carry
Nice. Let's go, T1.
Ooh.
That
Too
is
greedy.
much needed for T1. Big stuff there. Gold going into Guma Yushi.
He's actually
Helping him
recalling.
catch right back up.
Are they gonna ride it?
Crucial that they're able to find those avenues,
Nope.
especially with how difficult mid lane was going early on in the game. Faker now feeling a bit more comfortable. Wandering out of lane as he has a brief moment where the wave is pushed in, can clear out some of this vision, take a bit more control on the top
It's actually
side.
such a
check in
greedy
towards the
freeze.
Galio. Can try and trade against
Yeah.
the Jax, but will not have an all-in threat
That's
here. It's
usually
just
what
there to
happens.
survive, see when they can actually
Wave's
enable
too
you out
fucking
of
big,
the
can't even do anything.
Earlier, Dagda.
Mhm.
Now Shun uncontested as he starts the Infernal Drake.
You do piss off the
They
opponent
should
for
be able
half
to
a
pick up
second
this
though.
objective. We do have the support recalls though, so Carry is back out
No,
on the
don't
map.
let
Gonna
them
come
breathe,
over, pop
no.
Scryer's Bloom.
Oh,
Nice little window though, of course, T1. Nice.
this is
punish.
stealable.
fucking
They
battle.
know he didn't have flash.
It
Owner
is a
positioned
battle.
For another steal. Blast going in, jump out.
For an angle.
Whoa!
Take this one away.
Oh my God, he just does that to him. That feels so
Wow.
fucking
So
bad.
good as a jungler.
Bro.
I didn't even see it getting smite range that whole time.
Another smite steal for Owner.
I mean, at what point do we take the title away from Dane?
I mean, it's kinda
With
just
Owner
600.
gonna be Prince of Thieves as he finds
Right,
yet
the
another
jump
objective
in.
steal in this game. Faker now moving up
I mean,
to
it was
top
just
lane.
like I saw it get to a
Multi available as well.
613 on the
Miguel
Dragon
has to
HP,
be
and then
able
his
to
smite
survive
got
here.
it somehow.
Yeah.
Like he didn't actually hit it with anything, did he? Did he shoot a W or something?
Yeah. Walk up, big AoE auto.
Yeah, as you said, he
I don't
went
think he
after
had
top
time.
chrome plating.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I was just looking to hold up there, but bottom side.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh.
Out again, Elk not able to do anything here on the bottom side. Guma finding
He
another
won?
kill.
This is
We
huge
game
for
it?
T1.
Yep.
And Carry are clawing their way back into this bottom side now with 2
Gaming
kills
boys?
on towards the Zaya.
Is this
It's
the
absolutely
one?
massive. It's so much
Everybody
that's
gets
stemming from the
one?
fact They didn't have to invest time into taking the dragon.
Hope so.
They steal it away. Now they get pressure top. They get pressure on bot, and T1 are fighting back.
They're so good at identifying the only opening on the map for them. There it is. In
Like
613,
what?
Wait, auto,
right as
yeah.
that tick of
That makes
damage,
no sense.
Able to get it, but they're so good at
Yeah.
identifying the only opening there.
Pretty crazy.
He just pulled off a tower dive on
Is he
us. and he
cheating?
flashed out. Okay.
think
we're gonna
so.
punish
Smite
him for
X.
it. Over and over. Carry a lockup. Blade caller from
Why
Guma.
is Lulu
Owner
level
even
3?
goes down there, and that's back-to-back plays to punish that offensive.
Beating XP.
It's also the fact that Carry is coming completely out of vision.
both
every time
teams
he
or what?
runs. We can't get polymorphed as he's coming through because he's just moving too
Little bit.
quickly. So On isn't getting that opportunity to try and disengage. So really good stuff from T1's bottom lane and just setting themselves up now for the first time really having, well, I'll say the kill advantage. Still a good bit of that CS lead is going across towards Elk at the moment though.
Certainly is. Something to keep track of as we get later in the game, these first item spikes especially. Herald now spawned and available, see which side wants to force for it. You see pings coming down onto it from Shun. T1 and the Zaya Rakan, we were promised that this is a duo that you cannot give them. BLG managed to beat it in game 1, but game 2 off to an incredibly good start for the T1 bottom lane.
Now I want to see if BLG can try and use this for the Rift Herald. A lot of their combo relying on the fact that Yago has now hit level 6. Bin has control over that mid lane as well. And even Elk and On.
Kindred just going to start up the Herald. Let's see if he unleashes another one for Kha'Zix.
Faker isn't in a position to really follow up here.
He plays with no fear on Kindred, bro. Like,
wow.
I like this fight because as long as BLG keep the
That
bottom
dude
lane
was
from roaming,
freaked.
there is an advantage for them on the top side. You got trying to push out.
Taunt gonna land. Ben, is he ready to go back in? Shun now trying to make it out over the wall, trying to get
Should
in.
have taken
the
ult.
Herald now immediately gonna throw down the Lamb's Respite. The Galio coming in. Zeus has a brief moment to try to make it out of this one. The stun coming in from Zeus.
big fight.
They find three. Faker isolates Ben in the
Oh,
ball.
and then here's Elk randomly.
Out on the top side, he will look to take down Ben. Ben flashes, but he's pulled back.
He just autos him over the wall.
Faker finds the kill, but here is Elk. Elk looking to reset. Elk looking to find the fight, but there is no
Elk actually
fight
flashes
left
here?
for BLG. Elk though, continuing to defy expectations, leaping out over the wall. Carrier ready to follow. Carrier ready to respond.
Holy fuck, bro.
Down as Carrier takes the kill.
And a game 3.
I didn't even see Elks too. I was watching Faker kill Gwen.
The fight in the pit. They
Yeah, I mean,
managed
it
to
was
get the kills on
insane T1 fight,
BLG,
then just
and BLG
Elk shows up
left
again.
scrambling in this one.
This one, at least, like, T1 was right behind them. This must feel so troll as bot lanes. You're just, like, running up together toward the fight. You're, like, kind of looking at each other.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm faster, bitch.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, he just fucks him.
Oh, wait, I see Faker's auto over the wall. Holy shit.
T1's bot lane matches, that's where it's fall apart for BLG.
It wasn't even like a buffered auto. It was just like a fucking full-on auto over the wall.
On the side
Yeah.
of BLG. Carrier here does get
You do get extra range hitting the Cassante passive, which is why.
Needs to make his way out as quickly as he can. Q over the wall, on waiting over the wall. They will
Holy
not
shit, he just Qs. Okay. Thought he might have to flash.
300 advantage to T1, but the Herald to the side of BLG.
I don't think we're combos
But we saw
both
that
there, but
moment
it
when the
was just the
shot calling
speed.
changed. Shun was like, you know what?
From
Herald,
side W.
boom, I got it. I'm going to leave now. Not stick around for
I
that
can't
eyeball,
call him
but then they made the
Zeus
call.
when he
Our
spells
bottom
his
lane
name
is leading
Zeus.
on
Like,
the
I
rotation
don't
of
know.
Delay,
Doesn't make
delay.
sense
We
to
can
me.
actually fight this slowly,
I think
and
it's
it's
just
the
Zeus.
tenacious chase from T1 that collects the extra kills. And as you said, the overlap there of the Galio on the
Let's
control.
agree to not say
Wow.
he's a Zeus.
Zeus
I'm
is
down.
protected.
The problem is it's fixed a lot of the problems for T1 on this top side.
I'm down to
You can
not
see there, T1
butcher the
trying to
English
leverage the fact
language.
that They have push in the spot side to now constantly invade onto Shun. Make sure that he's very uncomfortable. And it's
We all
open
know
up owner to finally
pronouncing
play
things in this
1v1
language is
matchup a little bit more
so
aggressive.
awesome.
Shun will just be spotted in mid lane a little bit, but I am curious to see how he decides to use this Herald, because with the presence that T1 now have on this bottom side as well, it becomes very difficult for him if he ever runs into Owen.
Tricky game now, T1. So many tools to start the fights off. We've seen Carrier so consistent on these recon engages. So they may try to make a play on the bottom side. Double control wards, protecting BLG, protecting Elk, make sure the dive can't come through. But a second Dragon over to T1. So early in the game, they are set up to stack very cleanly to a soul.
Goddamn Americans.
Herald dropped mid.
It's
into
looking good for
response
T1.
as Well, Faker's there. They should be able to
Yep.
usher it up to a charge at least, though, and at least
Just
get the
Elk is like the
expected
fucking
value
X
here.
factor, bro. He's like
It's aggroed on minions
always a
currently.
threat no matter what.
Okay, trying to get in, hit the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in, charge will connect. Crucial for BLG.
Lane
where
named
the
hyper
Dustin does not
carries.
have that extra influx of gold.
You can see they even brought Yago down. They really wanted to make sure that they were able to get that play happen. Yago will be able to move back up towards his top side though, make sure he's okay. As Elk pushing in the spot side again. Just BLG trying to see if they can scramble for anything they can pick up on the map right now.
I want to see Elk versus Sneaky. I feel like that would be an actual like close matchup.
Yep. First of its kind. Everyone else just gets shit stomped.
Maybe we found a worthy challenger of Sneaky. So bored.
And Elk is nursing that small lead
Sneaky not playing pro is like Magnus Carlsen not defending his world championship. He doesn't care. He doesn't need the title to know he's the best.
Pretty much, pretty much.
I think a huge amount of that is going to
He's waiting for a worthy opponent.
Someone finally needs to show up.
Did you follow any of that stuff with like Magnus in the world championship?
Like more than just that he didn't show up.
Yeah, well, he initially said like a year or two ago that like he would only compete in this world championship if like one specific kid like qualified for the tournament.
I did see that.
I thought that was
He didn't,
interesting.
or-
That sounded like some anime shit.
To get Galio ult to come down
That guy
just
didn't
after the
qualify?
Kindred ult
No, I mean he just
explodes so that you can make
he
use
didn't
of the
make it.
knockup and actually get DPS down there
Yeah.
instead of being nullified by your own invulnerability ultimate is a hard timing to hit.
Wait, was it Ali Reza?
Adapting the execution on the fly is going to be big for BLG.
For
They
Roja?
have the luxury of a 2-0 lead. They can afford to lose a game, but would love to close it out cleanly here. A very aggressive draft. A lot about the counterpunch. This and you got trade back on the top side. Just casual 100 healing coming in for Divine Sunder. That feels pretty great.
And I think that's where you're going to have to see this matchup probably change on the top side. I know it's not great for the Gwen either, like a lot of situations, especially with the Divine Thunder already completed versus just not having that Rift Maker completed. But you need to get access to Yageo's towards multiple side lanes. Also the fact again, I mean, Zay's just free farming up here this whole time.
Faker fishing, trying to find an angle, pulling a back.
Oh!
What happens here?
Owner trying to finish the job. Ben trying to heal up. Ben will
Oh
get
my god, he just
Owner
gets
finding the
smoked.
kill in the mid lane.
Big
Rolled
stuff for
and
T1 to
smoked.
get some more money
Okay.
on him. He's got that lethality spike. The cheap Umbral
Let's go,
Glaive
T1.
plus serrated Dirk here.
Gwyn
And
is
that damage isn't
actually
enough.
pretty
Elk gonna
behind.
Cruise on in to say hello to Faker and pick up the minion wave as they exit.
More resources in the back pocket of Elk, certainly, but good.
Not
that they're able
really
to
ahead
slow
like he
down
usually
Ben,
is.
who was dominating at least in the 1v1 trades. Him a little bit more slow, weaken him overall. We've seen once.
All right. T1 gets to game 5, and then they lock in the Nautilus mid.
Across the map. You can see
Yep,
here,
yep.
gold differences only in the bot
One
lane.
last ride.
Jungle for the side of BLG.
Yeah, and the big leverage there for Zeus when he was able to slingshot ahead was that Rift Herald fight. where T1
I want to see someone make like
So
an
in
anime
direction,
of like
put him
Faker
inside
riding on
lane,
top of
finds
Nautilus and
under
he's petting him.
Jax,
He's like, "You think you can do
spawn
one
bottom
last
side,
ride for us,
rotate
buddy?"
AD carries mid, push out the
Nautilus
wave.
fucking
Again, second Rift Herald is up and available.
neighs like a horse, and then
So rotating
cuts to
your
him
vision
going
over
0-10.
There's not really much here that BLG can really respond with, though. As you say, that T1 have just so much control of the map. You're waiting for that mounted dragon that's in a minute and a
Holy
half.
shit.
And when you're able to have Zeus continuously push against Yagao, he's going to have amazing control. Should be able to get a good amount
You need to
of
make
control
that.
over the river as
Not
well.
somebody
And
needs to
even
make
when
it.
you
You
look
need to
into
make
the
it.
I need to
well,
make
the
it.
wave clear that he has,
No one else has
just
this
constantly
vision.
getting mid and bot prowl to move into river, and it makes it so hard for BLG to do anything, which is why we see Shun trying to move down towards this bot side, trying to make a play as the Rift Herald is being taken.
Yeah, they know, so they're trying to trade away cross-map play here, but scouted out by the ward. Means it might be a little bit of extra resources here. Keria comes down to Shadow, so that there's not too much extra pressure on Zeus at that tower. Mirroring the support roam here from On, setting up that vision preemptively for the arrival of...
Oh, I finally watched that new Top Gun movie last night. Did you ever see it?
No.
It's fucking, it's good.
You saw the original?
Mm-hmm.
I did not.
Good little mark pull here.
Is
for
it
Shun.
just
Is that
another
two
one or a
now?
remake or something?
As
No,
the
it's like a
resets for the
sequel.
Dragon. Trying to retake
But it's
now
set like
for
quite a bit in the
14-1
future.
is so difficult. They know their red quadrant of the jungle has to be littered with wards because they just saw the big power move from BLG setting up for this dragon. And so now they're cautiously retaking
I need to
this
watch
area
the
to give them some sort of footing with
the
which to start
Gohan
up
movie.
this contest.
Again, though, I think you're...
Oh, like the one that, about the comic?
BLG don't have the best
I don't think that's what it's about.
Oh.
As you can see, I mean, Keria in the midst of everyone on BLG is just able to dash away. So this is where BLG
Yeah, I mean, I remember really liking cartoons when I was a kid.
already they move into take.
And they're doing just that. They're going to sacrifice
Well,
the
they're just gonna
mid-wave,
start it
and
up.
T1's going to pop the Herald to make them really pay.
Surely this can't be good for BLG to fight like this.
Fuck it.
Just fully flanked by Zeus.
He's just getting tickled out.
Zeus out of the pit. 5K getting lower. Now they're focusing it down. Are they just going to 50-50 at BLG? It's so difficult for them to force any kind of meaningful fight here. Keria just walking away. Guma walking away. They don't have the CC to lock down a priority target.
Uh-oh.
Being shepherded around and now just getting knocked out of the pit
Oh
immediately.
my god.
BLG need to force the fight. Faker
They're gonna
in the
get
back,
dragged, aren't
he's doing
they?
so much work.
Vin's
The
getting
pullback
fucked.
coming through. Faker makes it out.
Yeah.
Into the pit.
I mean, they get the dragon.
To the side of T1. T1
Wow, that was
alive in
aggressive
game
as
3.
fuck by
Zeus
Faker,
finding a
just
kill.
starting the
Owner
fight with the
untouched for
Cassandra
now,
ult into
but
their
Elk
entire
still
team.
stands. He's trying to
Oh,
move
kill
forward.
him, kill him, kill him, please! Nice, let's go, T1.
It's a massive fight for T1.
Soul Point and Ace, let's fucking go.
Yeah, that was huge.
Yagao goes into the pit. Faker running full circle around this fight with Cassante's mobility. We've seen it so many times. It's not.
That was
Well, it's frustrating.
weird ass fight, bro.
I want to be
Yep.
Zeri and Cassante. It all works out well. But
Cassante
for
ults
for
Kindred
T1,
over the
and I
wall.
think
It makes
this is
it
where you really
so
exemplify the
awkward for
problems
her.
with BLG's
Mhm.
composition, where T1 are able to hop
And then
in,
Ben was
hop
stuck
out,
in the
shake it
pit,
all
like,
around, and there's nothing that BLG are
1v
able to do
fucking
yet,
3.
because as soon as they try to go onto anyone,
Zeus in the
T1
back.
just have that mobility. I kick it away.
I want
Surprised
to see
Zeri
a Faker
flashed
spin
the
with
Jack
Macarena
stun.
now. Absolutely
Pokey, pokey.
Ah, close enough. Here he goes in.
He used this one, and then they've Kindred
Faker,
ult.
it looks like he's so deep, right? But He gets all 4. He even gets Shun's flash as he flashes out. And then here was that re-engage.
Oh wait, Galio
ulted
onto Ben and just ended up in the worst spot ever.
It's an overextension, another mistiming on another Galio ult, and T1 are feasting.
It's also just such a spread out fight. Like, you don't actually get BLG in a position where they're really getting, Gago at the front line, trying to provide that tank, trying to buy space, because he's looking for the position. And T1 jump, but Ben's dead!
Oh!
Damn. Ben is getting rolled into a blunt this game.
Hard to say without the context. Had to watch Lulu die a bit horrifically there.
Fat ass counter.
BLG.
Jax or what?
I guess. I don't know.
At a massive deficit. 3 dragons stacked against them. T1
he's behind.
The most pressure that could possibly be on them, but
Couldn't even go 1v1.
And it feels like such a weird time.
Had to send his mid laner.
Right? When you look towards, hey, look, this Casante ban has worked out absolutely fantastic for us. Faker has been insane on this pick, and you're starting to see it again in this game. When you have 2 games in your advantage, to suddenly start to swap it up and change it to what has been such a difficult game plan to operate. You can see BLG now struggling, and T1 happy to just find those moments.
They just fucking murder him like that.
That didn't feel like a kill angle leading up to it, but I guess it is.
And this is that other side of Ben.
Just go.
Used to seeing throughout the long extended series. They finally get a pick on him in the side lane. It's not the Giga Ben. It's T1. Now with full control. 3 dragons. Dragon Soul coming imminently. Baron already arrived at the pit. And they're trying to really take control of the vision here with that Umbral Glaive.
Oh, Gwen can't get stacks because of Jax's dodge. I see. Yeah, seems annoying.
Ability. And Faker, last time around, he went straight for Shun.
Makes a lot of sense. Limiting the Kindred, taking her out of the equation, denying the potential for a 50-50. T1 so many tools to guarantee a secure on this Baron.
Oh?
BLG fishing.
Slips out.
And again, this is what we've highlighted, Dagger. This is what you've highlighted. They can just walk away.
How does he
and BLG
do it?
have no way to stop them from doing it.
Yeah,
Incredible.
BLG are trying their best, but as long as T1 are the one that are dictating the pace of these fights, it's so difficult for BLG to really do anything. Carry now, as you can see, stepping up. He knows there's not a huge amount they can do. He's got the safety of Gumi Yushi behind him. So the team fights going the way of T1. Side lane going the way of T1. Vision control the way of T1. I do not see a way that BLG actually managed to come back from this. T1 have such a stranglehold on this game.
Absolutely.
Oh, the engage, not super clean. Oh, hold up. Zeus has a nasty angle. Wait. Wow. I don't know if that was intentional. Holy shit. Faker says, I want it. I want it. Oh, he's too in. He's way too in.
He's dead.
You can't start like that, Faker.
Elk is so low, though.
BLG actually stalling and delaying.
Wow.
The 1-for-1 on Faker.
That was fucking weird by Faker.
Yagao goes down. Faker goes down. Mid laner's off the board, but T1
kind of like an RA angle, and then he
they still get to move into this top
ended up like in the Galio ult, other side of it.
Yeah, I mean, unless it didn't go the direction he wanted at all, but like, I don't know, he kind of fumbled that fight. He had his Q3, whiffed it on everyone, then ulted directly into the everyone. He didn't really need to ult. He was full health. Just watch Faker in this fight.
Yeah.
He has the Q3.
Trying to bend on Kindred ult. They get
Hard whiffs it and then ults.
He threw it so far left.
Creates this big zone, this big space for BLG, and then they sacrifice 1-for-1.
Yeah.
Nobody can cross the Galio ult. They take the Galio in exchange.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck.
Only 1-for-1, but again, T1 remain and strong.
Back up. I killed myself.
Mountain Drake spawning now. This is the soul.
Wow, that's actually just soul. They're not even contesting.
They don't have the tempo. They don't have the vision. They've got no
They don't have
Dude, I had a funny ass play in one of my Casante games yesterday. I'm gonna find it after this, if I remember.
I'm ready to give you my LOLs.
They need to delay for a long period to be able to catch
I mean, this game
but T1 are so
should just
good
be
at
over
pushing
with
tempo.
that
They're gonna
soul.
rotate right over to Baron. They've got the Umbral Glaive. They clear out the vision. They keep looking for picks. Carry a ultimate
How do you
is
win?
Available. Carry a flash is available.
Giga defense
So if they
stats,
just starve you of vision,
fat
start
ass
the
shield.
Baron, they look
2-stack Kindred. I don't know.
Surprise for T1. Don't need to risk anything. Don't need to overforce here.
Looks doomed. Let's go next.
Yep. Fuck it. Next game. I mean, it's still a fucking Zeri Lulu. Dude, like, no cap, Zeri steals the Mountain's soul. Like, she gets a fat as hell shield off everyone.
Oh. That's kind of dumb.
Here. Oh, Jax flashing in.
Does not look
Elk is like not actually hitting anyone. Elk has done 0 damage this fight.
He held ult.
Blinking health bars, it's the Baron for T1.
No ultimate on Yagao. It only just come off cooldown. So T1 find that window of opportunity, jump onto BLG.
Okay.
Now the Baron is theirs. BLG
Surely
trying to see if they can remount an offense.
Jun is due for a steal.
BLG's going for it.
Access, but Ben waiting over the wall as well. BLG now
Oh.
is all or nothing. It is now or never. But the
Nice.
Stalled.
Get him,
Really
Baker.
But Baker
Get him,
secures the
Baker.
Baron for his
Oh,
team.
no.
Ben now moving in, taking
Oh,
out
Elk
Baker,
ulted.
but
Elk
BLG,
ulted.
there is no fight.
Flash in,
It is
pussy.
the Baron, it is the soul for the side of T1, only at the cost of Baker's life.
Noble sacrifice there from the T1 mid laner. Baker keeps the smite steal away. Even though Owner has been so good, they don't risk it. They teleport back in aggressively.
Be back on the top side.
Oh.
Shit.
Meteos polymorphed, he can't leave
Is
in.
this
Aggressive, but Owner's here as well. Kuma behind
actually a play? Just force the 4v5?
Maybe.
Guma got rooted. They can't go through that choke though, or they'll get Giga Zayed. E-Flash, E-Flash. Nah.
Maybe a bit too aggressive, but it doesn't cost T1 much of anything.
E-Flash.
But they still manage to step away.
We go
BLG will do
in.
the same. Now T1 can actually start to get a lot of offensive plays down those. Zayas has still control of the side lane, but we're watch here.
Look at Figure,
Look
no
at
hesitation. He's just like,
I'm not going to see it just barely.
you guys can Baron.
Fuck it.
Remember me.
Here. But you get Kazante going immediately onto Shun, prevents him coming over the wall, and then this is where
I actually almost lives.
just managed to just barely miss out, and T1 are able to run away.
Very balanced champion.
I mean, ever since I've gotten control in this game, they have not been giving a single inch to BLG, and yes, part of that is BLG have a limited composition.
Xante's too fun, man. Let him be OP.
Let
Let him be
That's a good time
broken.
for everyone.
Huh?
That's a good time for everyone.
The Kindred ult now is only like delaying the might of T1.
Unkillable
They're
tank
still able to
assassin,
run BLG
fucking
off of their own defensive
bruiser.
I mean, there's counterplay to him, unironically.
aggressive positioning.
If you pay attention to what he
Don't
does.
get ulted. Don't get Q3'd.
Yeah, I mean, don't get Q3. Don't blow your whole load into his W.
1-4 here. The jungler, Kha'Zix, with the
Dodge his
Baron
Qs.
buff, easily gets secondary tower. The rest of the team forcing BLG back.
Don't
Sure.
give him a fat as hell ulti angle on you.
Slowly chunking away.
continuing to step forward here, but
And
has
give
to
him
be
0
careful.
kills.
Single misstep could cost him his life in the
Yes.
game for BLG. 2 minutes and 30 seconds till Elder is on the table. I don't think T1 have any real reason to flip it for that objective. Can just continue to press in with this Baron. 42 seconds left.
I think that Elder is kind of the last remaining opportunity for BLG. Bin launches himself into the pit. Yagao
Oh, hey,
follows
yeah,
up,
what the
maybe
fuck?
buys
Elder's
some
in
space.
2
T1
minutes.
may not give him that opportunity. Zayas looking for the flank, trying to see if he can get in. Owner onto Bin in the mid lane.
Bin just getting chunked out in the mid lane, firing.
Ow.
The snip. Here comes Elk as well. Owner just going to leap out to safety and walk away. And again,
He's spooked.
BLG, even if they find an avenue of attack,
Is Kha'Zix just
every
allowed to
single
not build a
cooldown on
mythic?
T1 needs to be down for them to find a single pick.
Fucking
Yeah,
guess.
BLG are looking 10,
Seems
15,
like
Why don't you just
cheats.
go Ghost
20
Blade?
minutes into the future here, just trying to hold, trying to farm.
This shit's so
T1
good.
want to put as much pressure on them as possible. Getting these
Eclipse.
secondary towers down,
Stopwatch.
that gold lead
Big spike.
really starts to balloon now.
You have to get creative here as BLG.
Big
You
and
just go
thick.
into a straight up 5v5. T1 are going to take it. And the opportunity here for T1, look, the Baron buff is gone, but they're still going to put pressure on the top side. Try and take that last outer structure as Bin, but because
The dash out to safety, able to get away from the charm.
Got him.
Knock up. They're going to cost him his
Actually, getting
ultimate.
Gwen's
No
ult's
matter
pretty
if
big.
fights come, but I think for now, just going to try to clear the wave.
Yep.
All right, Rakan ultimate for Gwen ultimate here. And
Speed
T1
will one-shot you
reestablishing
with it.
Same game plan. Take away all
Yep.
vision through jungle. Keep BLG pinned inside their own territory.
So easy now. A minute left.
Rapid fire Zaya.
Most of the waves pushing. T1 laying down this deep vision. That's going to make it
Don't
so
see that too
hard for
often.
BLG
I
to
feel like that's such a good item on her though.
It feels all but certain to be a T1 win. BLG
Remember
desperately
Doublelift used to be a big fan of it.
He
He would get it like every game.
And T1,
The items are going to change, though.
Yeah, I mean they have, but
Quick
blades.
They need to draw
yeah,
BLG out into the
but I
open.
mean Zaya's
Because
range
BLG
hasn't
has so many
changed.
defensives here under tower. There's
Plus,
no
like
reason
getting that first auto on her, like the fact that you can like auto and then W while it's in air, and then like get the move speed and whatnot.
Then you have so many avenues for attacks.
Yeah.
Pretty good value.
The perma W makes her really strong.
Yep.
Makes you rely less on like that long range auto. Still good.
Kind of like a
Yeah,
lose-lose
it's,
for BLG.
I don't know.
You want to leave your
Gives
base
you such a
because
bigger
then, as you say,
zone.
T1 can jump on you, but you have to leave your base because there's 5 seconds till Elder. So you've now lost all vision control, and it gives an opportunity for T1
Elder's
to
up.
just play forward here.
Oh, Faker! It's the flash. Nice.
Safety, walking back the waiting arms of his team. They're really just trying to get mid-control.
2-stat Kindred, bro. Like, hardly even a champion. I think you just sell your Kraken, you pick up like a fucking Jack show at this point. Oh, Keria? Oh!
He's so fucking dead. Wait, Galio and Lulu. Oh my
No.
god. What?
They're getting Zeried real quick. Surely.
I guess Ben's dead.
Oh! Ah! Give him the snip. Oh, he missed the Giga snip.
Dude, how did Elk not die? Holy shit.
Oh no, this is Zeri.
The health bars are too low for T1 though. BLG
Galio,
will
old
manage to
Lulu,
push them
Peel.
back and get out of the base. T1 tried to come in on too many sides, and somehow Elk manages to step away. But T1, they reset, they go to the Dragon, and they will pick it up.
Yeah, that last fight was killer for T1. Bin wanted the 1v1 with Faker, but guess what? Zeus has his back, the Jax comes over, they also kill the top laner, and that means T1 take Elder. Now they've got the execution power.
All right, T1.
You want to double
Put
up
him
your
to bed.
buffs,
Tuck him in.
And T1 will come knocking at your door.
Tuck me in.
Elder Dragon as well as Baron. BLG, it's just too risky to fight an Elder Dragon out in the open towards Baron. So now they really have to bunker down.
And where's your ults? Shun has no Lamb's Respite. No Grand
You're
Entrance
being
for Yagao.
pretty
You have
Jover.
nothing here
Frozen
that can
Heart Jacks
actually
instead of
set you up for
Zonia.
this team fight. And T1 are aware of it, whereas you look across, the shorter cooldowns coming in clutch now on those ultimates. You have
Thoughts?
the Elder buff, you have the ults, you have no hope for BLG.
That's wild, and man.
Impossible fight. T1, this should just be their victory
I
lap.
can't believe he built armor.
Massive gold lead, 10K.
Well, they're both armor.
Double uber buffs, the
Oh.
Mountain Soul.
Does Warden's Mail get like extra effectiveness against Zeri because the way her attack works, or no?
Same against like Yasuo, didn't I? Slower Q.
Maybe, but it's going to require someone on T1 to overstep to miss.
Yeah, I don't think that was.
You don't even have like
That's what that item does.
To. You don't really have anything outside your base that you can make
it
function.
does.
So for T1, they know
Well, I
they're
meant the
safe,
rock
they're doing a
solid
fantastic
part.
job keeping vision
Oh.
control in their favor, and now they're on to the inhibitor
You
turret.
did say
being
Wardens,
looking
that's
at
true.
T2.
I actually don't remember if they fixed the interaction.
The Warden's Mail doesn't even slow your attack speed anymore.
Play it slow, play it controlled. Your back is against the wall.
No, I meant like the.
BLG, the benefit of the doubt.
Unless you're responding to someone else.
No,
Just fucking like.
One tower at a time.
You said it's like Yone Yasuo where it lowers your Q,
No,
but
no,
I was,
yeah, I know you're talking about the damage reduction shit, the flat.
You
Yeah.
just still have to bide your time. Wait for it to fall off. They're gonna
Like when Zeri was released,
bunker down behind these
saw some like
Nexus
troll
turrets, and
videos
here
of like
goes
Amumu
T1.
with fucking wardens, just her doing literally 0 damage.
yeah.
I thought they changed that, so
I thought so too. That's why I wasn't sure.
Poking, they can slowly but surely grind BLG out of this game. Zeus
Damn,
leading in.
BLG's just
Find the stun, traded for mobility on the side of Bin.
I mean,
contained. They can't do shit.
Yeah, it's 10 seconds on Elder.
Games like this is like, I feel like it's hard to have a Kindred game like this and then ever being like, yeah, I want to play Kindred again. Like this shit is just the most depressing ever.
Yeah.
You're never gonna be useful the whole game. Let's go T1.
Holy fuck. Alright, T1 got their one.
Let's go.
That's all they get.
Nah. It's the comeback, baby.
Big snowball. BLG let them have the Cassante, and Faker made them pay.
That's all they
I mean, just
fucking
in
get,
general,
baby.
T1 stepping up massively, especially in that bottom lane. Gumayushi and Keria getting multiple kills.
Do we have enough people for an ARAM?
2v2, allowing them then to play these teams
Oh, the
with
Cassante.
that tankier front line.
Let me see my Cassante
Overall,
moment.
T1, this was a much
Which
needed
one
win,
was
not
it?
only for just the fact they would have been knocked
This
out,
one.
but also just for the mental, making sure that you can start that comeback.
I don't know if it was
right
actually
there,
that sick. I haven't actually watched the replay, but I remember it being
They get
funny
the
at the
Cassante
time.
Faker, an incredible performance, isolating, making sure they secure these objectives. The owner didn't have to rely on a smite steal, although he did still get one in the early game. Overall, a much cleaner game, and BLG maybe feeling overconfident in that draft. You can see didn't have the tools to do much of anything other than wait for T1 to make a play and respond. An incredibly difficult game. Still have the match advantage. T1 still need to win 2 in a row if they want to close this out. 1 game at a time for the squad overall, but an impressive performance in game 3.
Yeah, it's nice not to have to rely on smite steals, but still know that owner's got you.
Yeah.
Throw in an extra few, grab some objectives. Massive, massive stuff for him. Only 1 death on the Kazakhs too. Always feels so nice.
Just an excellent performance across the board for T1. For more on that T1 win, let's send it over to the analyst desk.
Thank you so much, T1. Learning some lessons throughout this day. Also a huge Kasante, and overall it was Gumayushi that in the video we saw to break went 3-2 to the camera, and it all started in that bump.
Never doubted them. You know, I was very scared. But what I do want to highlight here specifically for T1, and even they are still back against the wall, right? They're going to do side selection. I don't think they should get Santa again. Thank you for that one, BLG.
Hey, you know.
Holy shit, he's mad.
I really hope they don't, because I do think that was a big problem. But what I'm happiest about is just seeing that the team looks a little bit more like themselves, right? They're still, at this point in the series, the underdog, being able to bounce back 1 game is good, but at least they were playing aggressive, right? We saw Guma and Carrier going aggressively in the 2v.
After that, the guy said, "That's balanced" in all chat. That's how you know he's pissed.
From what?
I was like a 1v1 where I was playing Kasante against a Talia, and I was like actually 1 HP and then just killed him.
Oh.
And he didn't like that.
He did not enjoy?
What is going on with my stream, bro? It's like so frozen that I can't even refresh it.
That happens to me if I skip around.
Feel the thorns in
Quest accepted. Wait, where are we going?
Meteos, how do you feel about the new trinket changes? What are the new trinket changes? Sweeper has... Wait, what? Sweeper has charges? The fuck? Is it longer cooldown or what? I don't know why they would buff Sweeper. It's already pretty fucking strong.
Sounds dangerous. I'm in.
Welcome to the howling abyss.
I haven't met exactly one Demacian I've liked.
Still time for you to do it. Minions have spawned.
I'm gonna go bathroom. Rick.
Don't you fucking dare. Not on the company time. Not on the company dollar. Do they have an OP ARAM comp? I feel like their comp's really OP. Oops. I'll stroke to that.
I really hope nobody saw that.
Revive me. Yes. Yes.
Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
Oh. Holy fuck. Got him.
My death had been greatly exaggerated.
Study hard, and one day
The new Trinity Force lasting 5 seconds instead of 3 actually seems pretty big.
Nice. You can send the bill to my uncle's museum.
This item has been kind of dog shit for a hot minute. Oh my god. That was nutty.
I'm always open to try new ideas.
God, 80 carries a broken roll. You just right-click everyone. No skill shots needed. No crazy angles needed. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Why is Ezreal nerfed in ARAM? What is that? Oh, get up. Holy shit. What an elite gamer. Oh. Oh. Fuck. Rushing IE looks so weird.
Took care of business. Let's fucking go, Meteos.
Let's fucking go.
Business is booming.
Champ select. Oh my god, champ select. Oh, BLG took Faker's Nautilus? Alright, they play Nautilus mid into Faker. They int their ass off. Faker sees that, gets jealous. He picks it the next game, ints his ass off.
Okay. I'm liking this. No, it's not a reverse sweep. It's a 3-1 BLG win. It's not close. It is not close. Siki, can you restart poll? Restart poll, please.
What the fuck, man? It's appearing in my ass.
Oh! My ears. Holy shit. Let him cook. Who even was that? Couldn't even tell. Dude, you see this pick Van Meteos? Oh my god.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Whoa, are they just picking the same stuff they've been picking? Whoa, whoa, Fiora. Blind pick Jax into Fiora counter? Huh?
Oh my god.
There's no win on Kindred this tourney. No, yeah, not even like 2 games ago. If we don't include that one, there's 0 wins.
Poopy, 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 poopy. No, don't tell me they're whipping it out. Oh my god, it's the matchup. 25% win rate Kazakhs. I can't believe they picked the 25% win rate Kazakhs.
Oh my god. He's fucking Faker.
Let's try not to do that again.
You're back with coffee? Welcome back, man.
Welcome back.
It's time to watch Goomba get his dick reversed.
Oh! What the fuck does that even mean?
What do you mean?
Situation, because win or lose, it feels like this game is on bin. You could have gone for Poppy, you could have gone for something safer on the top side of the map and played around Elk, played around the setup that you have from Yagao, instead putting that faith into yourself, putting your faith into the counter pick on top side. 2-1 currently the score for BLG. T1 going to look to bring us to a game 5 here, but we'll have to see how the Fiora works out for bin. It's going to be all eyes on the top side of the map.
What a way to do it. What a way to bring us in towards this game 4. I am so excited to see this. It's a matchup that we've seen time and time again in the LPL. Bin is going to be very familiar with it. We'll have to see what's this.
Yagao on the naughty boy mid.
Games for T1. If they want to keep their final.
Wait, T1's going for the 4 out of 5 Vistallion comp. Furries unite.
You act like you read in League lore.
I don't know anything about the lore, but I know a lot about furries.
Nice.
If they went set top, this would be the actual furry Exodia.
We're back to the Zyra that dominated that bot lane for T1. Faker and Owner on this strong mid jungle, and Zeus and Akari. This is where both squads want to draw the line and show that they deserve to go up
Legend
against JDG
Tenacity
tomorrow.
Wukong. I mean,
Who deserves this win, Meteos?
A lot of pressure again. You can't afford to look
who
ahead.
deserves
You can't
it?
afford to think about
Yep,
JDG and how
who
close they're
deserves it?
winning to winning
Whoever
that
earns it.
5-game series.
So nothing is
Have to stay
deserved.
focused
It's
on
earned.
the opponent ahead of you.
Okay. Decent answer.
Feel the tension here, even as the TSM chants rain through the venue.
TSM
Little tension
chants.
release, you know, build it up, release
I don't
it.
think
Shout out to the
TSM's
audience.
playing here,
Master
guys.
craftsman.
And we're gonna get
Oh
a wolf
my
start here for
giga
Shun.
Lulu Q.
Topside
Damn.
leashing them all the way over around.
Why don't people do the level 1 Scion strat with Jax?
Again, keeping our eyes on the
Like,
junglers to be
You know,
impactful in
dive
the early
bot,
game, especially
kill
around
yourself under
mid
turret.
lane.
Yeah.
Double kill the enemy bot lane.
Yeah.
We saw Keria and Guma
Could be
together.
good. I mean, just press
What about
E,
Kog'Maw
double
top?
for
Because they did the same thing
shots.
with Kog'Maw top in his passive.
Flash.
Well, it's kind of flashable,
Junglers
actually.
are on opposite sides. We'll have to see exactly where they're going to be going. Wukong moving up towards that top side definitely gives an opportunity for him to try and
What if
play
they added something to
towards
Kog's
AS and
passive?
maybe
So
this
like,
topside
if you
match.
hit
Huge
somebody with it,
matchup
you get like
is
a
the mind
reduced
games.
death timer.
When
Like you
does
come back
AS pop the
faster.
Counter-Strike? When do you answer with
Based
the
on how many
repulse?
people you hit. So
Can
if you get like a
time it out?
5-man
Right now,
passive
AS
explosion, you
is
just
starting to push
insta
forward,
res.
using the
That'd be
fact he's got the
fucking
level advantage and
sick.
that Counter-Strike at level 1.
And
What if they
because of
let
that
you
topside
auto-attack in
start
it?
for Kha'Zix. Oh, actually, we're gonna have a wraparound here. Shun coming
Be
for
good
the level
buff.
3 pass through mid to get to his bottom side. See if they can get any sums out of Faker.
Level 3 for Yagao. Jumping in, Faker's gonna flash 50. Big hook
Oh,
anticipating the flash,
hey.
but will not find it. Patience from Faker. Nerves of steel in
Is
the
he
moment.
trying to catch
Yagao
Faker
goes for the
slipping?
flash predict,
I
and
mean,
Faker makes him look silly
I think it
by
was a
holding
fine play
it.
by
Does
Yagao.
not
I think most of
panic,
the time they
holds
flash
his
there.
thumbs.
And that's huge.
And the crowd
Faker's able to hold on to that flash,
screams.
and now Yagao does an amazing stat playmaking.
That was
So
pretty
many
fucking
little
Pogged the fuck
opportunities there
out.
in that
nutty by
mid lane.
Faker to
Goes
not
for
flash
Patrona,
there.
even trying to make a visit into the mid lane as Faker starts to chip down Yagao. Will
A
probably
Kha'Zix
push in,
jumps on
reset
you,
though.
blindsiding
Low
you,
is the
and a
moment.
Nautilus flash hooks at you.
Again, checking in.
I guess not directly at you, but
Keeping our eyes on the jungler, especially as owner completes his first clear.
he was able to recognize that the hook would not hit him. Or he was just so slow to react that he would have been hit if it was aimed at him. But I don't think so. This is Faker we're talking about. The embodiment
Bin has to know, though.
of skill.
His jungler's
A
been seen
beast.
on bottom side. He's at a jungle pressure
The most
That's a
epic gamer of
great
our
special.
generation.
To the waiting arms of owner, the leap in. Counter-strike, the parry coming out.
He's a once-in-a-generation talent.
Trying to make use of his
Oh my
bone
God.
plating, harassing here on the way out. As a top laner, trying to exchange damage on jungle.
Keria fishing for the knockup sidestep by
Ooh.
Elbow,
Oh.
keeping the trade going. Should on the bottom side of the map,
Ooh.
now looking to set up for a potential dive. The snare going to catch them on the backside of the trade. Another wave. Pretty far away.
oh.
BLG gonna look to keep the
I've seen this
pressure on.
before.
Guma no ghost.
This is what Uzi has trained
Yagao's
all
pushing the
bot
mid lane,
laners
but you can
for.
see Owner's trying to get the gank off to stop him from shoving this in.
Split
Poke,
action. Buffer on the
trade,
target. Yami's got
and
safe
dive.
for a
Yagao's
flash from the previous play. Titan
looking
Threat
pretty
keeping him
dead.
for
Probably
now.
dead.
Aftershock coming in is clutch with a dive on the bottom side. What's the
Nice.
response from BLG? It's first blood for T1 in the mid lane. BLG, how will
But
they
can
fight
they
Let's
back?
go
Outside of the map,
T1.
Bin and Zeus trading
Can
back
they make
and
it
forth.
bot in
The dive on
time?
the bottom side, that's one.
No.
Now
Said it
BLG.
the same way for the third game in a row.
Standing, but Guma taken down.
They want more. They're
Actually,
not gonna
so
get Keria
gross.
flash.
Flashing to safety, that's the Ignite.
Yeah.
Now able to make it out on, still standing. The retreat, Owner not there in
Jesus.
time.
They played
Oh,
that well.
Victor stopped walking down to the bot lane. They weren't there in time on BLG. As soon as
We
they saw
thought
Faker
Elk
reappear on
gapping
mid, they were
people
like,
was just
"Fantastic,
them
we
being
can go
wild
for the same
cards.
Guma, but
Waiting into the
Whoa.
darkness, on with the shield.
Oh.
Getting the flash out from Owner, just barely able to walk away.
I mean, this wasn't
Still,
necessarily
huge,
Elk, but
huge
like the
stuff
bot
there
lane
for
domination.
BLG to be able to
Mhm.
get those kills
I do
on
think like
bottom
being
lane.
able to
Bottom
execute
lane,
those
we know
dives
this
is something
where
that
your money is made. This is where your team
like,
fights are made.
LPL
Getting
is
that focus
quite
money
a bit better
onto
than
Zeri. Look
like
at
at
the
least
CS
LCS teams
afterwards that they
at.
have to drop for this.
Yeah.
Like we see LCS teams fuck up dives so often to the point where like they just don't even go for dives that they could go for. But like I love the way they play this. Like they basically all get in range before they start tanking it.
Yeah, they know.
Like
decide
they let him
it's
get
too late.
right on
The
top
kills
of his
already
ass
had on
before
the
you
AD
take the
carry, but
aggro.
BLG stick
So
around
many
and get
dives, you'll
minions.
just have someone
If
like
they get
fucking
the second
randomly
kill
hit it,
as
take like
well,
one shot,
then
back
even though
off, your
Flash
carry
is
gets
working
aggro,
on,
everyone
they don't
dies,
give
and it's
any
like,
money
oops.
back critically on the bottom side
Such
of the map.
raping.
Bro, you should have told me you weren't
Small
ready.
window of
I'm
opportunity,
like,
though,
shut the
is
fuck
that
up, man.
None of the kills went on to Elk. One onto Kha'Zix, one onto On means that at least it's not as disastrous for T1, but with Cullen Pocket and the fact that Elk
Some
has that lead,
terrorized
he's still in a
botch
fantastic spot.
knives.
And ultimately, it was On's flash being down in the previous game that gave Carry and Guma so many opportunities to find those 2v2 kills without the help of a jungler. Maybe can look to do the same.
How do you play the parry in the Jax?
Zaya's trading flow has been a small XP advantage. Keep
You trying to outrange it? You trying to just sit in it?
I think you try to just queue out of it.
I'm gonna look at owner here, the Wukong.
Queue out of it and the cheese down.
Yeah, I mean the Jax, he only has a 1 second window to react. Like he has to channel his stun for 1 second before he can do the stun, and he can only hold it up to 2 seconds. And parry's 0.75, so like it's just kind of a mind game, like whether he's gonna do it at the very beginning or very end usually.
That you can start to take control of her bot side and still look to rotate Elkanon up towards that Rift Herald. That's been the story of BLG.
Do you think you like
every single Rift Herald
would default push it
get their AD carry
during
there,
most
try and
Jaxies?
leverage that into some kills
Push
for
riposte?
We'll have to see if it can work out again
Yeah.
for them here in game 4.
I think you try not to.
They rule the game. The Dragons are down.
I think that's something with Fiora that like I noticed when I was watching a lot of people is it's like I think it's easy to get tunneled on like trying to riposte something to CC them like that, like to get the stun, but it's kind of like not something you should default to because riposte is like your biggest cooldown. It's like your Belveth E. It's like you kind of need that shit. It's like your only survivability.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And he's gone again.
It's so depressing, bro. I guess he dies.
But I don't think there's an angle here.
Oh, Faker with the solo kill. Let's fucking go.
To get something.
Like, but where is my jungler, man?
But how am I just getting dove on every fucking wave, man?
It must feel so fucking bad, bro. Like, you just feel like you can't trade because their jungler's just permanently there, and if you get low, you're just dead in a turret. You're like, what do you even do?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but I feel like not having heal and bot lane is kind of fucking troll.
I mean, it's gonna be down though, one of these.
Yeah, but you're gonna be able to survive it. Like it's infinitely easier to dive a bot lane that doesn't have heal than one that does.
And obviously a pretty simple kill there for Faker, but good that they are able to get that one back.
Dude, I feel like that the cameraman at MSI has had like the audience cam for like an uncomfortably long time.
What do you mean?
Like when they just look at like one fan like that, it's like I feel like keeping it on for like 2 seconds is good, but they're holding it on there for like fucking 5+ seconds. Like,
those ones are like replays too. They're not even live.
Be able to get that on reset.
I mean, those are you get more natural on only showing it in a replay.
So with that big minion wave being pushed out by Ben,
they don't realize they're like on cam.
Elk going all in on the bottom side, still level 5 for Guma, level 7 for Ben. Or Elk, excuse me. Can he get 6?
No.
Aggressive. Guma racing to 6 as fast as he can. The tower shot. Elk right on the edge. Carry on the way down. Starblazers not going to connect on the tower. On coming in as well.
That was very, very close.
2 level advantage, almost solo dove.
He would actually manage to wrap around behind the tower to see if they could get it, but he was matched by Carrier, so On not really in the position to get onto Gumayushi underneath that tower. But Elk very far ahead in this bot lane matchup and showing us just not able to get the kill, but a near 30 CS lead, plus you got that Cole about to come through. Elk is once more being set up for success by BLG.
I think that the Fiora thing, like you see it a lot in the Fiora versus Camille matchup. Like you can riposte her E, and like obviously it's good if you get it and stun her off of it, but you can also just riposte her true damage second Q, and it's like way easier to do and guaranteed huge block.
Which matchup?
Fiora Camille.
Oh yeah, Camille. Okay.
Getting aggressive on the top side. Ben continuing to win on these trades.
I was about to say, you could all in as Ben. You have to be very careful here as Zeus. Ben, yeah, that was it.
Oh.
Trying to get the slow so we could go for that all in, but not able to do so. Ben, we'll just,
I think you have to R first. I don't think you can cast R during W.
So he's just going to take the chance to reset here, get another item under his belt.
He casts R before the W hits?
As of the moment, partially because of the roam down from Zeus early on with the TP. will not have access for that to come back to the lane. And is just going to try to go for the all-in here, but this is very risky. Counter-Strike coming out. Zeus going to find the stun, but there's a mark on the side.
Your zoom.
Zeus now trying to full commit. Bin now leaping out to safety. Zeus
Ooh, the ego dive gets shit on.
Fuck you, bitch.
Managing to get the kill, but Zeus, nicely done. Spots that there's very little mana on.
I don't think that was good for Zeus.
Yeah, I don't think so. He's lost a wave here.
Will get the kill. Should be able to get
That was just like a fuck you, I can kind of dive.
So nice job there from Zeus.
I'm staying and I'm killing this bitch.
I'm not gonna let you get out with 1 HP. Sorry, bro.
Wukong's gonna go push it.
But Ben has TP.
Ben will be able to go catch.
Yep.
Not enough damage to work through that Lulu shield at this stage of the game.
Zeus is about to be down a lot of fucking XP off that one.
Cleared out immediately by Shun though, courtesy of the sweeper.
So they know. They're making the call. Bin teleports topside, catch that wave as
Yeah,
Dragon
Fior's gonna
spawns
hit
top
Sunder
lane,
way
up
before
there on
Jax.
their islands.
But because Owner went up there, he's not in a position to get this Rift Herald down as Dragon spawns, so a bit of a missed opportunity now. T1 not really in a position to follow up. Faker looking for the reset to TP back in, so BLG will manage to get the Dragon before Owner gets in position with the Rift Herald.
Yeah, Faker had full Everfrost there, so he wanted to get his purchase off. Now he's coming out pretty big.
Shun waiting over the wall. Still a very tanky Nautilus. The Aftershock will fade away shortly.
Really?
They're going to try to burn him down before Shun can get into the fight. Yagao walking for now on. Coming in. The shield is huge. Yagao still standing. He'll be able to make it out.
On is there to save
kind of
the
fucked
day.
them all up, though.
Lulu ultimate.
Elk versus Faker. Immediately going to ult his charm.
Really?
Is locked up. Back half coming through.
Elk is
Faker
going
needs
for
to rush
this.
out. Fear Rush coming out just in time.
Holy
Elk's still
shit.
for the 1v1. Trading blows.
Do it, Faker.
Bot lane tower is now set to fall. Faker
Give it to him,
runs out.
Faker.
Finally fade away as Faker walks off.
Not gonna look for the all-in.
Teach that little rat some respect.
Get some of that gold back into Gumayushi. Still though, about a 900 gold lead for Elk off the back of that, but it's desperately needed so he can finish his Gale Force and get into a position where maybe he can contest some of these fights.
Yeah, Mythics should be completed for both of them. As Elk goes back, there we go. We get the shield bow as well. That
Nautilus
big
010.
even though they don't get the kill on the Yagao,
I've seen this before.
Objective taken.
Not as bad as we've seen, actually.
Darkness, he's been backing off, knows that he can now approach the wave as Zeus.
That's when you know you've got a high bar.
Here, trading back and forth. Ben will try to call the
See, look, because if Fiora riposted there, she could have wasted it because Jax jumped out.
Yeah.
We'll use the ultimate there.
I mean, it all makes sense if you're really slow reaction time and just can't react.
Yeah, I don't think that's about it works, actually.
I mean, I guess all top laners are slow in reaction time.
Right.
And Shun. Bit of poke onto Carrier, just trying to stop Carrier from laying down any of this vision, trying to choke them out with the power of the Umbral Glaive.
Fiora is going to try to base for Sunder ASAP. She probably has had it for a bit. If Jax can somehow base with it as well, he's chilling.
Jax is CP too.
Oh yeah, that's true. He'll Giga push this next wave and then probably have it.
Support Elk trying to clear it out. The Ahri plus the Wukong have so much playmaking ability on these spikes though, on their single items. With their ultimates available, that is a deadly duo.
BLG committing Yagao's teleport to mid because they really want to try and contest for this Rift Herald. Get mid prio, get their vision down. Even Bane with the quick reset, and now the Divine Thunder coming back. Zeus has his own look, can TP into this top side, but knows that a lot of it belongs to BLG. But maybe Owner doesn't.
Running in the darkness. Ooh, heads up use of the sweeper there to spot out the Kazakhs waiting for him. Not coming to fight, we talked about it. Mid-game playmaking, name of the game with an Ahri Wukong duo. Elk has to be careful here. Yagao gonna get the fight kicked off. Faker ready to come over the wall, and immediately Carrier is just taken down, and Elk wants to keep this fight going.
I'm surprised he died.
He popped.
The ulti proc, and Guma just has to run for the kills. Lucky he's able to buy the Gale Force.
Flash in, Elk.
Faker now locked up. Faker, the ultimate has to be used to try to take him out to safety. The charm connecting, but onto Yagao, and it is Elk on the backside, still fishing. They will walk away. Herald for BLG.
Wait,
Carrier,
he's fishing?
Wait, they want more?
Oh shit.
Guma has to be careful. Elk now flashing out to safety. That's the feathers. Guma's gonna be vulnerable.
All right, Elk just blew everything.
Carrier's alive and walking back.
Actually had a really troll either.
4K health on that Rift Herald.
I assume he didn't see the Jax TPing behind him when he did that.
Yep.
Otherwise, it would have been like just a trade of Ghost for like Wukong ult maybe. But yeah, losing flashes, not ideal.
will just step back. They don't want to put themselves too far forward and have BLG look for the engage.
They don't have the Zai ult, they don't have the Ahri ult, they don't have the Wukong ult. Good that they're able to push that wave in, but that could have been disastrous if BLG had tried to engage in that moment. Luckily,
Why don't people just play AP Jax like Nashor's Tooth, Lichbane?
Time and time again. Early move into the
Literally
river.
Gwen build on Jax.
We
Thoughts?
saw it when Yagao was on the Annie.
Oh!
Even without
Oh!
flash, he had positioning. They get the chunk onto the member of T1 that's coming to get vision to buy entry.
Rift
even up to the
Maker,
objective. BLG do it
Nashor's
again.
Death
They're
Cap
there first.
Jax.
Offer that front before, boom. They hit
One
the hook.
shot,
Carry
bust
is
a
dead
nut
before his
R.
body even hits the floor. And they get the objective win.
2,000 armor MR with this one
It's a
ability.
little bit dicey though. I mean, Elk trying to go over the wall, gets caught out, has to burn his flash, has to burn his ghost. So with that dragon now in 20 seconds, what could have been a very big win for BLG, where Elk can play very aggressive in the fight, now doesn't have as much of an opportunity. So going to be way more reliant on to make
Wagons
sure he
up.
keep him safe. Because when you look at the team fights we've seen from Elk, where he really gets to pop off, it's been beefy front lines, people who can try and support him in multiple ways, but it's just
So
not
W
quite the
giving
case with
vision is
this.
actually so
Yagao is your
powerful.
front line,
Mhm.
and you do have on, but apart from that, you're kind of on your own.
Like that'd just be a
Look at these
huge nerf
wards
for
for
her.
BLG.
Should they remove that?
They push mid wave.
Maybe they should.
Slather the river
I think it'd be
with
good, like
control
that
wards for
Kaisa W as
themselves.
well.
Again,
I don't like
great
that shit giving
positioning.
vision.
They pop the Herald.
Gragas Q
Yagao's
like
fishing
used to.
around for hooks on the
You remove
corner.
that. Just way less power.
Second Herald
Gragas
gets to get the charge
Q
on
definitely
the
still gives
Herald.
vision.
Break it, but we'll get some good damage down and just
Does
get
it?
mid priority so they
Yeah.
can move into the river.
Really?
So much work.
Swear to God, they removed it, didn't they?
Shun is just able to effortlessly clear vision.
You can see Baron with it.
Both sides of mid lane warded up by BLG.
Must have been
T1 though.
GP
They're trying to
barreled
get
then.
control of the minion wave first.
Yeah, I think
They can
that's
sub
right.
that in. Wait, Shun actually starting up
Some
Dragon
fucking
while in
barrel.
darkness. Owner. See if they can sniff this one out.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it's better when there's like not a lot of free check tools, because it kind of just like makes the game slower when you can like check everything. Makes camping not as effective.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, gets
Looked
it.
real easy.
Soul point.
Oh. Wait. Oh my God.
Oh, Shun, nerves of steel there. He pops the invisibility, stays around for the Q smite. He gets one
BLG
back.
is still looking for more.
Oh, you go. That's a wall. You hit a wall, bro.
I feel like there shouldn't be anything here for either team. But they're still sticking around.
But there's an ARAM to be had.
That hook from Yagao, if it hit, could have been devastating for T1, but Faker
Zeri
Woo!
oh my, I was literally thinking that. I was like, Zeri could actually die. No cleanse.
Damn, bro. They say, though, I see a low HP turret. I want that shit. I want to see Ben's ability order. Is he doing E or W second?
Wow. Sticking around
He is
there. Shun committing
way more
to that
common.
dragon, while T1
Personal fan of the W.
pushing their way into the river and coming
W.
over. But he sticks around.
W.
He critically gets it. It keeps you on such an early timer for that arrival of the soul for BLG. So even though they have
Oh, he
very
is doing W
small
second.
gold lead over T1, the dragon advantage is
Holy
enormous.
fuck.
And if they keep getting in there first to set up the vision first with their Umbroglaive, with their control wards, it just makes it so risky for T1.
And when we look at a potential future where BLG has an Infernal Soul, Carrier can never go alone to set up vision again without a sweeper to
When are
check
we
the brushes
getting
ahead
some
of time.
gold in our
Constantly
carry?
one-shot him every single
Zaya.
time. This game is only getting more difficult for T1 as
When he
all
stops
those
getting
defenses
dove all the time.
Dragon stacking, the mid lane control they have by taking down the turret, certainly.
Or says, hey, bot lane, how come every time their jungler thinks about going down there, you fall over to him, and when I go down there, I can't do anything?
The Fiora on the top side, we were hyped for this Jax versus Fiora matchup. It really has come down to Elk once more. Bin, though, will manage to dodge away. But when
Holy
it comes
shit, he
to
just queued
the
away
positioning
like
that Elk
Meteos
has in
said.
fights, the ability for him to just get damage off. It has
What are the
been
odds?
in a significantly better
Uh-oh,
scenario.
Faker's
Now
here.
BLG looking to leverage
Did he
that
I don't
momentum
know, man. Like,
move in towards mid.
I actually never know how this Jax Fiora matchup goes, even like after seeing it a lot. It's like,
knows that he's not on vision, but Vin's still giving them
I
a
feel like
anyway. We'll just back off here and see Zaya step
I've
forward.
asked people
Outside
about it.
now. Gonna take some time if he wants to.
Still don't know.
Take a bit of time, but
What's like the expected result, or it's just pure skill matchup. I think it's mostly skill, but
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guessing between the parry and stun.
yeah.
The only possibility for the T1 play to blow it open would be there. He does not
Can
give
both
them
jump on each other. Vital spawns, I guess. Not RNG, but like, you know, if you're playing aggressive on the good ones.
Again, what a slower pace of game from
Yeah.
BLG. It's been insane
Jack's
to see
not
a team that was
respecting the
all
good
about
ones.
fist fighting. I mean, even Emily, I think on the desk was saying like champion kills per minute when you face a team like BLG skyrocket, but that's not what we're getting here. A much slower pace from this squad, making sure that they're actually in a position to.
I mean, the vitals are like, they're not pure luck. They're
Have Yagao as that front line, and they're not overstepping anywhere near.
There's like a formula to it.
Yeah.
They alternate.
Yeah, you're telling me about it before.
Game 3 very T1 favored. Games 2 and Game 4 have been
It's like one of the mechanics, like you walk out of range. I feel like if Fior gets a shitty vital, she can run her away and get and reset it. If the other person has like a good vital for Fiora, they can do the same thing.
Hook gonna land. Yagao now backing away. Baron has to be on the mind of both sides as we're 21 minutes into the game, but it's a minute and a half till the objective. They're just trying to take some summoners off of Zeus, but to no effect.
That's
That's
a
some
pretty big chunk
damage.
with the health bar, and considering
A
Zeus gave up
minute
30
on
seconds
Infernal
by
Soul
beating minion wave bottom side.
with
Now that
Kha'Zix
they've
to
been
secure
taking
it.
control, been on Fiora. With the opening on bottom side, guess what?
It's
Tower
just
goes
doomed,
poof.
no?
Shred through that one. Again, more gold in the back pocket.
How does
BLG,
T1
more
get
pressure on the map.
Dragon?
It's gonna have to be responded to by
Does Zaya
T1
have her
a
quick
minute
blades?
until Infernal Dragon.
She must.
Sole point for the
It's
side of
wolves.
BLG. T1 have to fight this.
She doesn't assumed.
Okay, all right.
Wait,
The control,
TSM's
the
leaving the
confidence
LCS?
of this team, all tournament long. BLG
Wait, what just happened
spamming
top lane?
emotes in your face, predicting 3-0s.
Wait, TSM what?
TSM's leaving the
Absolute
LCS for another
confidence.
tier 1 region is what they
Haven't
said.
gone wrong yet. And now we'll have to see if the bin script is for real. It feels like this Dragon is
Tier
going
1
to make
region.
or break this game. If
Whatever the fuck that
T1
means.
Can secure it, if T1 can find that space, that breathing room to get their carries into a position, they will be in a good spot. But for BLG now, setting up in the mid lane, no control over bot side for Bin, makes it easier for Zeus to join
People
the
are
fight. So BLG
speculating
are forcing
LPL.
mid onto Guma.
Fernango onto Guma, looking for the knockup. The feathers fly.
The
Yagao
article I
gonna walk away,
clicked
happy to have the cooldown, but immediately
speculated.
Ooh, Guma!
God, he's
Bad
fucking
time to get one tapped.
And it should just
Shit.
be the objective to the side of BLG. They have secured themselves the soul. T1, will they be willing to fight a man down?
Guma doesn't burn the flash. He doesn't want to get away from it. So BLG now in a position. T1.
Bro, that's-
what can you do? Owner.
Gotta be
can you make
GG.
the
Like,
hero
T1
win
has to
again?
fucking hero play this shit.
Slow and controlled. 4K getting lower and lower.
Owner
needs to
has
win.
been stealing objectives. Ooh, they're just going to give it
Infernal Soul.
GG.
It's match point for
GG, he
BLG.
says. Like, you
T1
can't beat an
entire
Infernal
straight.
Soul.
BLG are
Yeah,
running
it's
towards
GG.
Baron.
They're
They
going
wanna try and
Baron.
Get that vision control down as well. They know the T1 have to
GG.
back away.
GG.
What a
GG.
horrible time to get killed by
Already the map
Guma.
blacked out. My goodness, Yagao, he calls his shot ahead of
Killed
time.
by
Top lane,
Guma?
Flashes the emote. Shun, slowing Guma in
Yeah,
mid lane is all they
I
need
was
to get
looking
in
away at
range.
the TSM
And Guma
shit.
still won't have his ultimate. Okay, they're just going to clear it out.
See where Zeus and Faker were. They wanted to try and push in onto the tier 2, but if they showed on that BLG,
Wait, so, like,
immediately could've started
what's
to
happening to
fire.
TSM's spot in LCS then?
Forced
Did
the
they sell
reset.
it?
BLG don't realize
Apparently.
how much space they had there to actually try and make something happen. Zeus needs
Wonder
to
who's
stick
gonna
around
get
and
it.
look for the tier 2.
And regardless, Bin
Mr.
is going to sneak away another turret
Beast.
here. Goes up top side, finishes that one off. More solo.
I mean, I don't really
power
mind,
for
like,
the
TSM
Fiora.
leaving. Like, they've been pretty fucking underwhelming since Bjergsen
More
left.
sustain, more pressure, you're able to just instantly clear a lot
Yeah.
of those waves.
Like, all they have is the chant.
On the side lane.
It's not really that.
Thus far, even if we haven't
It's just
really
the brand
seen
name.
fruition in some of the fights,
Yeah.
BLG,
TSM
with an Infernal
being an
Soul
A.
backing them up, are just so favored in the 5v5.
And it's such a good power
think if
fight
it's
for your side
still
lane.
within
Once your
league,
Fiora
it's
gets the Ravenous, those minion waves
not
do not stall
worst
you
thing.
at all. He can annihilate them. So BLG, they've got all of the upper
I don't
hand
understand
right
the
now,
motivations,
with the soul,
but-
with the vision over the objective first, and the priority for the side lane to quickly shove.
Yeah, you see it here. Ults from Yagao is dodged by Gumayushi, but at this stage, not in the best spot.
Guma had
Doesn't
flash and
manage
gets
to flash
Nautilus
away.
hooked like
Yagao
that?
managed
That's
to get the
actually
hook, and
fucked
with
up.
that, BLG secured themselves a soul.
I'm sorry, I'm so
As
glad.
Gale has
You're probably
flash,
wondering how I
big
got
objective coming up.
Well,
Oops.
It was really well played from the BLG members, though.
I didn't know
Send
you
into
get
slow
to
and
see
then
the
they
replay
both
because of
die.
the dumbass
So
camera
avoid the
work.
ultimate feathers coming down. Yagao knows.
This
he's
just
the
trolled me.
straight here. My ult for your ult, and I hit
Oh,
you
well.
with the hook.
And see now what T1 can do. Really hard for them to control vision again. Umbral Glaive is down, but now the sweeper is up. It is absolute control of the vision on the top side for BLG, and Shun now just leaping in. Massive damage, taking a chunk out of Zeus.
Oh,
Disgusting damage from this Kha'Zix here, and nothing that Zeus can do. Except
Are they
take
just
it and back
fucked?
off. Now he's going to try.
Rinse and repeat, Counter-Strike up
Oh my
again.
God.
That's
I've seen this
more and
before.
more his health taken away. Two
He's
members on the
taking
top side,
so
T1
much
taking
damage.
Oh, big engage?
he's dead.
Yo, the comeback, the comeback, the comeback.
Fior's here. Oh my god,
gone.
he's so dead. He's
Zuma
so
is
dead.
a goner.
But can Faker get the win?
Oh, NT.
Oh shit.
Forget about Ben! Ben TP'd in on the Fiora, gets onto Gumayushi. BLG turn towards the Baron. Owner over the side.
Kind of hindsight, but maybe you could have gotten out with that cone.
Left in you. All of T1
Done the same thing, TP over the wall.
Right now, no flash, but he's got a smite.
5K.
Fiora. Or
waiting,
Ari, Faker.
BLG
Getting out.
To deny the jungler into the pit, but a lot of members out now might even give him a better
What
avenue.
can?
Stun now coming in. They're looking to keep the fight going. They're looking to take Ben
The
out. Should
call?
waiting over the wall. The Baron has been stopped. Can they take the fight? Zeus now going
Oh my
in.
god.
Back right over the wall. The
Oh my god. What's
Yo,
happening? What's happening?
T1, T1, T1.
What's happening?
Owner, go! Go, Owner! Owner! Doesn't have his W.
Oh shit. Oh no. Oh my god.
The raging ball from out of the trees comes over the wall. T1 were trying
God
to chase
damn,
down
bro.
BLG.
Holy
really punished them for
shit.
taking that Baron, but just about Elk is able to get into the position
What
to take
the
them down.
fuck?
I'm pretty sure Owner used his W in the fight, so he didn't have W to get over for the smite fight at the end. And that's why BLG made the call.
Elk got
to
gangbanged
finish,
so hard.
even after losing members over the side of the
Yep.
wall. Here is the origins, though. You talked about it.
No
Dada,
cleanse.
from the top laner. Bin comes in. They find Faker.
I was saying the blast wolves right there.
Hits him with the auto.
I said it's kind of hindsight, but
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's the same thing.
They're just trying to buy time. And only 2 members of BLG
I mean, he wouldn't
over
get canceled
here.
by
They just
Nautilus as
flashed
well
into the
because
pit with
he
his
did the TP
counterstrike
thing.
on to force them out.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
Lulu
It doesn't really matter.
probably cancel him.
With this smite fight,
Yeah.
he's stuck on the outside. The cooldown's still too long.
Dude, this is so
Shun and
fucking
On
close.
made the call since
I
they saw him
know.
use his W
Like,
in
he
the
actually
skirmish
just coulda
behind the
died.
Baron. They know he can't get in the pit. Smite tracking.
Head scratch.
They had confidence. They burned the Baron down, even though they're low health.
Baron buff backing him up. Owner looking for a flank. The winner's opportunity smaller and smaller for T1 as BLG continues
Elk
to
still
build
has
massive lead.
flash.
Elk this time protected by the team. Ready to
Owner
effort his
has
way
a
forward.
spot.
Picking up extra
Oh,
kills in the back of that
spotted.
fight. Owner spotted.
OP's
Crucial,
REW.
but Bin on the bottom side, a massive point of pressure that demands an answer from the side of T1, but Shun is there to back him up. Ready to shadow him, ready to go all in if they need to find these picks. For T1, it is now do or die. A single mistake with a Baron buffed up enemy team will cost you the game, will cost you the series, the tournament. They have not missed a final with this lineup, but this very well could be their first.
Whoa.
And BLG want to make it. Bin, the last defending MSI champion, wanting to make sure he gets back to the finals, pushing into the bot side, spreading T1 thin. Elk taking a couple of pop shots at the turrets, but right now, not quite able to get in. T1 have decent wave control. They should be able to clear these out. BLG, I don't think they can quite crack the base here. They need just a little bit more.
How old has Ben?
The range or the safety. The lead is big, but not enough to start diving towers. Been trying to act as that pressure point, but he doesn't have the Baron buff. Crucially,
He's 20.
was taken out in the fight, so can't just solo push those towers.
Younger than I thought.
Baker now immediately fishing for the engagement.
Oh, Elk looking maybe fucked here. Yep. All right. All right, it's the comeback, baby. Elder's up.
Dude, wait.
This is their chance. This is their opportunity. They need to tear through BLG.
Baker!
He takes the chance.
Surely that's going to be game.
Game, he says.
Split it.
Yeah, just fucking end it, boys. We've got one turret dead. I think we just end here.
That will last them into the next fight, but is Shun in the jungle.
Getting Elder?
Steal it away. Owner has taken so many for him, just threatening, buying time for Bin.
Oh my god.
A match from Zeus.
A
He
flip.
can't just simply end the game. He'll at least grab an inhibitor.
Oh
Elder
my
could be
god.
everything. Shun uncontested for now.
What's happening here?
Go in. It's getting lower and lower.
Are they going to hold it?
Oh, they got the Elder, the bounty, the Kha'Zix shutdown onto Zaya. Huge. It's a T1 win.
So close.
The base was cracked by Bin, but T1 come out with
I mean,
Elk is
they're-
just getting fucked in these fights.
buff. 2 minutes now.
Yeah, he's getting
We have to see how much
completely
they can try
banged,
and
like
get
the
done.
entire
So
team.
much standing gold on the map.
Yep.
Bounties as well for T1, and it's
Ooh, Faker actually clutching it out.
Sees the angle, flashes in onto Elk. They get the stop stopwatch.
Monkey
They
man
immediately kill
spin,
him.
knocks
As soon
him.
as he comes out,
Yep.
everyone collapses.
Can't even flash.
Shun was clearing wards in the jungle, trying to rotate over.
Or maybe he
It's
can.
just
I don't know.
too late.
If like if
I
Wukong's
believe,
ulting on you when you come out
we
of
get
a
back to
stasis or something, you're just you're hit.
No.
Man,
Uh-oh.
they've been so good on no pauses
Keep
this
you updated
tournament.
as we have more information on the
Yeah.
pause. In the meantime, take a breath. Remember that you have the whole seat, not just the edge of your seat.
What? My stream froze.
We have a litany of replays to go over.
Hello?
We just look at any of the 10,000 smite
died.
fights that we've seen in this series throughout this tournament. There's so much exciting play between these teams, and they're still delivering here. Man, the call there. You know what? Fine. Let Kha'Zix ult in. See if we can get it.
Oh,
It's definitely a spilled
based on the
drink.
context, I think in the heat of the moment, an arm might have flown left when it was supposed to go right. A drink was knocked over.
Oh my
You
god,
reset.
it's a spill.
And it's almost a nice bit of comedic relief.
A
In one of the
spill
most tense
from
games,
Guma.
in one of the most tense series. Just take a breath.
Spill
Everyone's safe,
scaring.
Still a person, still having a good time, still just playing.
This is, I mean, as you say, this is on the edge of the seat. This can go either direction. The fact that you have Faker flashing forward to get that charm onto Elk, Elk just not having that opportunity to respond. And it all come down to those little moments. Now with T1, with this Elder Dragon, we have to see just how much they can get done.
Oh, is there a fucking spill on the mouse pad?
I thought you meant Faker's
Yep.
flash. I was like, all right, Kobe. No, but we get it.
Thank you. Oh, all those moments that you flashed in the world.
The part where he knocks over his drink.
That's fair.
Oh, my shit froze right when it unpaused. Cringe.
See what they can do with it.
Oh my. Okay. Elder Dragon. So much possibility with this. Because you can force so much here by T1. Actually, topside's really heavily pushing against them, and they had Zeus on bottom side, so kind of hard to go overreach and get that objective bounty that you need to get right back into this game.
I think a lot of this is
If
gonna
Faker was on Nautilus, the shit would already be over.
moving Zeus top to get
I
that
think the
outer
Elder lasts
turret, just get that
a
goal that's
little bit
easily available,
until
and try and
Baron. Like
close the
Baron's
distance.
up and it's gone.
Yeah, that thing doesn't
They're not
flash
showing the
forever.
timer on
See if they can
screen.
get some objective bounties out of it, though.
For
They
how
keep
long
the
Elder's
pressure up
lasting.
here. You can try and
Yeah,
go
it'll
down.
run out
Zeus
like
now
right when Baron
gonna have
spawns,
to
pretty
do one
much.
more minion wave topside.
Yeah.
T1 can use the Baron or use the Elder, just get deep control.
Strong is Shun right now.
He
Yep.
could've- if he waited for On to come with him on the blast cone,
BLG's gonna try to
Probably
wait
gets gold.
till it's out.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, T1 getting aggressive, taking the objective bounty, getting the goal that much closer to even. 1.5k at this stage of the game.
Got
is
about
not
40
meaningful.
seconds.
Look at the Fiora in the bot lane, though. Essentially, BLG
Yep.
are like, look, you can take mid, you can take top outer, but if you try to threaten for any more,
Oh,
you're not
Zeri
gonna be in a
got
good
GA.
spot. Faker now has to reset to make sure he can deal with the
So she can
super
get banged
critical into
twice?
that lane. So T1, they will get a little
Yeah,
bit.
more
but
like
they're not
she'll
gonna
get
much
banged and
more
then
than
live.
and I think
Probably.
that's the goal. That was the margin right there. You want to try and get your 2 objective bounty shutdowns with that Elder Dragon.
It is actually
Like you
weird
said,
there's
don't
bounties when the
overreach,
gold is
don't
this
give up any more
close.
picks. They
I mean, they're
also
gone
funnel
now,
the solo
but I mean,
going
dragons
Zeus.
play a part.
Just hovers around for support if anyone tries to pick
The
him.
objective bounties or
That
what
vision,
were they?
gives him that
Yeah,
confidence
there's
to
objective
get it.
bounties in that top tier 1 and mid
Again,
tier
we're in
1.
a situation where a single team
It's probably
fight
putting a
is
lot of
very
value on
likely to
Soul.
decide the game. Of course, you can see a lot of the luxury items
I wonder if they're
that we call
separated like 4
stopwatches
dragons
coming
in
out,
Soul.
the GAs
Like just
as
each
well.
individual dragon count.
I think
Essentially one
each
final fight
dragon
inside
counts.
it. The Baron 1 second away. BLG with control with mid
They
lane
posted
priority.
some, like there is info out there on like how bounties are calculated. Holy fuck.
Rakan is
Wow, he was going for Faker and Rakan just get down, Mr. President, that shit.
collateral damage.
Hmm.
No ult for the Nautilus, but T1
T1
they're gonna get desperate now. Owner
kind of missed on their
in
window to
control ward.
get a good Baron set up here with their Elder.
You send Fiora to the bot side,
Wow.
get that lane in, but they're not going to commit to Zeus. BLG off that pick, they're
I
going
guess they needed to send Jax back to deal with Fiora earlier.
BLG
He went for that top turret, so then Fiora got the deep push bot.
What can they do with this buff? Can they close
They
it
were
out?
able to take
One
control
final ring,
while
one other pick,
Jax went to go
another
deal
way
with
to
that.
shut down Elk and take him out of the fight. This time around there's a GA, so they'll have to do
Unlucky.
it twice. Been that top side pressure point. Zeus doing everything he can on the bottom side to make sure that wave is pushed out. Gao will look to respond. Been alone for now on the top side. Can't afford to overstep too much. Should just take this tier 2 and back away. 600 gold in his back pocket.
This is exactly what Bin needs to do, just create this pressure in the side lane. Elk now stepping
They
up
got
once
rain
more. We
doing,
saw
so
Faker make the
sure.
hero play, has that flash once more. Keria has flash on the side as well, sitting on that pink board. Elk needs to be so careful, doesn't have the rest of his team yet, just trying to keep the pressure up.
Nope,
Trying to get
nope.
the cooldowns they can out of Elk, and Mikhail's available on as well, as you highlighted. Need to layer their CC perfectly.
Who dat? Who dat? TP.
Who dat boy?
Who dat knowledge?
Taking turns, making flash pick plays for their teams. And now with the power
Is he
of
still
the
gonna
Baron,
play
they
up,
should be
Mr.
able.
Elk?
Is kicking the fight off the start.
Oh my god.
Elk just free firing, and again he's just doing so
Owner's
much damage.
just getting blasted.
Bin now on the way in, but
That
they
wasn't
pull back
actually
for
that
now.
good
It's
for
just a tower.
BLG.
Slow, steady, controlled,
Getting
taking
hib.
explosive engage, turning it into a
Yeah.
small advantage.
Not bad, I
BLG
guess.
will not
Serial
overstep.
now.
That's
Minute 30 on Elder. Actually, a throw window here.
Inside the base, they instantly go for the resets. Yagao was able to survive off his Zonias, plus the ultimate there from On.
How's Fiora gonna play it?
They take just one, they
You
retreat.
need to stay top.
They still though.
Is he gonna move mid? Push
Maybe
mid.
one more
Team
minion
sits
wave
around
they can
Elder.
try and use this for, but
Bot
getting
jungle.
Another super creep wave in.
Probably
will
push
bring
top,
a
I'd
lot of
guess.
Pressure towards BLG. Bin again just constantly threatening these side lanes, and now the opportunity
So
to
strong.
push in mid, lean towards that bot inhibitor, and with 2 inhibitors down, it feels like T1. Their backs are definitely against the wall. Elimination game for T1, and time
You
feels
beat
like it's
Faker
ticking
here,
away.
and actually
Certainly
threatening him
If
is
you find an
pretty
angle in this game, there's still one more ahead of
disgusting.
you. 1 minute at a time.
Yeah, Ari
T1
can't do
just
shit
trying
to
hold
Fiora
on
right
to
now.
Any angle, any opportunity. Flash up for Faker. Again, the charms have been clutch in the last few
30
exchanges.
seconds.
But
35.
RBLG simply too far ahead. Will one pick be enough? With the GA, with the stopwatches available on the opposite side.
In on the top tower as this bot wave crashes. They've timed this
Oh my
beautifully.
god.
Ow.
Massive damage. Huge chunk coming in for the Ultra Shock Laser. BLG breaking the inhibitor.
This
and
is
just walking away again.
looking
They're not
very
giving an
grim
inch to
for
T1. They do
T1.
not wanna make any mistakes
What does
here.
T1 have to do? They've got 2 TPs at the ready.
Easily do it with the poke here from the Kazakhs. W
They can go down
evolve.
mid. Holy
They
fuck,
gotta
that hits
take
hard.
the fight, but yeah, they're just
I mean, it's the
Getting
Infernal
zoned.
Soul with his poke.
Yeah, this shit's
Actually chunking.
T1 have to try and come into this blind. Fiora in the bot
Oh.
side for Bin, pushing in that wave, making sure someone has to deal with that.
I don't know.
As
Fiora's
T1
pressure is gonna be insane here.
Elk on the
I mean, it
forefront.
should be
Diageo
Shaxx, I
hiding
guess.
Here. Who does he manage to get the hook on?
Battle line
It's hard for
strong.
T1 because they don't know
Send it.
where Fiora is.
Sides know what's in front of them.
She could be coming. She could be near the base
Steal her out
still.
the
Oh,
gate,
they see her
stolen
now.
from you. Be ready to secure this objective.
All right.
BLG
A
slowly but surely
fashionable
burning through this
Elder
one.
flip.
T1 fishing, looking for
Now
an
Jax
angle.
has to decide, does he run over? Does he just TP last second? Because if he TPs, then Fiora could like TP somewhere
Well highlighted,
as
Jack.
well.
They don't have the information they need to make
Man,
an
this
educated
is so
decision, make a
actually like
decision. All that they know is that the dragon has been aggroed.
such a
and that
tough
someone on
situation.
BLG is hitting it.
Yep.
With just a piece of information, they have to go for it. They have to find the gamble. They have to
There's
find
not
the
a whole lot
angle,
of vision for
engage.
both sides.
Yeah.
Final moments
Elk is
for
just
T1.
perma-Wing this
Can
bush.
They do it? Do they have what it takes?
Full send. Here we go. Zeus has arrived.
Shun taking a decent chunk. Kumar on
Uh-oh.
the front line immediately going to get ulted. It's going to force out the
I mean,
feathers.
he has his
Feathers
eye
now
ult
coming
that.
down. Redemption on the backside to keep him healthy. Bid between Zeus and Faker, but he's doing
Now
just
what?
fine. Snare onto Yagao.
Wow.
Slow.
Does anyone know? I
controlled.
feel like no one knows what the fuck's going on, not even the players here.
Some fucking footsies.
Owner fishing for an angle. The immediate knock with the immediate follow, but Elk is still standing for now.
Nope.
Elk just does
This
so
looks doomed.
much damage.
This
T1
looks
still up
doomed.
their shot, but I don't think it's
Owner
gonna
went
be enough,
down.
because at the end of the day,
I think it's
BLG
over.
Uma's
taking the
gone.
fight.
Yep.
They are
It does in
too
fact look doomed.
damn
Unless Zeus can
strong.
hero play it.
Torn through
It's
by the
Jover.
BLG lineup
No.
in the final fight of the series.
The script is
There's the
drawn.
3-1.
The 3-1
Wow.
for BLG will remain as they will go for the
That was a
finish.
fucking crazy dude. They've run so many good series.
BLG take care of
Yep.
both LCK seeds.
It was supposed to be
God
BLG.
bro.
It was supposed to be BLG. It was supposed
LPL
to be
has
T1.
only lost to the other LPL team.
BLG stands
They're actually just
in defiance of all
running this MSI.
expectations. They move to the
Yep.
final.
Jeez.
Fucking crazy, bro.
Time at an international event, we will see an all LPL finals. And you can see
LPL
top
versus
lane
LPL
is
finals. Holy shit.
ecstatic about that for
I mean, if it's
BLG.
good games, I don't care who's playing.
The Tabe celebrations.
As long as it's not boring.
Been calling his shots in his interview, even tweeted out 3-1. They will also take care of T1. And then, on top of that, if they do the 3-1, he said they will 3-2 JD
just an incredible performance, both in this series and across the tournament thus far for BLG. I think we cannot say it enough, the defiance of expectations. That one T1 lineup, the first time they will not make it to a finals, crushing overall. But BLG, again, the team that nobody expected, the team that seemingly came out of nowhere from a mediocre regular season, getting some upgrades heading into the playoff, having more support behind
BLG looking pretty good.
An incredible runs, one of the best runs we've seen in MSI
True.
in a very long time.
Oh my God, it's a heart!
We saw Worlds, where it was the LPL getting knocked out in the semi-finals, not advancing to finals, and we got that all LCK. This time around, it's T1 being knocked out instead of JDG or BLG. And for the LCK, it's heartbreaking to see a team that was so dominant in the regular split just not quite able to get to themselves across the finish line.
Do you think we'll ever see PayPal play the game?
No longer the underdog.
That'd be a funny highlight.
Absolutely tearing through.
Highlight
MSI.
sponsor.
I mean, single-handedly eliminating how many teams? Both LCK seeds. A force to be reckoned with, and no matter how much we talk about their weaknesses, they always seem to find a way.
That's the thing, I don't know who this team is. Like, you look at Benny, he's like, oh, he's always aggressive, he's super coin flip, dominating in his performances here. You look at the Jumbo
shit.
Here, it's a great elk in that bottom lane.
He just kicked the shit out of the cameraman.
Into team fights, leverage them into success is absolutely outstanding. But now one more hurdle lies in their way. But as we talk about that, T1 will take to the stage.
One final goodbye. London, Copperbox, give it up for T1 one more time. A valiant effort.
All right. GG's Sneaky.
Heartbreaking for the T1
Time for bed for Meteos?
International pedigree.
Maybe.
But again, just further showing us that BLG
Nice.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow for the finals, sir.
Yep.
GG's.
Peace out.
So great to find so many upsets.
All right, stream. Thanks for watching, guys.
Credit to
It was fun.
their tenacity and the journey they've been on. They've played so many games to get to where they are now.
We will get our LPL finals tomorrow, 4 a.m., bright and early.
Elk stepping up massive.
Take care, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
I like
And I'll
that
see you
name
next time.
Elk because that is your 1+
Bye-bye.
player of the series. I think to the surprise of just about no